Welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show.
Never before has one radio show been so extreme. Oh my God. So vulgar.
Fuck you, I'm not a pussy. I was accustomed to getting blown and having my ass eaten.
This is insane. I mean, this is insane.
So flatulent.
Why do we even try? Let's just fart into the mics and call it a day.
This is the funniest shit ever.
It's a weird show.
That's what's real.
That's sex.
Tune in with no expectations.
Quite simply, the greatest show in the history of broadcasting.
Here we are, the Opie Anthony Show.
Another 4 hours of love.
You guys having a good time or what?
Yeah, check, check it. I'm up early in the morning, yawning. Put Opie Anthony, Jimmy Tranny pointing. Opie like brother man, Aunt wants to join the clan. Jimmy on the other hand, he working the other hand.
Turn my headphones up. There are horrible people to say in this old objectionable human beings, and I want you to know unacceptable to my scene, but I'll give it a go. 50 Cent, Larry King, Opie and Anthony Show.
I know you feeling the flow, while Opie's mother hucking, Jim's trying to get blown. Then we come to play around and we still in the show. I know you never heard nothing like this before.
How important is the board? Bored you'll never be, and don't worry about getting shot when you're with Anthony. Oh yeah, on the edge of your chair. Cause you really want to hear Opie, Anthony, and Jimmy. Just keep it right here.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
Yeah, the Opie, Anthony Show.
Yeah, check it. It's the Opie and Anthony Show. Yeah.
It's the Opie, Anthony Show.
Yeah, 50, yeah. Now Mike Tyson up in this bitch. It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
Enough of this palaver. Let's get this show on the road.
Yes, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show, broadcasting live across America and parts of Canada and illegally to the rest of the world. Ooh. Or something like that.
Oh, gotta do the disclaimer. We don't go for the illegal stuff. I'm gonna do a lot of disclaimers today.
Bootlegging our shit. What's wrong with you people?
Bootleg.
We need to get paid. A lot of bootleggers out there.
I had to read, we better step up our game today, Opie.
Why?
Well, I had to read that this guy, Craig Schenkel, is stepping up his game.
I can't.
I know. I read that yesterday. I'm just like, ugh.
No, I can't.
Craig Schenkel's on the show, and, you know, he's doing so well that we have to step up our game.
No, please. Please, no.
Out of his club to perform.
Awful character.
Everybody has to just do a good job at quality radio shows.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
I'll do birthdays all morning long.
Love a good birthday announcement.
Good choice day.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, everybody.
That's how I'll combat that shit.
We have to get right to something.
What?
Well,
I know what you're going to get to. Good.
Kim Kardashian. We wanted to save it for the air because I haven't seen the picture.
I saw the picture.
I haven't seen it.
And I saw the picture.
Yeah.
I think it's fucking disgusting.
Now you
for real. And Sam thinks it's, the most amazing thing ever.
Her ass, I'm guessing.
It's ridiculously big and stupid.
Sam, spent most of his sexual life dipping, dipping into the old inkwell.
Chocolate pudding?
All right.
So he probably, let me see.
Don't show the picture yet. Let's
Okay.
Set it up nice.
Set it up nice.
You guys that like that big, huge bubble ass, I don't know what's wrong with you.
I know. I don't get it either.
You don't want a skinny, flat ass, obviously. You want a little something going on, but
I like it proportioned.
I will guarantee, by the way.
Ooh, a guarantee.
That Ant is going to be disgusted on this one.
Of course I will be.
Well, yeah, of course.
Why? Of course.
Because it's also...
What, we don't understand asses on women? Is that what you're going to say?
It has nothing to do with color or anything. Let me tell you something. That chick down the hall that broadcasts on the studio that you see in the hallway when we go there. She's cute, and she got a nice body on her and everything.
Yeah, she's pretty.
Yeah. And fucking, I'm talking ace of spades. And, there's no problem there.
I'm surprised that that's what you find.
Because I
need a little less black in my black women.
But the
little less black.
Body's all proportioned with her.
Right.
There isn't this big fucking weirdo ass going on. Looks like you took a balloon and squeezed the middle.
Would you rather have a bit too big or a bit I'll take a bit too big over a bit too small on a girl though.
Nope.
I prefer a bit more ass than I would care for.
Nope.
Than like a flat ass.
No, because,
no.
Can't have
because you got to walk around with them, and then they look stupid on the street.
Right.
No,
They look stupid on the street.
Oh, people love to look at a big ass.
I understand there's enough guys out there that like it. I'm telling you, I don't, and I guarantee Ant's going to be disgusted.
Speaking of people that want to see a big ass, Jimmy's in Lancaster.
Yes.
Whoa! Whoa!
Yes, I am. Hey, plug and an insult. Excellent. Well done. I'm going to be eating buttermilk.
Ugh.
Are you ready for the big reveal?
I want to see it.
All right. Look at this cold, and I'm gonna listen for your reaction. Hold on, make it fucking bigger.
Get that big fucking picture of that big ass. Let's see. Oh God. And that's probably 20 fucking selfies in.
Look how tiny her legs get because her ass is so ridiculously bubbly.
That mic stand gets right in the way of everything. Yeah.
Well,
there we go. All right. Very good.
Nice, right?
No. That is giant.
No, it's not nice.
That is a big fat ass.
Yeah.
Can I tell you what?
Argument there.
What makes it not? What I don't like about the photo? I think it's a little bigger than I would like it, but it's the fact that she's wearing the one piece thing, so you can't see the difference between the waist and the ass, which would make it to me a little bit better.
Because she's still trying to lose the baby weight.
Yeah, she's probably still dropped. I would say
She'll
that's
probably
a sexy
get her.
photo.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's a sexy photo.
Nice side titty in there.
Just don't see it.
The ass is bigger. That's bigger
That's a
than
big
me.
fucking ass, and she's only like 4'7".
Yeah, she's tiny.
Yeah. I mean, it's cartoonishly big, but
You've seen it in person, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I've seen it once in person. It's ridiculous. People actually point. When I saw her on the streets at a thing, I was just a bystander like every other schmuck. People were pointing and laughing. Like, look how ridiculous that looks.
Yeah.
You know that's true, Sam.
No, it definitely is true.
Kneeling behind that, though, holding those hips, and feeling that juicy ass slam against your stomach.
Yeah, if you like having sex with truck drivers, I guess that would be a cool fucking thing to do.
Dude, that's a big, soft hiney. I would fucking come quickly.
And even if people were laughing, I would feel more like I would wear it as a badge of honor than I would be embarrassed by.
Stop it.
People
deal with your mommy issues. Why do you like an ass like that?
Look at it, smooth. It's not dimpled.
Have a big ass.
Does your mom have a big ass?
No.
Oh man.
Look at how smooth that is.
It's too fucking big.
It's a little bigger than I would prefer, but that's smooth,
no,
man.
It's
not
a lot
dimpled.
bigger. Look at her legs, how tiny they get.
Yeah.
Ew, yeah.
It's not even in proportion to her legs. It's just this giant piece of meat on the top of two.
That's crazy.
I don't like it as much as Sam, but I do like it.
That'd be good if for somebody that like ate human beings. They'd be like, that's good. They hang that up in the meat locker.
Right.
Ooh.
Like you'd be like, oh, that's a good one.
Imagine that rocking against you. Oh.
Kenny?
Can I make a comment?
Sure. Kenny, here we go.
Her ass is so big, shit could drop out of it. She don't even have to sit down.
That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense,
Look
Kenny.
how far it sticks out.
We got it.
I get it now.
Oh, I get it now. Yes,
It is really.
stand there.
It sticks way too far out.
Maybe you should say it again.
He's cracking himself up. Yeah,
Look, it's certainly atypical, but I loved this photo when it came out.
Oh,
when did it come out?
Yesterday.
Oh,
Well, good for you. Go talk about it on the after show for an hour and a half.
suck your tits.
Oh my God, would I?
Yeah, I would suck those too. Those are big, heavy tits.
Oh God.
she's fucking.
No, I ain't feeling
But
it.
it's smooth though. Look at how smooth her ass is.
Yeah,
That's
her
nice,
face,
man.
Her
Maybe.
face was amazing, but she's getting too much fucking plastic surgery now. She stinks.
You're a little harsh on her.
Yeah,
you're
I like
harsh.
her.
She stinks.
She's sexy. I wouldn't watch the show, but I think she's sexy.
Well, there's a rumor, speaking of the show.
Ooh, do tell.
Wait, let me ask you before you do that.
You want to throw the ball around a little bit?
Dish. Would you rub your dick between her butt cheeks? Do you know
Dude, I
how
wouldn't-
well you'd calm doing
that
that?
would be so
With
great.
oil? You put oil on them and just like...
I wouldn't be...
Like motor oil?
No, it's not motor oil.
I wouldn't be disgusted or any of that shit, but it's just too fucking big.
Here's what you do.
man.
If you're on your back and your hard-on's pointing towards your belly and she's straddling you and you got the pressure of your stomach and her ass cheeks, like just grinding that on your stomach.
I understand how all that works.
right.
Yes, I get it. It's like,
my dick would slowly
it's
just
like I'm an
come.
alien and I just landed on Earth. I understand how you can make that really hot and sexy and you can fucking calm and all
You
that
could
crap.
definitely. Yeah, of course.
You wouldn't last long with her, Jim?
No, and I would prefer her sitting on my...
Dude, I figured out how to make
away.
But I figured out how to make a
ass
slob hot. Don't worry about it. I understand how you could have a good time with that. But it's definitely not my thing. That's way too fucking big.
Smooth, kiss it.
Oh,
I love
God.
nice deep cheeks.
No.
Deep cheeks fucking drive me bonkers.
No, the smell gets worse.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah, it could be.
You ever go into a cave? You know, the first couple feet. First couple feet of a cave is it's nice. You can smell the fresh air, but you go a little further in.
You're saying
it starts
it might
getting dank.
Dank. Yes, dank is the
Starts
word.
getting a bit dank.
Yeah, it can.
Dank.
That can be an issue.
Anyway, so if you want to throw the ball around a little bit, girls, they're saying Bruce Jenner likes to put on the women's clothes.
Oh, I did read that.
What?
Is it a reliable source?
I mean, I don't
know.
know.
He already looks like kind of an old woman anyway, so I mean, you might as well.
Couldn't that be some bullshit as soon-to-be exes thrown out there? Don't they do that sometimes? They throw out
they
this
certainly
really
do.
ludicrous
Yeah,
shit
Yeah.
to get you to move quickly in a divorce.
Yeah.
They're saying, people are saying that
People are saying
he kind of likes, he might like that type of thing.
Oh, well.
Putting on the ladies' clothes. So,
Well, what's wrong with that, right? People are so accepting.
Well, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And do we have the clip of the Gravity director thing?
It's in Spanish.
Wow, fuck! So we just could say it.
Yeah.
I wish we had the audio.
What happened?
I mean, we have the
Spanish,
audio, but you won't know what he's saying.
I just saw the headline and read it a little bit about it. Basically, there's a reporter, a Spanish reporter. I didn't know it was a Spanish reporter.
Yeah.
He asked the Gravity director what it was like filming in space.
Oh, no. Did he really think that was filmed in space?
Yeah.
Well, it's quite the compliment, but it's also quite idiotic of the reporter to think they went into space.
Well, sure.
I would orbit around that ass.
There you go. Right. The space between those cheeks.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's the space.
I told Ann, I got to tell these guys, too. I had to throw my jeans away 2 days ago.
Oh, God, this is disgusting.
I had to throw my jeans away.
Yeah.
There's a certain way I sit and... What the fuck?
Ooh,
What the fuck do you want?
Someone's whistling.
Paul Williams?
It is Paul Williams. Leave me
Hey.
alone.
Hello.
Let's call Paul.
Let's do it. See what he thinks of this Kim Kardashian photo.
I sit in a certain way in the studio where I have to push my legs tight up against the console. It's a thing I just have always done in the studio, like this. You see what I'm doing? And
Yes.
I raise my chair so I'm nice and snug.
You like to be snug.
All snug.
You like to be swaddled.
Swaddled. Yeah, because I probably didn't get
Under
that
the
growing up.
console.
And so I go home the other day,
stop.
and I look down at my jeans while I'm watching TV. See, Jimmy already knows.
Oh,
Dude, I started... This is very rare for me. I could handle shit. I started dry heaving, for real. I was so grossed out.
You take a picture of it?
You know what? I should have taken a picture.
yeah.
I don't think the jeans are officially like gone from. They're thrown out, but I think I could get a picture. So
freeze?
basically, on my thighs, the middle of my thighs, when I was home, I noticed right across both legs very crusty shit.
Oh.
Not shit, but just I don't know what it was.
Crusty substance.
Just crusty substance. I should have said. It looked like that it was snot.
Right.
It looked like it was snot. Okay.
So you're saying...
Because what I do when I am snug, I kind of rub I kind of bounce and rub a little bit, right? Right across both. Crusty shit. A substance.
Crusty substance.
So I got to assume whoever else sits in this seat I know Fez is one of them, but I'm sure there's others. Sam.
Yeah, I'm one of them.
Someone might be putting their fucking boogers onto this fucking console.
Like picking their nose.
So
and
when
then
I
wiping
push up,
it.
up against tight like this, I took some of that. But it was the first time I've ever noticed that before. You grossed out, right?
It's disgusting.
Disgusted.
Now,
so it's something.
Yeah,
Dude.
that's fucking horrendous.
Unless it's some kind of
to look.
I haven't looked yet.
You know what? Just snap a picture. That might do it. If you just go onto this, snap a picture, and then look at the picture.
But it could be a bust if there's nothing.
I don't
there.
touch the underside.
It could also be like glue or something.
Yeah.
They use, but
I don't see why there'd be fresh glue there.
Yeah.
Do you think so, Sam?
No, I think it's boogers.
What do you say? Anything?
Ugh.
There's no
No evidence.
No
Of
trace evidence.
snot.
Sorry, yeah, the bit's not going to have a big fucking ending. I don't see anything under there.
Booger console.
So what does that mean? Like there's no glue or substance under here whatsoever now.
Means you cleaned it off on your pants.
Oh, yeah. Jesus Christ.
Those crystalline boogers.
Booger snots.
That just fucking the moisture goes away and leaves crystallized mucosa. Used to be more fluid.
Honestly, then it gets solid and crusty. It's better for eating.
It looks pretty good under here right now. So
yeah.
Maybe it was a one and done from a guy. There's nothing under there. You're looking too.
Yeah, because I go.
I wish there were.
Mars is looking for a little snack.
Dude, it was crusty.
Booger eater.
I left that there yesterday. I was going to eat that.
While you're down there.
He wants you to blow him, Mars. Blow him.
Mars will do it.
Hey, Mars, you like that ass, right?
Oh, I love that.
I know you
he
do.
does.
We know.
You see this?
Why is it
he
gorgeous? What makes it gorgeous?
She's a
It's
voluptuous woman. It's a true meaning of voluptuous.
it's a giant
Not
fucking.
fat.
It's a
That's
giant
like
ass.
shape.
I agree.
That's a
Waist
big
is
ass.
small.
Dude, if that ass was proportional, she would have to be about 6'2". You understand that, right?
That's why it's so great.
6'2", and she would have to weigh well over 200 pounds.
She fucking posed so long to get that shot because the light's right, because it's not showing. There's no real light on the ass, so you can't really see the dimples and puckers. But I'm seeing a little on the lower thigh, on the upper thigh right there, and even on the upper hip, you could see some. Oh, yeah.
Hashtag no filters.
If you were holding on her ass cheeks, imagine if you didn't move, you're like, go ahead, and she was just pushing back on your fucking the big soft cheeks hitting your fucking stomach. I would just come.
I'm with Jim. I would come like
Instantly.
instantaneously.
It wouldn't
It'd be
even
embarrassing.
It wouldn't even be like a hard cut. My dick would just go like, it would fucking fall out the side like pudding.
Like a 7th grade science fair volcano.
Yeah, just yeah, thank you.
Like a Go-Gurt tube.
I don't know. You
So
guys,
listen, the boogers. I just heard part of it. What's going on?
and I went home and my jeans had crusty shit across the middle of my thighs, and I
That's
go
disgusting
and I
because
always
I
push
want-
my legs up against this.
Oh, boy.
But honestly,
underneath there, all
the whole
time.
the whole
Mars.
conversation's a bust because there's nothing under this console right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So was it a one and done, and I just happened to fucking scrape up all that shit?
I think I see some old chewed up gum under this console.
Who the fuck would do
I
that?
think
shit?
that's
That's fucking disgusting.
I have a suspicion on that one, but
Who?
it's just a suspicion.
What? Who?
You think? ESD?
You?
Then he's got to stop it. If it's him.
We used to have that issue on 57th Street. We corrected it back then. So
Oh, really?
it's coming back.
You got
But
anything
that's
under
just the
yours,
gum.
Aunt?
Who the fuck it is? I would never put gum under a console. It's gross.
That's what that is, right?
That's fucking disgusting, man.
Why would you
Been
do
there for a
that?
long
Why,
time.
if I hate when people fucking chew pens that other people use. Fucking cunts.
Remember when we found out Earl was chewing pens, so you shoved him up your
I would
ass?
shove pens up my ass. Gotta chew these, dummy.
Yeah, that's why you do it.
I know, but that doesn't explain why I did it with trophies.
Yeah. He's buying these big novelty dildo pens.
No ink.
No pen. It's just nothing. It's a dildo. Ah, boy. Well, I'm all clear under here. No,
Yeah. All right. Well,
nothing like that.
Sox are one win away from the World Series.
What did the Sox say?
What? Can we play that
Yeah,
again?
we should.
Oh,
That was great.
how awful was that Jocktober yesterday?
Oh, fucking horrendous. Between the War of the Roses.
Today and the parody song. Today, of course, is Scott and Todd Day.
Scott and Todd Friday.
Yeah. Scott and Todd Friday.
I'm always
Every Friday
hopeful.
for this Jocktober.
Always hopeful for another catchphrase.
What are you talking about? He doesn't have catchphrases.
Well,
what?
I think there was something about something that happened during the hurricane, right?
I don't remember.
I got a tree on my house.
Oh, yeah, that wasn't said too many times. That wasn't accompanied with fucking pictures of people that had trees on their house.
The greatest part of the clip is the context. Like, we forget the context of that was everybody in that room is just throwing jokes around about the hurricane. And then Scott Shannon just pops up out of nowhere and goes, I got a tree on my house.
I got a tree on my house.
And then where was
him like, what?
Yeah,
where was he put right after that happened?
Directly on the pay no mind list.
Right.
Yeah, it just, you're right. It wasn't part of a discussion.
No.
He just out of nowhere said that.
I got a tree on my house.
And we were the ones that made it funny for him.
Right, everybody around the room looked at him like,
When it happened on his own show, people
about?
were all just annoyed.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, shut up.
Shut up, dude. We're trying to do a radio show.
And then, of course, the boat one, I guess.
I want to see the boat movie.
Yeah, all right.
I want to see the boat movie.
I want to see the boat movie.
Now, I'm being told.
Yeah.
My
did you
sources
see
are
that?
telling me that there might be another catchphrase.
Oh, I hope so.
There might be another catchphrase.
In today's
yes, Scott and Todd Jocktober.
Did you happen to see that somebody was sending a picture of what was it from TiVo, the TiVo guide?
Oh yeah,
and in the corner,
yeah,
it was you want to see
Yes.
want to see a boat movie?
Yeah,
I want to see the boat movie.
I thought that was very
TiVo
funny.
had want to see a boat movie.
Yeah,
I want to see the boat movie.
You're convinced somebody over there at TiVo might be a fan.
Maybe.
Yeah.
We got fans in the strangest places.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's for sure.
Mm-hmm. Could be another catchphrase. Okay.
Yeah, we'll find
Keep an
out
eye
soon.
out. Keep an ear open.
Someone sent me a eyewitness to a traffic accident.
Ooh.
I was listening to this right when I woke up this morning, and I gotta say I liked the call.
Yeah.
But I'm very suspicious it's fake, and usually fake shit drives us nuts, right? Mm-hmm. So I do want to acknowledge I think it's fake. What are they saying on that article, by the way? It's the headline is hilarious voicemail. Basically, this guy was leaving a voicemail for his boss, and then he sees an accident in front of him.
Okay.
Okay, that's the setup. I think it's fake.
Think it's fake?
Yeah, and then all the comments are just arguing about whether or not it's fake.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That usually means it's fake.
When the whole
usually
comment
means it's
section.
fake.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then I'm like, oh, this is probably fake. But then I'm like, yeah, but I for the first time in a while, I'm like, but I don't care. The guy's laugh was kind of addicting, and I kind of liked it.
Okay.
Is that okay though if it's fake?
Not really. I got to be honest.
I know.
Yeah, fake is just fake.
I know. And you want to just beat the shit out of the person for doing this and pointing out how fake it is, but the laugh fucking got me going.
I saw another fake one yesterday.
Which one?
The girl on the news when the Captain Jack Sparrow comes out. And
that was just
it's
stupid.
so fake.
I don't know that
so
one.
fake.
Yeah, but people don't really need much in
I know.
their entertainment.
But there's so many real things
They don't
to
need
put
much
out there.
Yeah, this thing.
Yeah, this
You didn't
is
see this?
fake.
Captain Jack Sparrow.
This is Madison Brooks for NBC Entertainment, reporting live from Hollywood Boulevard, where today we are talking to Breaking Bad's biggest fans about the season finale last night, and there was shit.
Oh look, what's your name? Who are you?
Get off of me.
Parody! Parody!
Get off of me. Son of a...
Oh,
God.
how terribly done.
It's really fake.
That's
terrible. What
So fake.
What are they doing?
Just trying for a viral video. It
Yeah.
stinks.
Yeah, the news is obsessed with getting their viral videos out there.
Is she a newscaster?
No.
No, I think the whole thing is
The whole
fake.
thing's
Yeah, the whole
fake.
thing's fake.
From who?
The graphics
Some person.
fake.
Oh, I just saw 4 in the NBC
No,
logo.
that's just
Exactly.
it.
Like the font is fake. The whole
Yeah, there was no Madison Brooks working at
Yeah.
NBC News or anything.
She doesn't seem like a real anchor.
No, her
Yeah,
acting is
yeah.
horrendous.
Horrendous.
What are you doing?
Oh, shit. But people, look, it's on all the big fucking viral video websites.
I know.
And people are loving it.
They're dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the other one?
Look, that version has 108,000 views already.
Jesus.
Here, yeah, the phone call. Taking a chance here. I know I'm pretty convinced it's fake, but I like it.
Boy.
Is I guess what I'm trying to say here today. All right.
Hey, Mark, excuse me. I'm on my way to 3768. Kind of got hung up. It's raining out here. I'm on my way into Dallas. Jerry's probably going to be calling you to find out where I'm at if he can't get a hold of me, I'm sure. So, thought, whoa. Man, I just had a wreck right in front of me. This guy ran a red light and hit 4 old ladies in an Impala. Just kind of clipped them and turned them around right in front of me, man. That was close. Oh, now this guy's getting out of his car. He's got a white shirt on with a tie and a cigarette hanging out of his mouth. He's throwing his hands up in the air like it was their fault. Oh, hold on. He's going over their window. She's rolling down the window. Oh, man, I think she sprayed him with pepper spray, man. He's holding his face and he's on his knee. She's getting out, she's beating him with an umbrella. The other women are getting out, too. There's one woman with a little black person. She's tomahawking him, man. She looks like a Sunbelt 20 horsepower jackhammer. We got another woman that's she's hitting him like he's got a cattle prod.
I'm not saying it's real.
I can't look at you.
Why?
No.
I like it.
No.
I'm defending myself on this one.
I'll tell you why.
I like the laugh. I didn't say it's real. I like that. I like the laugh.
The snow sound seems fake and too consistent, which sounds like pouring rain.
Yeah. No, I'm not arguing if it's
happening fast.
I'm not arguing if it's real. I do believe it's fake.
Yeah, they didn't even have time to shake off the crash.
Yeah,
and he knows there's 4 women in the car the second they spin around.
There you go. Right.
But you're missing my point. I'm saying that it's fake. I'm still entertained by it for some reason.
I don't like the laugh because it's too over the top that it's fake. If it was real, I would like the laugh.
Yeah.
But it's so fake that he's laughing too hard trying to sell this.
Right.
So I'm annoyed with him.
Yeah.
Are you annoyed?
This is angering.
This really?
Yes.
Terrible. If it was a real situation and he laughed, I would enjoy it.
That's why I was confused by this, because I'm like, I know, I'm almost convinced that, well, now I am totally, that it was fake, but I was entertained by it, and I don't know why.
It is, fake.
Here, give me a little more.
Man, she's got an umbrella, she's sticking it in his side. Oh, there's another one it's a little woman that looks like Mother Goose. She beat him. She's got this huge big bag. It's huge. It's about the size of her. She's about 4 foot nothing. She hit him over the head. Everything went all over the place. Her Bible fell. She just hit him in the head with a Bible.
I just like to laugh. I'm sorry.
It's literally like a knife going through. But how does he know it's a Bible?
Huh?
How does he know it's a Bible?
No, there's so many tells that it's fake.
It's a 3-minute-long voicemail.
Yeah, using the
don't last that long.
Him using the term Mother Goose is, that's obviously someone that's really trying to sell something. I get it, but I like it. I'm sorry, I like this one.
Yeah, he's like fucking got super sight. The fortune cookie note just came out and it says she's a Capricorn.
I'll be honest, I usually don't like hack. I like this. I like it. Someone's saying it's 10 years old. Jesse in California.
Since you started describing that fall, I knew which one it was. It's been around for quite a while.
But do you know where it originated from? Is it a radio guy? Is it some dude trying to fucking get a viral thing going? Is it someone from a CD?
No, I heard it first on Coast to Coast, George Norrie, about 10 years ago. I'm just that you guys.
What's Coast to Coast again?
Art Bell's old show.
Yeah, Art Bell's old show.
Oh, Art Bell played it.
No, George Norrie when he was hosting it. After Art Bell left, George Norrie took over.
Oh, 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay. And when he played it, how did he sell it?
He sold it like it was real.
No, I did not sell it like it was real, thank God.
Oh.
The description says that...
Thanks, brother.
The accident described took place about 6 years ago in Texas.
Did not.
Don't think so.
The call.
You guys want to hear more, right?
The fake call.
Do you want to hear more?
No.
You sure?
I'd hate to blow it. I mean, I'd like to leave a little more for later.
You sure?
Yeah, because I figure this way I got something to look forward to tonight when I get back to the room. Can finish up that call.
I was
yeah, exactly.
I was absolutely surprised by myself that I liked this.
Ashamed of should have been the.
Yes.
Should have said ashamed of.
I'll own it.
Ashamed of.
I'll own it. I like it. It's a stupid fucking laugh.
Well.
Thank you, Sam. It was a hardback NBI version. They still beat the hell out of this guy. She picked his Bible up and raised it up above her head and just beamed the guy. This guy's not getting up. They're still hitting him. The one with the little black person.
Oh my God, this guy. We get it.
Hey man, what the fuck?
He thinks it's funny.
Are you enjoying it?
I am not in the least bit enjoying this guy.
That's good.
He is annoying.
Oh no, I don't want to be associated with that guy.
I think he has a good laugh.
I'll take my beating, but I'm not being associated with that guy.
I believe
and
it's
his
real.
humor.
Do you think his descriptions are funny?
It's a very accurate descriptions. I think it's a very real call.
Up.
I'd try the part where the little lady gets hit with the umbrella.
We'll play it out for you then if you like it so much.
Please do.
Yeah, you sure? Okay.
Kind of like Craig Schenkel.
Well, we'll play it out for him. He enjoys it.
Yeah.
CREGG.
CREGG.
God.
Okay, he's up on the... the little woman just beamed him again with that big bag.
Good shit.
He's running to his car. He's out of here. The little bitty Mother Goose woman, she struck into him as he drive it off.
It's just all these details. He's just laughing too much.
This is too good.
There's another one of these I heard which was good, but I don't know where.
There you go.
Does that have a lot of views? If it's 10 years old, there's a lot of views.
Yeah, 5 million.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5.3 million, but it's this. Yeah, I don't think it's actually 10 years old.
Look how many likes and dislikes. I'm onto something.
Because people, people actually give it a lot of likes.
I'm sure.
Look, this guy, who fucking cares if it's real or not? It's entertaining regardless.
Wow, that's my that should be my comment. I'm telling you, I gotta say it again. I was very surprised at myself that I liked that. Yes.
I don't find it entertaining. I don't mind that it's not real. I mean, maybe that's why it's annoying me, but I don't find it entertaining.
I like it.
No.
All right.
Well, you know.
I have to agree to disagree.
Everyone has
honestly,
different
it's fine.
tastes.
I'm not trying to convince you guys. I was surprised at myself. That's all. So I'm like, fuck. Why am I laughing at this? Now I got to turn my Twitter off because I'm sure.
Oh God, yes, of course. Oh, get back to the Kim Kardashian picture.
Yeah.
Sam put it up there. Like, he had to get a little look.
Take a little quick peek.
I just don't understand the whole Kim Kardashian phenomenon. Is it her mom that pushed it forward? Is she the brilliance behind Kim Kardashian?
Yeah, her mom definitely.
Because Kim Kardashian can't talk, so how does she even sell herself? There are women that are way hotter than her that don't have all this shit going on. So how the fuck did it happen? If you're absolutely, she's very hot, yes, but there's a lot of broads just as hot, if not hotter.
Didn't she get hooked up with Paris Hilton or something?
Yeah, Paris introduced her to the world.
Her dad was fucking OJ's, on OJ's dream team.
Came out with a sex tape.
She fucking likes black guys.
Right.
All the fucking little key points, all the features.
But she can't talk to sell herself, so how did it get this big? Excuse me.
She kind of represents this new American dream of being famous and rich without actually having to do anything.
For doing nothing, right.
I understand,
And
but she has taken it to the limit. She's worth hundreds of millions of dollars. She's got how many million Twitter followers? 15 million or something like that?
Someone pointed out
the show is ridiculously hot still.
But there's also a lot of people that watch and follow and do everything because they pretend they don't like her.
I understand, but it had to start somewhere. Now it's a runaway train with her.
Yeah.
But somehow it had to get put together.
Caboose.
Yeah.
People are saying that guy sounds like Stone Cold E.T., the phone caller.
Oh fuck, maybe it's him.
Well, it's real old.
Yeah, I don't think it's him.
Can we play Stone Cold E.T. today?
Fuck yeah.
That's what I was telling you guys the other
E.T.
day. I know there's like these little stupid nuggets that we haven't played in a while.
Ugh.
That's one right there we haven't played.
Nugget under the console on your pants.
Jesus Christ.
Nugget.
And by the way, we have not really properly sold this week's O&A podcast.
Oh.
We haven't even really talked about it.
Well,
on the
what
air.
is it?
It's the best of Louis C.K. on our show.
Oh, man. There's a fucking worth the price of admission right there. And it's free, so
how long is it? It's over an hour this week, too.
Yeah.
So go get the Opie and Anthony podcast. We get a new one out there for you guys every Wednesday. It's, the link's on our Facebook page. You get it through iTunes and all that shit. So I hope you know how to get podcasts at this point. Just put Opie and Anthony in some kind of podcast search engine, and you'll find us, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
But this week it's Louis C.K. All the cool shit he's done for our radio show.
It's
Not even
really
all
good
this
one.
stuff. We'll absolutely be able to do another one with Louis C.K.
Some highlights.
Definitely the Rumsfeld interviews on there.
Oh, yeah, that's a good
on
one.
there. The boat stories on there.
Right.
A lot of stuff.
A lot of good
that
stuff.
Fucking idiot thought he saw a body floating. Or a bomb. He thought it was a terrorist attack.
He thought it was a submarine, a bomb.
It's a great story.
Anything but a fucking buoy. Bubba buoy.
It's a great story. So go check out the podcast and subscribe to it, please.
Oh, yes. Subscribe to it. Ooh, prefixed.
I also wanted to say quickly that Mike Bacchetti yesterday was one of my favorite fucking people on the show in a long time.
That was a lot of fun. His wacky stories. His 6 weeks in the Marines was fucking great right there. 6 weeks in the Marines.
And they finally just go like, they didn't say you're a bum, get out. They're like, Mike, it's just not working out.
Not working out between the two of us.
They never do that.
They never say that.
The Marines, leaving the Marines isn't like breaking up with a chick, It's not like, well, it was amicable and, we didn't get along, so.
Like, he bothered them so much that they had to pull him aside and have a talk.
He went in for the uniform and the chicks. He forgot the part about the fact that you'd have to kill.
Right.
He didn't like that part.
They just making you into a killing machine.
Fucking hilarious, that guy.
I liked him a lot.
That was so much fun.
A lot.
His Steven Singer live. We may use his Steven Singer live read as a nugget.
Yes.
Oh, good.
It was so good.
Yeah, I heard that.
And he was really worried about that after the show. And I walked out with him. I'm like, trust me, Steven Singer's going to love that one.
Yes.
He goes, every time she washes her hands, she'll think of you. Except she never washes her hands because she's a filthy pig fucking whore.
Pig fucking whore, yeah. Yeah, he's good.
If you have the slug line, I hate Steven Singer, you're going to have to, take a little of that shit with it, right?
Yeah, a little. And then he kept butting in on the Russell Peters Netflix live read.
Well,
yeah.
I might have had something to do with that.
He was encouraged a little bit.
He might have been encouraged a little bit. The behind-the-scenes stuff the listeners don't get to see.
Yeah.
I haven't cried laughing that hard.
It's fucking great.
In a long time.
He'll definitely be back.
Yes.
That's for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think they may have played some, I didn't hear it, but they were talking about playing some of it on Artie's show last night.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
Hells yeah.
That'd be cool.
Because the Artie people were very happy with his appearance. And
they were?
Yeah, how well received he was to all our fans.
Oh, yeah.
I realize he's a tough one to follow on Twitter.
Yeah, really.
Oh, my God.
Why? Because he thanked somebody for that.
I saw your tweet, which was hilarious. Worst Twitter conversation ever.
I've ever seen in my life.
Because people are like saying, hey, Mike, you were great on Opie and Anthony. And then he just asked an open-ended question like, oh, thanks a lot. So how you doing?
Yeah.
What is that
He goes,
about?
thanks
I'm
for
trying
the
to find
follow.
some of them.
Thanks for the follow. My pleasure. Oh.
Wait, I got to find a few of these. Go to his timeline. That'll be the easiest. But I decided to follow him yesterday, so now I just got a lot of clutter. Yeah. I got a lot of clutter on my timeline right now.
So this guy, Josh Garwick, goes, follow Mike Bacchetti. He rules. Love you, miss you, Mikey.
Right.
And then Mike Bacchetti responds, God bless you so much. How are you?
Which makes the guy have to write back again.
Yeah, which is terrible. You never want to have to write back.
What are some of the others? Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. Not sure.
This is the same thing again. He was doing it. This guy, Steve, he wrote, you were fantastic on O&A. Hope you're back on soon. And Mike responds, hi, Steve. Thanks so much. Totally appreciate it. How are you?
How are you?
Oh, it's terrible.
It's great, man.
This guy, Corey and Chad.
Yeah.
Great to finally meet you in person. We will see you next time. Good job tonight. Mike Bacchetti writes back. Hi, Rob. Thank you so much. Truly appreciate it. How are you?
There's another thing you just brought up in there. Yeah, he does the how are you with his tweets, but why would you share a Twitter account with like your broad?
That I don't know.
Wait, who shares a Twitter account?
I see it from time to time that couples have the one Twitter account.
I'd rather
you
share
just
a
said it.
toothbrush.
What was that one?
Corey and Chad.
Girl's idea.
Corey and Chad.
Oh, that's terrible. The names are terrible.
Why wouldn't you just want your own Twitter account? Because you have different things you want to say and do with it, no?
I think.
It's free.
It is free.
Why not just get 7?
Man.
Get one for your cat.
Well, I didn't. Look, that's not my account, Lil Beavis.
No?
Somebody decided to make a Lil Beavis thing. Fucking get 3,000 followers already really quick.
Now another 1,000 because you mentioned it.
Repost pictures that I post with little captions on them.
Right.
Like, oh, I'm tired. Where's Daddy today? He's drunk. Yeah. So it's accurate.
We got a Snopes page about that phone call. There's just something about that. I need to know more info.
Good old Snopes.
Could you go to Snopes?
Why do we put so much credence in Snopes?
Right.
We believe that just because Snopes says it's true or not, that it is.
It's the only place you go, really,
It
to
is
try to
true,
figure shit out. You
Exactly.
still got to try to figure it out on your own, no?
I do like the fact that they have explanations and origins and
I think it's under
things like that.
Auto.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, you got it. Okay.
I have faith in the Snopes.
All right, what did they say?
Voicemail message.
Oh, they're saying undetermined. No, I think it's fake.
I think it's fake.
I now truly believe it's completely fake.
I bet it originated as a radio thing.
Which one?
That call with the guy laughing in the fucking... I bet it originated as a radio thing.
So
it sounds like one of those.
Someone would know.
Like, we have a phone call. Wait till you hear this. And by the way, I hear the guy is cheating on his wife. So we're going to call him up today and offer him flowers.
I'm glad you brought up War of the Roses because I think that's why I appreciated this because I'm like, at least, War of the Roses... Look, beat me up all you want. I'm sure I'm getting killed on this one, but I'm trying to show you my thought process here. The War of the Roses thing is so fake, and you got these guys, and we yelled yesterday saying, look, at least if you're going to try fake shit, try to be creative and do your own thing. And I think that's another reason why I appreciated this so much. I'm like, at least the guy's trying to fucking...
Something different.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I know I'm not going to... I know I'm not going to turn a lot of people...
You're not turning anyone around here.
What do they say about the call, though?
They said that it happened outside of Jack in the Box, and so people reached out to the Jack in the Box, and they said, thank you for your inquiry. The message that has been in circulation is an actual voicemail message. The incident occurred 5 to 6 years ago in Texas. I'm not sure how the recording got outside of the company or if the employee still works for Jack in the Box, but the recording periodically resurfaces on the radio and the internet.
Bullshit. I don't care.
I'm not buying it.
No, he was in a car.
It may have been a real incident. Like that may have happened, the old lady might have done, but that to me sounds like somebody read an account of something and is repeating it as if it's a live event.
There you go. That could have been it.
She may have done that. She may have hit someone with an umbrella or freaked out or whatever.
Well, no, I mean, that's the hack part of it where, like, old ladies, of course, are going to beat you up with their purses.
And an umbrella and a Bible.
Right.
Yeah, it just
the old
sounds
Ruth Buzzy,
Yeah.
Give me the old Ruth Buzzy.
Ruth Buzzy.
They played it on Coast to Coast in February 2005, and the show put through a caller who maintained he was the person who had been beaten by the women, as described in the purported voicemail.
All right, yeah, that's pushing it too far.
And she hit me with a Bible. I couldn't believe it.
Several radio stations have interviewed a man named Michael Childs.
Michael Hunt?
Mike?
Who said that he was the one who left the voicemail message.
Can we try to get him on the show? I'd love to ask him about it. It's probably a real.
I think his brother's Jackie.
Clintoris. Every time we play one of those in a break, I stop what I'm doing and put my headphones on.
I don't think it'll ever get old.
I can't
I've
get
heard
enough
the exact
of that.
same calls hundreds of times.
It's just
that old man is
they're so
the best.
good. Oh, how does he fall for it every time? It's great.
You ever see a picture of him? Red?
No.
He's a big guy.
No. Was he a big guy?
Big guy, yeah. You can find him. There's a couple of photos of him.
Red. Cut Z's in your cheeks.
You know a guy who says, I'll cut Z's in your cheeks?
Has done some shit in his life.
Yeah.
I saw a photo. He was an old guy. There's a photo of him outside.
Why don't you have a little moxie and come down? Have some moxie and come down.
I know where you live.
I know where you live.
That old gag. I'm coming to get you.
Why don't you go fuck yourself? Why did you go fuck yourself? Oh, got him. That's great.
Has the guy that made those calls ever come forward?
Yes.
He did?
He did.
That was the guy we just mentioned a minute ago. Michael Childs.
You know, it's funny. You can go to Simpsons Land and pick up a phone that's there and hear prank calls like that.
How do you know that?
Simpsons Land. Well, because E-Rock had gone there.
E-Rock annoyed Jimmy and I so badly.
I know.
On the way home, we were just looking at each other like, would you ever? And I was like, oh,
would
God,
you ever
no.
go to Springfield Land at Universal and walk around and go into Moe's and have a flaming Moe?
Oh, God, no. Sounds horrendous.
Does it?
Wait, what's the name?
Flaming Moe. Oh, you like that, Chippa?
In Simpsons Land, if that's what it's called. Were there a lot of people there that day, E-Rock?
There wasn't a lot of people in the park that day.
It looked and Simpsons Land looked empty.
It looks like it's going to be a huge bust.
Bomb.
Nope.
Well, it is 1994, so it should be successful.
Oof, I know.
Simpsons still happening, man.
Oh, but I mean, look, there's no one there.
Simpsons Land.
I mean, I would be excited to go.
I understand. I understand there's a whole culture
there's a
out
Quickie
there
Mart there.
that is into that, but
you could go in there and fucking, you know.
It's a whole bunch of dumb facades.
Who needs a Quickie Mart?
Exactly. It's fucking stupid.
Their floors are sticky, Mart.
Oh, damn. You could get a squishy?
No, I didn't.
Oh, but you could?
You could. I just didn't.
Look, Krusty Land. Did you go into Krusty Land?
That's the ride.
Oh, what is it?
One ride?
It's a huge ride. You go into this. It used to be the Back to the Future ride, but you go into this this 6-person kind of car,
I see.
and it raises you up into a big wraparound.
They took
HD
away
screen.
the fucking Back to the Future ride,
And they just replaced it with another car screen ride.
Ugh, where you had to bump Biff's car to send everybody back to the right fucking time.
Yeah.
I remember that. That was cool as fuck.
That's why they put it on the Blu-ray.
Oh, for the time, that was one of the best rides ever.
Yeah, that's the funnest thing that they put.
Until you peek out and see everyone else's cars.
You don't peek out.
I peeked out.
Oh, ruins the
you know
illusion.
exactly what I'm talking about, right? I peeked
and you see
out.
everyone else sitting in their dumb cars smiling.
Right. I peeked out.
You don't peek. You ruin your ride.
I ruined my experience. Oh, I thought I was the only one.
Oh.
Doing this right now.
I liked the whole lead up and stuff. The line was entertaining. Like Doc Brown was talking to you and shit.
You were walking through his lab.
Yeah, his lab. You saw the note that fucking Marty left him and shit. That was cool stuff right there.
I liked it at the time.
Oh, it was great, Jimmy.
I
You're a
liked it.
fuddy-duddy.
He wants to ride the Kim Kardashian ride.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I like a Jimmy's got to tell us how to make ourselves come in Kim's ass.
No.
That's good.
I
Yeah,
was
we
saying,
don't know.
With the
Well, because
hot
we just
part-
landed on this planet.
Right.
No.
Oh, I put my penis where?
Right.
Oh, and rub up and down on
And
it?
what,
Oh, that's
what
weird.
friction feels good?
Wow.
I never knew that.
Then what happens? Stuff shoots out.
That's crazy.
Oh, Jimmy.
Wait a minute. I didn't mean that.
You could do the same thing to a pillow.
Exactly.
Which I have.
There's something about a fat ass on your dick, though, man. I think maybe you never had one like a regular ass doesn't feel as good as an ass.
I've never had an ass that big.
Everyone's gone
I've had a
pigging.
few of those.
I've
man.
gone pigging, but you know.
No, I never went pigging. Never.
Oh, man.
Never.
Never went
I
pigging?
fucked ugly girls, but never fat ones.
Oh.
Never.
There was a joy in that.
It's not my. I can't do it. It's not my thing.
Because they wanted it more. Because because they didn't have as many opportunities.
No.
So they tried extra hard.
Charity case. Oh, boy. Yeah, well, just pawing through those Simpsons Land pictures, aren't you?
Chief Wiggum's there.
Ah, did you see Chief Wiggum?
What do you do with that?
You take a picture with him.
Yeah.
And then what?
You walk around and enjoy yourself.
Oh, shit.
I get it.
I think
do
he's
enjoy
implying
myself.
you don't walk around and enjoy yourself.
I absolutely enjoy myself, but I'd rather look at homeless people.
Lard
and
Lad
study
Donuts.
them. Yeah. My thing is different than your thing. That's all. That's all I'm trying to say.
Did you go to
That's
the
what,
Lego?
that sounds like an uncircumcised guy talking to a circumcised guy.
Did you go to the Lego place in downtown Disney?
Yes, I did go there.
Did you take a picture with the big fucking Lego things?
The dragon?
The big dragon in the water?
Are you looking forward to the Lego movie?
What Lego movie?
I saw the preview. I saw the trailer, whatever the fuck they're called.
What is it?
Because I had to go see Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
Ah, two.
Two
right?
or whatever,
Yeah.
right. Which was pretty entertaining.
Well, those movies, too, they
I
do
didn't
put
mind
some
it.
fun in there for the
And
for
the Paul
grown-ups.
McCartney song is in that movie.
Which one? The chink.
The one we previewed the other day.
Oh.
That song is in the Cloudy,
new one.
Yeah, the Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs movie has the new Paul McCartney song.
Good for Sir Paul.
Little cross promotion
Very good.
for Sir Paul.
The Lego movie. Who the fuck came up with this idea?
Lego.
Yeah, I would think Lego.
Exactly.
Sells itself.
All right, here it is. The Lego movie. Let's see what this is. Oops. This sounds ominous at the beginning. Why is that? Trying to fool us.
In 2014, the world's greatest heroes will join forces for the biggest movie.
Now you're in the theater watching this
ever.
thinking, oh,
Assemble!
this is going to
Get
be
it?
great.
Assembled?
Assembled. And
Get
then,
it?
and then
I
you're
got
like,
it.
what?
Hello, I'm Emmett.
Oh, God.
I'm just going to come right out. I have no idea what's going on at all.
Whoa.
My fellow master builders, including but
All
not
right
limited
with him.
to Superman, Wonder Woman, The Mermaid, Green Ninja, 1980-something
Oh, no.
Space Guy, Michelangelo, and the 2002 NBA All-Stars. We have learned that Lord Business plans to end the world as we know it.
Morgan?
There is yet one hope. The special has arisen.
I think I got it, but just in case,
Holy shit.
tell me the whole thing again. I wasn't listening.
Yeah, come on.
Oh, yeah. Look, they're all Lego people.
I'm freaking out!
I wonder if this is going to sell any toys.
Oh, you think?
Oh, yeah.
Relax, everybody.
Oh,
I'm here.
Aha, getting some money.
Awesome! Could you make one of these in orange?
I only work in black, and sometimes very, very dark gray.
Batman.
The Lego movie.
Wow.
Hey, pal, I hate to tell you this, but I don't think you're supposed to be here. Well, I guess I'm going to have to report you.
Hot Lego chick.
Yeah.
Somebody loses his mind.
Look, you can't stop.
Yeah.
Right. Will Ferrell.
Elizabeth
Will
Banks.
Arnett.
Ah, no, wait up!
Assembling 2014.
By the way, that song's not Aha.
Oh, what is? Oh, that's Take On Me.
Yeah, I know. Dude, it's not Take On Me.
They won't allow the band to
No.
do their own song.
That's a Pitbull song they were playing.
Oh, but it's from Aha.
He completely
He bit fucking.
He bit a lot of the song.
It's sampling to like the next.
It's fucking Aha's song.
Not
I thought they just kind of redid it.
Yeah, well, let
Oh,
Aha
my
have their
God.
fucking moment.
By the
No.
way, that movie looks terrible even for kids.
Unfortunately, I'm going to have to probably go because they don't make
man.
a lot of kids movies.
For kids, it's not that bad. I mean,
yeah, but I have to sit there. It's I can't drop my kid off. I have to sit through this stuff.
tell them to meet you outside when you're done.
Feel This Moment. Is that the name of this?
I'm from the dirty, but that Chico nice. Y'all call it a moment.
122 million views for the video.
Everything he does is a hit.
Popular? Oh, I know this song, of course.
Christina Aguilera.
The song was huge, and Pitbull is terrible.
Is he popular?
He's so popular.
What makes him terrible?
He's horrible.
I just wanna
The whole thing is aha. You can hear it in the background, even this part.
Wait, so...
No, I know the song.
Yeah.
Listen.
Holy shit.
Mr. Worldwide.
Christina Aguilera.
Yeah, Christina.
Pause.
Yeah, come on.
You know what's so bothersome about this is his fan base thinks he's a fucking genius because he came up with that riff. Most of his fucking audience has no idea that's an aha song.
They're going, this is really catchy.
Right. They're like, fuck, Pitbull knows what he's doing, yo.
He did it again.
That's what sucks, because I'm sure he never acknowledges that it's an aha thing, ever.
Aha.
Like, maybe a little, hey, man, just want to thank aha for giving me this great riff for my song, because I couldn't come up with an original riff myself.
It's not even a sample. That is taking the song.
Keep going.
That's the song.
It's throughout the rest of the song.
Oh, it's crazy.
He just raps about being awesome and being from Miami.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, I'm from Miami and have a lot of
But you
money.
take the aha riff out of it, it's a shitty song. And shitty lyrics.
It's like, just grab the catchiest part of one of the catchiest songs of the 80s
right,
and throw it in there.
It's subtle, but it's there. I would bet a lot of money that aha wishes they were in front of this crowd.
We're the tallest building in Tokyo. Long way from them hallways. It was O's and O's. They can't always real fat all day. Now, baby, we can party.
Here's the nonsense.
Baby, we can party.
Hey, why are they always singing about fucking partying? We're going to the party. Right? Parties are overrated.
But time is money. Only difference is I own it. Now let's stop time and enjoy this moment.
I wouldn't say this is bad. It's just...
No, it's a great, catchy pop song, but he completely ripped off aha without acknowledging it.
He put Christina Aguilera on the hook.
Right. Well, it should be her song. You know how I feel about that shit.
I know. Yeah, Christina Aguilera. Yeah, Pitbull. Here it comes.
You know, I gotta tell you. And it brings up another good point. Why you have to introduce the other singer? When Simon and Garfunkel did their thing,
oh my God,
Simon wasn't there like, yeah, Garfunkel's turn.
Yeah.
Come on,
Garfunkel.
Simon and Garfunkel was not exactly a party.
Paul Simon and Garfunkel.
And made him slicker than slick with the ruler.
People were like doing drugs and getting introspective to Simon and Garfunkel. They weren't shoving Molly up their ass.
This shit. He's babbling here just because the song wasn't long enough. So, all right, I'll put my babble in here, and then we'll get back to the cool part, which is she's got an amazing voice. Not a huge fan, but I can acknowledge that. And then you got the aha riff. That's the song.
She looks weird there, doesn't she?
Yeah, she's another one that fucked up her face and everything else.
She's also in her fat phase here.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Dude, I know we got fans in the studio here, but what Jenna Jameson did to her face, I was creeped out. I saw her on one of those entertainment shows last night. What the fuck did she do to herself?
I haven't seen it.
Hey, did he jump into a comic book fucking frame?
Yeah.
All right, so that's a direct rip-off of Aha's video.
He's like, fuck you, Aha.
But there's nowhere in this video where he acknowledges that he's completely ripping off the video, the song, everything. And his fan base, I'm telling you, they don't know where it came from.
He's brilliant.
But if you axed him,
if I axed Pitbull,
he would tell you it's just it's in reference to. It's a tip of the hat.
It's a homage.
Uh-oh.
Yeah? What happened?
We have a great rant going on right now, don't we?
What happened?
Kicking Pitbull's ass and telling him he sucks for not acknowledging aha.
Uh-oh.
Oh, boy. I gotta take a phone call.
Uh-oh.
Oh, boy.
Oh, really?
Doug in North Carolina. Go ahead, Doug.
Hey, boys.
Hey.
Oh, he's saying that's what we are.
There's a video online where Pitbull pulls the aha guy out on stage and he sings a little bit with him.
Oh.
I guess that's acknowledging.
Yep.
Huh? When you bring the singer out and the singer comes out and...
I think the fans really enjoy what we just are so wrong.
Yeah, Christina Aguilera and aha guy. Yeah. Pitbull.
All right, thanks, Doug. I think we found it.
He pulled out the aha guy like you let the retarded kid score a touchdown.
A touchdown.
Yeah.
Very good.
Well, let's see. Let's see
how good it is.
Oh, notice this version of the video, by the way, only has 420,000 views.
Yeah,
and it was the other one has 122 million.
It was at the Billboard Awards. It's
So
not exactly
I'm sure,
the
by the
VMAs.
way, they probably suggested it.
Oh, there she is.
If it's the Billboard Awards, they go, how about, look, we could get the aha guy come out.
Okay,
and he's
maybe.
like, who? He probably went, who?
Yeah, he probably didn't even know.
Because that song.
What's so funny?
Was this live singing?
No.
I wouldn't think so.
Although Christine is very good.
She's great.
And she could sing this
Nah,
live.
this is lip syncing.
This is all lip sync.
They don't want to take any chances anymore.
No.
And for some reason, we all decided to accept lip syncing.
It
For a
stinks.
while there, we did not.
It fucking stinks.
Las
here we
Vegas!
See, he's the fucking worst ever.
You don't like him?
He's terrible.
Oh. He looks stupid.
He's laughably bad.
Oh, his dancing is good.
Look at oh, what's he doing?
He dances like Bacchetti.
Dances like Bobo.
Yeah.
But he's like ridiculously successful.
It's amazing.
Reporting live from the tallest building in Tokyo.
Oh, I hate the fucking lip syncing.
He's lip syncing the rap.
Yeah. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna just fucking take the American Degenerate audio and go lip sync it on the road.
That'd be fun.
Ugh.
All right, good question coming in. How did he get famous from putting his voice on an already popular song? That's just accepted now.
Yeah, that's fine now. Because most people don't even know aha.
Because his participation in the song is average at best. Gives a fuck what he's rapping about.
This fake shit.
She knows how to lip sync. She does a little dynamic with the microphone.
Notice how they give the aha guy the last 20 seconds of the song. He's still not on stage.
They didn't say his name. Y'all welcome this motherfucker.
Right.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Is he coming out now?
How much longer in the song? Look, the song's almost over.
And we're listening to this song twice. Wow. There's people digging this song, though.
Yes. There's 12 people in the front row.
Oh, here he comes. Aha guy! Doesn't even know his name.
They're showing the video in the background.
Is that him?
Fucking guy looks all right.
Why does he still look good? That song is a million years
That's
ago.
30 years old, this song.
Just fucking lip syncing.
Lip sync.
He's lip syncing to a track from like 1980.
Yeah. He could not hit this note now. I don't know.
Why does he look like he hasn't aged a fucking day, though? It's creepy as shit. Maybe the glasses are covering up a world of hurt.
Why am I angry that
That's
they're
it.
lip syncing?
That was it. That's all Pitbull gave him.
I told you. It's a retarded kid scoring a touchdown.
The guy still looks fucking like I'm amazed at that.
He's got to be at least
Jesus.
35?
Yeah, probably. Perhaps more than that, Jim.
Did you
Take On Me had to come out in, I'm going to guess, like, really...
86?
What? I'm going to go earlier.
Let me think. Yes, you're right. 84.
No, 83.
83.
I want to say 82-ish.
Wow.
No way. It was old by then.
84.
84.
All right.
And,
Here we go.
Well, wait.
So this song,
what?
that song is almost 30 years old.
It was recorded in 84, came out in 85.
Shut up.
No. You know what they did to Pitbull a couple years ago when he did a Walmart promotion? Did you hear about that?
No. What did they do to him?
They did a promotion where
Pitbull.
In Walmart, it said, whoever likes the Walmart Facebook page for your town the most, will send Pitbull there. So all Pitbull fans like your local Walmart.
Ew.
So the internet found out about this.
Uh-huh.
And they encouraged everybody, like on Reddit and all these spots, I don't remember exactly who started it,
Oh, no.
to
I know exactly
find the
what they did.
smallest town in Alaska.
Right. and load up on the boats. Did he go to Alaska?
I believe that the Walmart in Alaska had more likes than the population of the town.
Yeah.
Did he have to go, though?
And he went.
Oh, good for him.
Wow.
And he went.
Good for him for playing it out.
That's right. It was Kodiak.
Kodiak,
It was
Alaska.
Kodiak, Alaska.
How
and it's
funny that people
cold.
thought to do that.
I know, right?
pretty funny.
Some funny
Brilliant.
people out there.
And it started a hashtag, Exile Pitbull.
Exile.
And so they sent him to Kodiak.
He's going to be a bust soon, right?
Pitbull?
Has he been around for a while?
He's been around for a while.
He's been around. He gets commercials and everything.
Yeah.
Can we?
Here's the
Yes.
There is a giant Kodiak bear behind him.
All these fucking Eskimos.
He cannot be happy about this.
And he did like a little show in the parking lot.
And how many people were there?
Not like
Not many.
hundreds, Yeah.
Yeah, because they really didn't care if he came there.
Alaskan chicks love blubbering up.
I said blubber.
They love blubbering up for the winter.
They love
The long
eating blubber
winters.
and they like looking like it.
Man.
Look at it.
Hey,
Wow.
look. Hey, it doesn't look that cold.
Oh, that's sad. He was hoping for like some ridiculous crowd.
Dude,
Tens
he's
of
hoping for like
thousands.
fucking the Walmart in Detroit.
Right.
That
Chicago.
can't be. That's 500 people tops. And look, it's a wide open field. He was dreaming of that whole field to be packed.
Look at the open seats in the front row.
Oh,
Yeah.
they're folding chairs on grass.
Yeah, that's Alaska.
Oh, we gotta
Yeah.
eat. Why don't we? Can we play? Aha, please?
Oh no, the original?
What's wrong with it?
I don't know. Just heard it twice.
And it is it's a little dated. Pitbull did kind of
That's all right.
modernize it up a little
We
bit.
can handle this.
Christina.
We'll be back with Jocktober. Scott and Todd Day next.
It was a teenage wedding and the old folks wished him well. You could see that Pierre did.
Not a fan.
What?
Chuck Berry, not a fan. Never was.
And now the young monsieur.
You like the Chuck
Couple
Berry?
songs.
Well, when I hear this, of course, think of the twist competition there
Sure.
at Jackrabbit Slim's. John
Pulp Fiction.
Travolta, Uma Thurman, shaking it up.
Yeah. I like this song.
Chuck Berry's still alive.
Wow. 5 shits and he's still alive. Oh, does he love being shit on?
Well,
Laying under that table and having a girl take a dump on it.
What do you say? Oh, I was going to say, what do you say? Is he on the channel here?
now,
Yeah.
I think that would be cool to check out.
What?
The glass table thing.
Oh, Opie.
Hold on, though.
Well, enough said. Oh.
Hold on, though. I don't understand how you would get turned on by that.
Yeah, it would be
I would
funny.
definitely check it out and go, wow, that's pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
I think there'd be some funny in there, some holy shit in there.
Little fucking biology anatomy lesson.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But then to like get hard over that or whatever, get the fuck out
Yeah,
of here.
but it shocks
way.
you, believe me. When you look down and you notice a tenting erection.
Oh, boy.
Nah. But I would definitely, I would giggle like an idiot. Would you giggle or would you be like, oh, fuck, that's hard?
I'd be giggling.
You would, right?
I'd have to laugh.
I think so.
Well, Chuck Berry, why is he
87 today?
87 years young.
I wish we could do an event where we hire a woman to shit on glass.
Oh, that'd be
You can't
great.
do it, but it would be funny to see the reactions.
It really would be.
Well, we could just do it at your apartment. And then we could come back
There you go.
and just talk about it.
I don't want to do it in my apartment.
Yeah, that would stink.
3 of us in my apartment with one
Just get a hotel room.
Well,
yeah, hotel.
I got kids. I can't have it in my apartment.
Yeah, but you have a big apartment. They could be in the other half.
They can't just be in another room.
Yeah.
Checking out a girl shitting as we're under a glass
Hey,
table.
stay in there. We're still busy. Or just rent a hotel room or something.
We should do it, though, and then come back and talk about it. It'd be hilarious.
It would be phenomenal.
See, just because this place doesn't allow us to do what we know we can do
That's
very
true.
well,
You wouldn't do it?
no, we should start doing some of this stuff outside the studio. We could certainly tape some audio and then bring it onto the show.
Seedy hotel room.
Seedy hotel room.
And you tell her what it's for.
Yes.
And
Dude,
you have to
we
get a
could-
couple in case one can't perform.
We could get a few of the listeners. They'll do it for us.
Yeah.
We
You are a
should do
professional,
this.
though, don't you?
Yeah, you want someone who understands a log consistency.
Yeah. Right.
That would be funny if
It's all about the recipe leading
I
up to the event.
I'm sure it could be horrible. We should do it though.
I say we start doing some of these things that obviously we can't do here.
I don't know. We can't
Somewhere
plan
else.
a bus trip. We're not going to go and lay under a table while somebody shits on it.
Oh, that's true.
So unrealistic of us to say that.
I swear to you, we would have been able to do this at NEW.
Oh, yeah. We would have.
In NEW.
Yeah,
We would have
Oh,
just
right
done
in the
it.
studio, no problem.
Wait, where was Ken Stevens? He's away in fucking D.C. or Chicago or some other fucking place.
I'm having a really good time at the radio show lately, but I have to say I never thought that we would not be able to do so many things that we used to do on regular radio.
I know. Oh, my God.
That's the one thing I still can't believe.
Regular radio. When I hear some of the events that we used to do, and then you hear us hedging around the language,
but that was I didn't mind
like,
that.
I didn't mind it either
because I knew we were getting away with something. So it was like, look what we're doing.
But it amazes me because I listen to it, and then I hear us hedging around some language, and I'm like, oh my God, this was regular radio.
Yeah.
And that freaks me out because the event itself is worse than anything we could have possibly said.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
By the way, a little fun fact about Chuck Berry.
Love fun facts.
Never would have been famous at all if not for some impromptu phone call from his cousin Marvin Berry.
Really?
Yes. It never would have never would have been famous. But yeah, his cousin Marvin called him and asked him or told him, you know, hey, listen to this. Is this the new sound you looking for?
I like this one.
Oh, I always thought he was ahead of his time. But the kids,
absolutely.
The kids loved it.
The kids will love it, right? No.
Keith Richards and those guys always want to jam with him.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? Maybe they like shit on the table too.
Everyone.
What do you mean? Why? The Beatles and the Stones, they all got some knowledge from Chuck Berry.
Those guys all pay homage to Chuck Berry.
Absolutely,
all
they
of them
do.
They rip them off.
No, I don't know if they ripped them
early
off.
Beatles, yes, absolutely.
Yeah, they played similar.
Absolutely, there's a lot of Chuck Berry riffs in there. Definitely.
Is Bo Diddley alive?
I think we lost the Bo. Love you, miss Bo.
Did we?
Love you, miss you.
Can we check on that to see if he's alive?
She was in the movie 10, by the way.
Who?
Bo Diddley.
And for the old timers that listen to us, I know they're out there.
Yeah.
Marianne from Gilligan's Island.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
75.
Wow. 75?
75 today.
What happened?
What does she look like these days?
Oh,
she was the cute one on Gilligan's Island.
What happened to Shinshur?
Yeah, where's Ginger?
Where's Shinshur?
Oh, we used to.
She always tried to remain glamorous
I know.
after Gilligan's Island.
Tina Louise.
Tina Louise. Look at her in her little shorts. Go first. Wait.
Wow, those shorts.
Go there.
Those shorts have come back.
Go right there. Yeah, let me see.
Well, the ladies love wearing those type of shorts now.
She looks damn good right there.
Fuck yeah. See, that's an ass that you can handle.
That looks nice.
And then look at the bathing suit.
Oh, man.
No, the yellow one.
What a terrible show
right there,
that
the
was.
group shot with stupid
Horrid,
Gilligan.
Stupid show.
Fucking laugh track with weak lines.
Like Gilligan's trying to hold his heart on in that picture.
Wow, Ginger was fucking hot.
Yeah.
That's Marianne.
Marianne.
No, I know. Where the group shot. That, just click on the group. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Shinshur.
Damn.
You're saying it wrong.
We don't have a current picture of Marianne.
Maybe. All grown up. Click and see.
All grown up.
Oh, let's see.
All grown up.
That's not her.
Oh, man, come on.
What happened to the all grown up?
Where are they now? Oh, man.
Oh, boy.
Ain't got shit.
Yeah.
I bet she's old.
Let's see what happens.
Just go. Oh, well, okay. You know what, though?
Fine there.
You know what, though? That's... For a woman of her advanced years.
She was 69 at the time? Well, now you got to add 6 more into that.
She looks great there, though. For 69, that's fucking
Looks like a refined woman.
Yeah.
She looks right.
Oh, for 69, she's tremendous.
She could sit there at a Comic-Con and not be abused.
She was busted with weed in her car in 2007.
That's what I'm talking about.
Leave Marianne alone.
Nice.
Little weed. Who cares?
Her and Bob Denver probably used to smoke it. He was a big pothead, right? Didn't he just die?
I don't know.
Bob Denver?
I think he did. He was.
I think he's gone.
And how about look up Shinshur? Let's see what happened to her.
Shinshur.
That's how you say her name.
Is it?
Shinshur.
Shinshur.
I always thought the professor was very funny. Professor made me laugh.
Whoa.
Oh my God. No.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Somebody had a rough transition.
That head of hair got a little wispy.
But that's not as bad looking as it could be. The head, you know what it is? None of it's on her fucking forehead anymore. So she now looks like she's shocked. She looks like she's watching a hanging.
Oh, boy.
Kind of tranny-ish.
70. How old is she?
74 in this photo.
I was all about Marianne, though. And, of course, there's that question, Marianne or Ginger, and I think that does tell a lot.
Yeah, I say Mrs. Howell.
No one. Yeah. I wanted Mrs. Howell.
I wanted to jerk off with her shoes in my face.
I'm a cuckold lover.
Have sex with some of the natives.
Hey, island natives.
What was his name again? Ted, the dude in there.
Sheckler?
Jim Backus?
Jim Backus, right.
Jim Backus.
Yeah, I liked him in Gilligan's Island.
But that was just an atrocious show.
It was so stupid.
I don't know. When we were growing up, I didn't mind it.
Well,
Again,
yeah,
Sherwood Schwartz would just put out Drek.
More laugh track garbage by Sherwood Schwartz.
The Brady Bunch.
Any clips of Gilligan's Island on YouTube we could just...
I'm sure.
Let's watch one. Come on. Let's get a nice laugh going.
Yeah, man. You don't have to laugh.
The golden years of TV. Let's have a nice laugh.
There it is.
Touch me.
Which one you want? Give us some choices.
Give us some options. What can we watch here?
Need some choices here.
Yeah, let's have a good one.
Gilligan's Island.
The laugh track
Not the whole
was
episode, just
awful.
a scene.
Come on,
we can't
Sam.
do whole episodes.
Yeah.
We just want a good
funny scene from Gilligan's Island.
Yeah, what's our options?
Oh, do you want to see...
The one with the Russian fucking U-boat?
Sexual healing maybe could be good.
It's just a montage.
What?
Oh, here, this is going to... Oh, it's an hour and a half long.
Jesus Christ.
come on,
was
let's
that
go.
the dumb movies that came out? Rescue from Gilligan's Island, remember that?
They really try to keep it
Did
going.
they get off?
Oh, yeah, they did. But then at the end, they all got shipwrecked again.
Why wouldn't they?
And they were all old in their costumes.
Is anyone going to?
Costumes.
Is anyone going to be mad that I spoiled Rescue from Gilligan's Island?
All right,
I
here
didn't
we go.
see it. It's DVR'd.
We got a great scene here, starring Ginger.
Okay, Marianne, it's agreed. We'll pool our ideas and we'll split the $1 million. Oh, and I have a wonderful idea for Mr. Howell's rescue. Oh, so have I. Well, what's yours? What's yours? You go first.
Why would you laugh there?
Big, noisy musical comedy show, and I'll wear one of those skimpy little costumes, and that's sure to attract any airline pilot that's passing overhead. You're kidding. They fly at 20,000 feet. Well, so what? When it comes to girls in skimpy costumes, airline pilots have a radar. I think it's silly.
Where's the laugh?
Why?
Besides, listen to my idea. We'll catch some fish, we'll write messages on their side with waterproof paint, and then we'll release them. Well, some fisherman somewhere is bound to catch one of them, and the messages will get back to
Waterproof
civilization.
paint.
Good
Well,
idea.
that silly idea is the only one who will get those messages of the other fish. I think your idea is for the birds. I think we better work on our ideas separately. Well, that suits me fine. Skimpy costumes with airline pilot fish.
That show fucking stunk.
That was a prime example of the shit that was Gilligan's Island.
Oh, Sherwood Schwartz is a fucking creep.
It's criminal that he made money on that.
He made a lot of money.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
They didn't. Poor people.
You don't think they had syndication money?
No.
The Professor and Marianne.
Marianne. Did you get your Louis C.K. check?
A new one?
Yeah, 29 fucking bucks.
29 bucks this time.
29 bucks.
Yeah, I still get Lucky Louie checks for like $1.12.
Do you?
When it gets like sold in like overseas video,
Yeah.
there's always some weird,
Yeah, I love seeing why we're getting paid. Like it's.
I know.
The
Yeah,
episode
yeah,
just
yeah.
was shown in Sweden or something.
Yeah, it's like always some faraway land.
I haven't checked my mail in a couple of weeks. I only check my mail once a month.
Yeah.
Truth.
Like the super terrific happy. What was it? Super terrific happy hour.
Yes.
It was Jerry. Of course, Jerry Seinfeld. He would get checks because he was in the opening to that show.
Sick.
Yeah.
It's Jocktober.
Oh, yeah.
A celebration of all things shitty in radio.
It's not very nice.
Fantastic failures of pontificating proportions.
That's so bad. Wow.
An interactive exploration of what makes radio rancid. Jocktober.
Yeah.
OMG. Holes, bits, and stunt boys. It's time for Jocktober.
I want to see the boat movie.
Ah.
Scott and Todd Fridays. That's right.
I want to see the boat movie.
I want to see the boat movie.
It's Scott and Todd Friday. How great is that?
You bet it is.
I want to see the boat movie.
I want to see the boat movie. I want to see the boat movie.
I have a tree on my house.
I got a tree on my house.
I got a tree on my house.
I got a tree on my house.
I want to see the boat movie.
I want to see the boat movie.
I got boats and trees in my yard.
Oof. He never said that.
It's Jocktober's over. Stupid chip.
No, it's not over.
No, that's the over music.
That's the out. Yeah, it's Scott and Todd Fridays.
I love it.
Very excited.
And I'm hearing maybe a potential for another catchphrase.
I heard a couple on this when I was doing it that I thought could be, but I don't want to get expectations. I would rather just enjoy it for what it is.
Let it happen organically.
Exactly.
Right or wrong.
Either way, we're going to have a blast today.
Attaboy, Sam.
Right.
Well, Scott and Todd Fridays. Now, who's a fan of Jocktober, by the way? Rob Bartlett writing me at like 4:30 in the morning.
He's right there up on the Imus show.
Well, he should know that they're going to be featured on it soon.
Oh, yeah, tell him to tune in.
Let's do it, man. That'd be great. Give him a good beating.
We're doing a bit. Apparently, this guy's cheating on his wife, and we're going to try to send him some roses because he's stupid. Yeah.
That Imus is fucking uncanny.
Oh, thank you, Jimmy.
By the way, off the subject for 2 seconds, I was watching videos. I have a bunch of our old videos I'm watching and putting some onto tape for myself, onto digital, and watching Patrice with fucking intern David.
Oh, that fucking line you tweeted.
I twittered that, and it was fucking...
Oh, yeah.
How Jewish David was. He still has pyramid brick dust on his fingers.
He's so Jewish.
Oh, my fucking God, did I laugh.
Pyramid brick dust. Fucking Patrice,
what
man.
a funny thing to improv.
Oh, is that funny?
He was amazing.
But what a great reference for a Jewish guy, too. Like,
amazing.
So different than any easy, cheap reference that somebody would go for.
Yeah.
Pyramid brick dust.
And he was just fucking, it was just effortless.
And his delivery, it was just fucking...
Before we get into Jocktober, I got a very important phone call I got to take. Hold on a second.
Oh. Don't do it.
Really?
What?
Don't do it.
Yeah, this is...
I knew it!
Oh, God damn it.
I'm not... How you doing, guys? Right,
What do you got? What are you calling for? What's on your mind?
I was saying the idea that me and college should be a super team.
For fucking what? For what?
Oh, no.
No, it was all over Twitter.
Who gives a fuck? This isn't Twitter? Like, you just called a live radio show to say that?
Wait, what?
Oh, no.
Wait, I don't even understand what you're saying, Bobo. What's up?
There's a lot of tweets between me and Colin.
Saying what?
Oh, my God.
About me and Colin being a super team.
Oh, no.
Okay, then what? Then what happens?
I guess they just happened.
You know, does your self-centeredness know no bounds? We're doing like Jocktober, and if you were calling to have a Jocktober idea, but like, what in your mind?
This is the only reason why I take
would say to you, "Hey, let me interrupt the
him.
radio show with this horse shit."
I don't understand. Explain why you're calling again.
What?
Maybe we'll give you a chance here. I don't really understand why you're calling. You're calling why, Bobo? Go ahead, please. Explain it. Explain it. What's going on?
No, I would say that me and Colin should be like a duo.
What does that mean?
I guess just a duo of the two guests.
Yeah, it's important to call up with.
Yeah.
That's really important. So now you said that. Now where do we go with it? Ball's in your court.
Yeah, I guess it happened. I don't know. I guess I'm not sure.
You understand? I think, is it dawning on you what a monumental waste of time this phone call was?
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Right. Also, I haven't listened in a few days.
That's irrelevant to us. We don't care. There are things you can just think or tell a friend. You don't have to tell the entire listening audience. Sometimes you have a thought. Me and Colin will make a good team, and it's on Twitter, and that's where it belongs. I will say I look forward to your radio show phone calls the exact same, you and Colin. Well, you know, me and Bobo.
Is Colin encouraging this, Bobo?
Yeah.
And so what does he want from us?
I don't know what he wants.
Oh, my God.
Maybe this one needed a little more fleshing out, Bobo?
Yeah. You didn't think this through, did you?
No, right.
No, right.
Right, but I've kind of been in a pissed off mood. The charger for my XM.
Right, your dumb charger for your XM radio. The window repair guys stole it.
Yeah.
Again, what is that? What relevance does that have to this live radio show? If we were just shooting the shit and talking about the receivers and you called up, I'd be like, wow, bravo, good phone call. Timely, fit what we're talking about.
We were going into Jocktober.
We're doing Jocktober. I'm talking about Patrice, and you call up and go, me and Colin would make a good team. My fucking plug got stolen.
A super team, not just a team.
Right.
Somebody stole my plug. It's valueless. My Selsun Blue tipped over. Do you understand how idiotic that is?
Bobo?
Yeah.
Comment?
Yeah.
My Captain Crunch box was empty. These all have the same fucking value as what you said.
And Jimmy's your hero, so this is going to be tough to listen to.
He knows I'm right.
I just don't understand why you haven't gotten a chance to listen to the show.
Oh, no. You motherfucker.
And you already know why.
There you go. Absolutely.
He's on to you.
He already knows why.
Sorry, well,
all right, so I guess...
At least you got the literal response in.
Yeah.
So I guess you want to call to promote you and Colin as a super team. All right, great.
Cool. How much more time would you like us to devote to this? Up to you. You run the show.
All right, should I pick bets on the call?
No, not at all. No. Talk as long as you see fit. Wherever you want to go. We're just fodder for your fucking mindless fucking meanderings in your head.
Yeah, Bobo, you called. Come on.
You called. What do you got?
Go ahead. What do you got? Go ahead.
Ball's in your court.
Bobo, you're on the air. Go.
Go ahead right now.
Well, it was a good thought, though.
Yeah, absolutely. My plug's missing. I think it was a window guy. It's very important to stay in the middle of Jocktober.
Do you have any pets, Bobo?
Oh, jeez.
No, I'm on to you on that one, too.
Oh, he's on to you.
All right, you prove it then. What am I trying to make you say?
No, you're just trying to ask me about my dogs again.
What about them?
No, but you already know. You already know them. I've said this a million times.
Yeah. All right, Bobo. I think this was another terrific phone call.
If you have the wherewithal...
I think we're going to put this on our next podcast,
Wow.
actually.
Yeah.
You have a good day.
What? He's just moaning and mumbling.
He hung up.
Good. You have to, sometimes the way to help a friend is to show them the error of their ways.
You didn't like his call?
It was absolutely a waste for everyone involved. If he was called up to go, I heard some Scott and Todd, and they said, I would say that's a relevant phone call.
What? I thought that it was
Jocktober. Me and Colin would make a good Twitter team. What are you talking about?
I thought it was a perfect time to take that phone call. I thought it was perfect. I love it. How it annoys you. Scott and Todd Fridays. This Jocktober, we start with Scott trying to throw to the weather.
Yeah. You know, they got Joe Nolan in there.
Ugh.
He does the weather on ABC locally in New York.
Kind of.
And then
I don't think he's a full-timer anymore.
Oh, no?
I think.
That's too bad.
If I know my local weatherman.
And then he also does Scott and Todd. However, when there is no... When for some reason throwing to Joe Nolan doesn't work...
Oh, boy.
Scott has no clue.
Oh, he's in a spot?
Yeah, he has a... This is...
He can't work his way out of a tough situation?
I would call this, if Todd enjoyed awkwardness like Ron does, this would be a Blueberries moment. You could get it for... There's a...
Really?
Wow.
All right.
A second of the Blueberry moment.
Standalone fruit?
Yeah.
All right. Let's hear this.
Scott and Todd in the morning, coming up 8:45 this morning. Brand new album from Gavin DeGraw. He will be here to unveil it and tell you all about it. Nice. But right now, Bill Evans tells us all about the forecast. Yep, and took off on me.
Mostly cloudy day today with a few breaks of sun. And a nice 68.
Well, I know what happened there. Todd saved his ass.
Yes. It took off.
Obviously,
on me.
the guy does his stupid weather on tape. They want you to think he's there the whole fucking morning.
Of course.
He pushed the fucking button. It didn't work. That happens with us here.
Yeah.
And then he completely panics, and he has the forecast in front of him, and he's not smart enough to go, well, I better do the forecast. But Todd,
I better do it.
But Todd realizes, fuck, all right, I got to save the old man, and he starts doing the weather.
More
rain today.
More fake radio. They can't just acknowledge the guy's not there.
Right.
It took off on me.
There, took off on me.
What took off on you?
The tree.
I want to do that type of radio.
Yeah.
Easy.
Quick intro, and you push a button for weather.
A lot of music beds.
How easy would that be?
A lot of music beds.
And then if it doesn't work, you just get to sit there and talk gibberish. It took off on me.
Well, I'll be able to handle it if it doesn't work.
You think so?
That would be the toughest part of the whole job.
Yeah.
The gang does some Banksy material.
Keep it topical.
Love the Banksy.
Banksy.
Now the city's trying to say that they're not going after Banksy, by the way.
Oh, good.
Because that became a whole thing yesterday, because Bloomberg doesn't understand Banksy's art.
Did it?
But says he's an art fan.
Uh-huh.
Wow, Banksy, did you see the thing in the paper? They fucking tackled that vandal, and it looks like the vandal from the other day. I might be wrong.
What do you mean, the vandal?
The Asian guy?
Yep. This guy that they tackled.
Wait, from the other day, I don't know.
Remember, there's a video of the guy defacing the Banksy?
Uh-huh.
Walking away.
Oh, right, okay, yes.
This looks like the same guy.
Damn.
It might be wrong, though. Maybe I'm just thinking because it's a hoodie or an outfit.
Yeah, Travis is just saying it's a different guy.
Oh, it is. Okay.
So
while these people were looking, this guy came up to do it?
Yeah. Because you got to be the first one. So, but the Banksy fans were around there already, so they humiliated the guy.
They did, right?
Yes. Look at the pictures in the paper.
They just threw him on the ground?
They threw him on the ground and then just started snapping pictures. There's no video of it, is there?
What a cunt.
That's how they fight.
That annoys me, though. Like that, he sees people enjoying it, and fucking little baby boy has to go put his name up.
Make it all about himself.
Oh, this fucking assholes.
Much like Bobo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is exactly what that is. All those graffiti artists, those jealous babies.
They are jealous.
You're like Bobos. I did it right on it, kid. He's better than you. Sorry.
Yeah.
Banksy is a better artist than you.
Yeah.
He's made a name for himself. You have not managed to do that. Sorry. Got to write over everybody's shit.
You know,
fucking hate them.
And there's a person on staff that went to one of the Banksies. Troy Kwan.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah, let's get him in here.
Yeah, we got to do Jocktober at the moment.
I want to ask Troy.
But this is like a hot topic.
Yeah, it
like
is,
Banksy
I would
in
like
New York
to hear,
City,
you know.
and one of our guys actually went there and got a picture in front of one of the Banksies.
Let's get the info right from the horse's ass.
And it's the one that was defaced, but the building owner put it back together.
Yeah, we'll see it from the photo. Yeah, we'll see it from the photo.
Oh.
But
fucking
like to talk
and
to
while
Troy.
they're looking at that, this cunt walked up with a spray can.
Yeah, so they humiliated him.
Good.
Yeah, so we're good with the photo.
All right, well,
and also
look, we just did some Banksy material. We did pretty good.
It is.
Little update.
What?
WPLJ 95.5, the home of Scott and Todd, does not have a Facebook page up.
Oh, damn it.
Boy.
No,
But they have so much fun, like favoriting our tweets about them.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the Scott
I guess
and Todd
this part
Facebook
of it
page.
isn't fun, huh, guys? Well, we did Banksy material. Well, the gang over there does Banksy material, and Scott is not on the same page as everyone else.
No.
What a surprise!
Why?
Yesterday, elusive graffiti artist Banksy posted his 15th piece of art. He's the guy using New York City as his canvas. Yesterday's was a tribute to the Twin Towers. It's down in Tribeca. It's probably been painted over by now, but if you want to follow his work, there are only two ways. He's on Instagram or his website, BanksyNY.com. If you are one of the 26,000 people like Monk who are following him on Twitter, you've been had. You've been had. That ain't him.
It's not him. I got to unfollow him.
At first, I thought they were talking about that guy who used to work here.
Yeah, no, he's not an artist.
Brad Blanks. No. Blanksy, because that's what all his Australian friends would call him. But it's not him.
Oh, my God.
What a worthless non-contributor.
I thought they were talking about Blanksy.
His Australian friends will call him.
Man, I thought it was Blanksy.
What a dope.
That fucking Bobo phone call made me ornery.
Wow.
It was supposed to, though.
Damn.
I did that for pure entertainment. It wasn't supposed to really hurt you.
I'm calling. Did you see me in college? Should be a super team.
And then that asshole graffiti really annoyed me. While they're looking.
I picked my spots with the Bobo calls. I think I picked it perfectly today.
You'd be a super team.
A super team.
Where does that go, Bobo? I don't know. Right.
So what happened there? Scott was trying to be relatable there or something.
Yeah, he thought they were talking about Blanksy.
Who the fuck's Blanksy?
Well, I used to work there.
No one knows.
No one knows him, though.
No one knows. No
I know
one
we
cares.
do some inside shit, but...
No one knows. No one cares.
No one.
Guy's bloody rich from radio, too.
Oh,
this
yeah,
guy's
true.
bloody rich. Dead Star in the Envelope is over. What does that mean?
They do a game called Dead Star in the Envelope where they have a guy's name or a person's name who's dead, and it's in an envelope. And then the callers call in and guess who the person is.
Oh.
That hit the cutting room floor.
Like that.
Yeah.
So, Dead Star in the Envelope is over. Scott thinks the Dead Star is the winner.
Yeah.
What?
Well, you know, somebody calls in.
because they have contestants.
Yeah, somebody calls in and
I
they
want to hear
guess.
the whole bit now.
It was long, dude. It was just...
God.
How does the bit go?
You had the name in the envelope.
So, like who would be...
This week it was George Steinbrenner. Yeah.
And then thought George Steinbrenner won the contest?
And he goes, the winner was George Steinbrenner.
Oh, wow. He's gone.
And then Todd goes, no, he was the name in the envelope.
Oh, shit.
Wait, so, okay, I want to understand this.
So
at least this is an original bit. So there's a celebrity that's now dead in an envelope, and what? They kind of ask...
They start asking questions to start the game and say, well, is he a movie star? Is it a guy?
Okay,
is
all
it
that
a
shit.
girl?
And then the callers try to figure out who it is.
Each get one
and you finally
question,
get a winner. Okay, so they reveal it's George Steinbrenner.
Yeah.
Just trying to set this up better. And then Scott does what he does best.
Big show on your radio. If you're looking for Dead Star in the Envelope, it's over. And the winner was George Steinbrenner.
Well,
he was in the envelope.
He really win.
Well,
he's dead.
He was in the winning envelope.
Yeah.
Put it that way.
That's true.
Oh, God.
He was in the winning envelope.
There's only one envelope.
Didn't he know? We think he was just saying that like the winner is George
No,
He worded it wrong. He should
They
have
all
said that.
all of them on the show, you could tell they all hate him so much, they won't let him get not 1 inch will they give him.
No.
The
They're like,
minute he says
no.
anything,
He's
they
the
go,
guy in the envelope. No.
Fucking idiot.
Oh, boy.
He is an idiot, but a lot of them have a gig because of him, and that fucking Todd Pettengill annoys me more than he does.
Do you like his voice?
No,
At least it's funny, right?
It's a fake fucking voice, and to me, he's just the fact that he just borrowed that Jerky Boy thing as his own makes me sick. Something so iconic,
Right.
Such a famous my shoes. Who doesn't know that that's the Jerky Boy?
And it's not even something where you could say, well, that's might be just parallel thinking. He's blatantly biting it and fucking, I don't know. Scott's just a doddering old fool.
Jesus, tremendously bad.
Very good news. This next track.
Oh, I thought one of their names was in the envelope.
Scott talks about a car being made on a 3D printer. He is placed directly on the... anyone?
What do we think?
There
it is, I have not seen one of these yet, but some engineers in Canada have come up with an idea, Todd, that you can actually build a car with a 3D printer.
By the way, could you pause for a second? He says Todd's name because he looks over. Now, this is radio. You can't see, but imagine, if you will, Scott goes into this, but launches into this great break. Todd is not even... Todd has his face buried in a newspaper, paying no attention to Scott and his dumb story. He then has to say, Todd! Like saying, hey, look at me.
Todd's verbal language is telling Scott, let me know when you're done with your bullshit so I can do the show.
Exactly.
So I could do my horrible fucking phone scam.
E-Rock, you got to take on this?
You are right.
Yeah.
But also, he does the name cue because sometimes they're still out in the hallway outside the studio.
No, they're not even in the studio.
Because he stays in there the entire time, almost.
Yeah, Todd.
So he'll say their name so that they're in the hallway. Oh, he's calling for me. I got to go back in.
So he'll start so Scott will start the break, and Todd hasn't even bothered to rejoin the show yet.
Right.
Oh, pay no mind.
Total pay no mind, yeah.
3D printer. You heard about that?
You can what?
Have a car, build a car.
Out of a printer.
Yeah. It's that same one time, remember that story where guys were using printers to make guns? It's the same thing. It's not a printer like an HP that you got in your house.
No.
But they've already made a prototype. Yeah. They call the car Urbee, Urbee. And they're going to drive one of these cars from New York to San Francisco.
A printer car?
Yeah. It seats 2 people, runs on 3 wheels, and they say they can do the whole trip for 10 gallons of gas.
Oh.
That's not electric either. It works out to about 290 miles a gallon.
Wow.
Relegated to the pay no mind list.
So
on 3 wheels.
Pay no mind. Item number 1, Scott Shannon.
So he's down to just reading news stories.
Yep. Well, Todd sits there. He gives Todd setups, and Todd's big punchline is...
and Todd didn't feel like playing at that
he doesn't like
moment.
No, he doesn't like it.
They're gonna print a car, not electric.
Nah.
By the way, that was interesting what Scott was talking about, because it's like cutting edge technology. He's probably right. Yeah. And that fucking frosted haired twat sitting next to him. Live read time. I'm going to talk about Steven Singer. That fucking frosted-haired zilch sitting there probably trying to think how to shoehorn cornball lyrics.
Yes.
What does he think? He's this young, fucking, hip, hilarious guy?
Yeah.
Scott is a doddering nothing. Believe me, he's shit. But I'm starting to like him a lot more, because at least he's just up there babbling and trying to do a current news story.
Well, we don't know the inner workings either.
I'm sure he's a horrible cunt, but I'm just saying from what I can hear.
A real fucking...
He's going to be inspired by that. In my printed car, I am driving across the country.
Yeah.
Go shoehorn.
Printed like a piece of paper, got a girl, I think, we'll see where we'll go.
My printed car.
Wow, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I
got a new song, Parody.
Who farted, first of all?
Not me. Oh, Jimmy's laughing.
Dude, it's horrendous.
I didn't
I
get
had Mexican yesterday.
How do you not smell this one?
It must be the air currents pushed it that way.
Here.
I had Mexican food. Sorry.
What are you pushing out today?
A little Mexican food.
Oh, no.
But you're not pushing out any fear or...
No, I'm not scared.
Or anxiety? Nothing?
No, that was what happens is when I eat Mexican food, cheese and onions line my colon, and then they kind of like, it's like when gas goes through, they all high-five it like a football player running through that thing of football players.
Oh, right,
so it picks up a lot of stink.
What did you have? What kind of tacos?
I had the tuna tacos, because they didn't have...
Tuna tacos. That's like a pussy.
That's right.
It was the lady who brought in the tacos.
She was cool. Those tacos were really good.
I had 3 with those small, soft tacos. I don't like the hard shells.
Well, how about she fucking makes bigger tacos?
I didn't mind 3 small ones were good. And I had...
Stop babying your tacos. Let's get the fucking tacos out
I know,
of the back.
those are tiny little fucking tacos.
They were tiny, but delicious.
Very good.
But I like spends all day preparing.
Like taco sliders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm thinking of that dumb thing, too.
The gang talks about a concert put on for do-gooders. What's that mean?
First of all, somebody just sent me a photo.
Yeah.
Of Todd Pettengill's Pay No Mind list.
Okay.
Number 1, Scott Shannon.
Very good.
Number 2, ownership of comedy concepts.
Very good.
Number 3, acting lessons.
Nice.
Good. Number 4, speaking in your real voice.
Yes.
And number 5, natural hair coloring.
Those are all on Todd's Pay No Mind list.
Yes.
Oh, that fucking...
That frosted hair thing is a little rough.
It is weird.
That's very mysterious. That's some mysterious shit.
You think that's mysterious?
I gotta look younger because the kids are listening.
So basically,
when you start fucking, when it's a frosted, a light frosting, that's mysterious shit.
Hey, Rock, have you frosted your hair of late?
Of late, no.
I don't think
should.
Have you ever frosted it though?
Oh, he frosted it.
he has.
In the early days.
Oh, he was
In
frosting.
the early days, yes, but then I just
let's
the whole thing.
Let's get inside the mind of someone who loves frosting.
Yes, and let's do that via bullet.
He does love frosting on his head and in it.
What? When I said it subtly, it wasn't funny.
I didn't hear it.
Fuck.
many places.
What did you say?
I said, let's go to a guy that really loves frosting.
Oh, I didn't catch it. I thought
Mine was just a little more
Yeah.
subtle.
I was inspired.
E-Rock. E-Rock.
Yeah.
Why did you frost your hair? And be honest.
Because it looked different. It was nice at the time.
Different or cool?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Pretty cool,
Eric.
huh?
Pretty cool, huh?
Does it look cool?
It looks good when the wind is through it, while you're fucking racing your boat down by the Keys.
You know,
Yeah.
In the late 90s, early 2000s, it was.
I wish you were racing your boat between the U.S. and Mexican border.
The Opster once
Frosted?
No.
Oh.
Highlighted.
Highlights.
The Opster one's highlighted.
Oh,
Little
did you?
highlights.
One's highlighted.
How'd that
Hear me
work
out.
Oh,
Because the Opster, when he had his hair a little longer, he enjoyed how the hair looked after the summer because it really got blonde.
Yeah.
Because I'm borderline redhead here.
Uh-huh.
But in the summer, all blonde because of the sun. So then, November to December comes around, and now it started getting that mousy red. And I'm like, man, I really like how the hair looks, after the summer.
Yeah, so how could I keep it that way all year?
So I went in. I told the guy, I'm like, look, I want some blonde in here. But it can't look like it was done. I want it to look natural, like it's still summer.
There's no way that doesn't work.
So the Opster had it done. He went home. And boy, did my dad give me a talking to.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Did he think you were a little light in the loafers?
He was a little disappointed.
Oh, man.
He wasn't happy that the Opster came home with lighter hair.
Oh. Would you use L'Oreal?
I went to
Revlon?
I actually went to a place in Centerport.
Oh.
Just a shitty little joint.
You should have used Smith & Wesson.
He yelled at you while you were in the bathroom, naring your legs in the sink.
Pops was, a bit older when he had his kids. He wasn't a Beatles guy. He was a Frank Sinatra guy. So
doesn't understand.
He absolutely had an open mind.
Yeah.
Sort of. He didn't understand. He didn't understand earrings, and he didn't understand lighter hair on his son.
On a son.
And you want to guess if I ever did that again?
I would guess no.
Never. That was it. I was about, I want to say I was about 19 or 20, I think.
Little Opster.
The Opster is my story. But frosting, I don't know. That I think is even like...
I frosted my hair. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Gay.
Pretty gay. Yeah, let's just be blatant here. It's pretty gay. Yeah.
So what's the do-gooders concert?
Well, they did a big concert in the city, I guess, and the only way you could get in is if you got points from a website for doing good deeds.
That's stupid.
So you ran a marathon for breast cancer.
Boo!
Recycled all your cans, or I don't know.
Oh, that's nice phrasing, Sam.
That's funny. That was accidental, but I like it.
Oh, it's terrible.
That's dumb. How do they keep track? It's like a paid forward thing?
Yeah.
All these people are paying it forward, so let's now get a band together?
Yeah.
Who was part of this concert?
A lot of people. Alicia Keys.
That overrated fucking...
Alicia Keys is very good.
What?
Very good. Very good.
She's terrific.
Pretty face with E.T.'s body.
Look, there's some
huge
issues
butt.
there.
She's got some issues. A huge square butt.
Yeah, because she sat behind that piano too long.
ass.
Allowed it to push out to the sides.
Yep.
Ladies, you can't sit down that much.
That piano bench needs to be contoured.
Right.
Because there are all these chicks that play piano. You're sitting on this flat bench, and in order to be good, you have to play that piano for hours every day. So you're sitting on a flat fucking bench. Make it a little more ergonomic for the ass.
You're just mushing your butt.
Yes.
And pushing it out to the sides.
Can't they make a piano stool or bench that has a little ass cheeks in it?
That would be nice, right?
Shape that ass.
Who else was in this concert?
I don't remember now. I think they
that was
mentioned a
John
couple
Mayer.
names. Yeah, John
and
Mayer.
Stevie
was
Wonder.
there.
I saw
Stevie Wonder,
I saw an ad for that yesterday.
It was a pretty big concert.
Doesn't sound it.
No, Alicia Keys, John Mayer, and Stevie Wonder. Fairly.
Who else was in that?
Fairly big.
Gavin DeGraw. No.
Well, I guess they're talking about the do-gooders concert, and Scott is a senile, old man.
See, Todd, you had to go on the website and amass points by completing an array of awareness-building tasks.
Couldn't just show up. You had to do something.
I'm too busy
That much
doing
I
good.
knew.
I'm too busy doing good. I don't have time to go to the
Right.
website.
Well, no, but if you're doing good, you can go ahead and...
Yeah, but I didn't know.
You got to prove it.
You gotta know.
It was like Alicia Keys, Elvis Costello.
Oh, well, pretty big event.
Mm-hmm.
But you had to be, you got to prove that you did something good.
Do-gooder.
Yeah, well, you had to do it through the website. You can't just walk up there and say, "Here's what I did."
Well, what if I had been driving a Tesla?
No,
you have to get points. It's through this organization. What about what's your car have to do with it? What car you driving?
Because it's like a battery car.
Okay, we got one.
Battery car.
That's it. Because it's like a battery car. There it is.
There it is.
There it is. Because it's like a battery car.
What is he talking about?
Why did he even bring up the battery car?
Why is he talking about a Tesla car?
I'm going to take my battery car to the boat movie because there's a tree on my house.
I don't know. I actually know the answer to why he was talking about it.
Why?
He's a dumb cunt.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
What did that mean? It's a do-gooders concert, so what?
So he drove a Tesla.
You signed up and prove you did something for charity, whatever?
Yeah, whatever it
so
is.
what does the Tesla car have to do with it?
He's saying, what if I'm doing something good, like for the environment or whatever, by driving a fucking economic...
Okay. That's such a stretch.
Environmentally...
That's such a stretch.
Yeah, I don't disagree.
It's one of the battery cars, you see.
Battery car.
Hold on a minute. Hold on.
You going to try to re-listen and figure out if we missed something?
You have to get points. It's through this organization. What about what's your car have to do with it? What car you driving?
Because it's like a battery car.
God, it's like a battery car.
All right, when you isolate it, you don't need the because.
No.
That's why I wanted to hear that.
Yeah.
It's like a battery car.
That's all you need.
It's like a battery car.
But you need it's like a battery car.
Yeah.
That's the part we need. Obviously.
I love it.
Yeah.
You have to get points. It's through this organization. What about what's your car have to do with it?
Because,
what car you driving?
Because it's like a battery car.
It's like a battery car.
There it is.
It's like a battery car.
Oh, you got it right. Perfect. Nice.
It's like a battery car.
It's like a battery car.
Every car has a battery.
Battery car.
I'm fucking not doing the last three tracks.
Look,
this is not supposed to annoy us.
It's Scott and Todd Friday, and there's a formula and a way we do things around here.
I will accept the next track. I will. But I'm not doing 3 tracks on a phony scam.
You know how we do this.
Oh, no.
We don't cut
There's 3
clips.
tracks dedicated to another fucking phone scam.
No.
Well, I'm not going to make it shorter than it is. He does 6-minute phone scams. We're going to listen to the whole thing.
What's this one? He goes to Glass's place in the Empire State Building. They fell off.
It's brilliant shit from Johnny. Well, before the big conclusion of Scott and Todd Day with the phone scam, we got to go with the other staple of the Scott and Todd show.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, don't fucking do it.
Look how mad we get.
We're angry at this.
This is supposed to be fun for everyone.
No.
Well, we have such fun with the banter.
Is it better than the what does the sock say?
Song, another song.
Win,
by
win,
this
win,
guy.
win, 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 win.
Where's the What Would the Sox Say song? I got to hear that.
I don't know why you guys wouldn't have that for us today.
They're fucking like World Series
I'm not even
bound.
kidding. Some of the stuff you guys just assume we're going to want to replay. The Sox thing, come on. We want to replay, especially with the big win by the Sox last night.
So bad.
Is it going to hurt you when the Red Sox are in the World Series again?
Nah, I give a shit.
I don't give a fuck either.
Don't care.
Fudge.
Poor Yankees just had a horrible year right from the beginning. What? Oh, God. Look at the way he walks. Look at his arms.
He trudges.
He's like a Simpsons character.
E-Rock is a trudger.
People must have been trying to take pictures of him when he was in Simpsons Land. They thought he was one of the characters. Oh, Tubby McFatso. He just heard me.
Eric is a heavy walker.
Oh, he is,
Like,
right?
He does trudge.
He like everything is like a fucking high jump. He just trudges forward.
He walks
lumbers
exactly like that of short film of Bigfoot that the guy took on horseback. That's how E-Rock walks. His arms swing.
Did you read the Yeti story today?
What?
There was one in the paper.
Did you read that? What the fuck was that about? Oof. They actually found some samples and they did the DNA thing on it. And they're saying it's like
what?
It's a mix between a polar bear and a regular bear. And now they're like now they're motivated to try to go find one of these fucking things for real. Was that where did that article
Well,
come
it's
from?
not
Where's the paper?
The famous one, the fucking famous one in California. I want to say the guy's name was Robert Johnson who faked it. I'm just going by memory there.
Yeah.
I
you got the story online? Can you read it?
CNN
is reporting
It is a myth like the Yeti or its North American cousin, the Sasquatch.
CNN's full of bullshit too, obviously. But there's other news organizations that are really like they don't give a fuck if it's real or not.
Yeah.
But what is CNN saying in this article?
Well, it comes from Bigfoot Files, a documentary series on Britain's Channel 4 TV network.
Suspicious.
Channel 4.
All right.
And the works of Brian Sykes, a professor of human genetics at Oxford.
Okay. Well, you got an Oxford guy involved.
That's pretty good.
Sykes' research focused on two samples in particular, both from the Himalayas, but found about 800 miles apart, one in, two different regions. To his surprise, testing found a 100% match with the polar bear jawbone in Norway that dates back between 40,000 and 120,000 years.
Oh.
So they're saying it's an ancient polar bear.
So it could have been some fucking old, ancient, fucking prehistoric thing.
Yeah.
Stop.
Wait, so they're saying they found it? I mean, what are they saying?
They took the sample from something they feel like is a lot newer than 40,000 years old? Because they're comparing it to what the polar bear was 40,000 some years ago.
Yeah, but
yeah, they're saying that it's an animal now.
They feel like it's a newer animal they found. They tested it, and it's very accurate to
what they had 40,000 years ago.
They are genetic match to ancient polar bears.
Ancient polar bears.
What does the fox say, though?
I think it's beep, 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 beep,
Oh,
beep, 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 beep,
oh,
beep, beep,
okay.
beep.
I was wondering about that. What does the chip say?
You got to do all your characters.
Wait. What does the Craig say?
Craig. I fucking hate Craig. He's terrible.
Oh, you just bought yourself a year of Craig.
That's right, you gotta just be quiet. I told you.
I know. I can't hide this one. I can't hide this one, though.
Oh, you bring me such joy.
But then then they add the bear to the mix here, Sam, don't they? It's a long article.
Yeah.
Oh, we all hate long articles.
If you
have something to say it in the first fucking paragraph.
I like a good summation.
Yes.
You got to go through the who, what, where, why, when.
Yeah, but you could do it all in the first paragraph and then go, hey, if you really want to learn more, then keep reading. That's how I would have every article.
I just like clicking on a video. Now,
that's even better.
Said, oh, there's the story under the video.
Oh.
Who's reading?
Oh, I see a possible video.
Let me see, Sam. I can't see it either.
This might explain everything without it.
Conspiracy theorists, the mystery of the so-called Yeti is the gift that keeps on giving. Since the 1920s, climbers in the Himalayas have been under the spell of tales by Sherpa porters and guides about a wild and hairy creature, also known as the Abominable Snowman. More recently, in 2007, TV producers armed with infrared cameras spent a week in the Kumba region where Mount Everest is, and they produced evidence of what they claimed were day-old footprints.
You're looking at 5 digits, the shape of a foot, a heel, very anthropomorphic.
Yeah, we've seen that plenty of
million times, right?
In 2011, scientists and Yeti enthusiasts came together and said they were sure the creature lived in Siberia. On a visit to the Kemerovo region, the discovery of hair and a large footprint inside a cave only increased fevered speculation. Now fresh research is tackling the Yeti mystery. Professor of Human Genetics Brian Sykes studied hairs from 2 unknown animals found in the Himalayan regions 800 miles apart. After
Big feet and fucking hairy. It's one of Jimmy's dates.
Wait, pause.
Ancient polar bear.
Sick with a pecker.
After the most advanced DNA tests available, he found that a sample completely matched that on a database with an ancient polar bear jawbone found in Norway, possibly dating back around 120,000 years to a time when polar bears and brown bears were separating as different species. He reckons the mysterious animal in the Himalayas could be a hybrid of both. The research mirrors that of mountaineer Reinhold Messner, who found a 300-year-old Tibetan manuscript saying the Yeti was a variety of bear. Yeti believers will pore over the latest findings, but they are far from a substantial conclusion, and Professor Sykes says the results need more interpretation. Enthusiasts may oblige, but for how long can the search be for footprints before the next step needs to be looking for bones?
Yeah, that's not that unbelievable that if they find something that turns out to be a species of bear, it's the fact that it's some weird humanoid. Right. That's what I don't buy.
It could be a new species.
Yeah.
You know, that we just haven't. Nothing's new, obviously. We just haven't discovered it.
New species.
Yeah, genetically it could be different, but a lot of things. That, what happens is the DNA is passed down through seminal fluid. So a lot of times I'm carrying some in my cheek and gums, like skull. A pinch of tobacco. I'll take some clear stuff and I'll rub it between my cheek and gums.
Clear stuff.
Yeah, I go into a glory hole and I scrape around the hole and I carry the DNA between my cheek and gums. So I'm carrying other men's saliva and seminal fluid.
There's a lot of shit we haven't discovered yet still.
You think?
And I'm sure the first time someone saw an elephant, they were like, what the fuck is that? And
why doesn't it go to break?
And now we just look at elephants like, oh, look at the elephant. But there was a time people were like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. What do you think? I mean, it looks like they were doing legitimate testing.
Yeah, but they're trying
some shit they found.
They're trying to shoehorn Bigfoot into some fucking bear thing.
But there was a time, there was one creature, and then it kind of split into a polar bear, then into a regular bear, I guess.
So maybe. Where's the missing link?
But what was that thing like?
Big, probably.
A lot bigger, you think?
Teeth.
And then how does it just kind of mutate into like two different things? And why?
Something fucks something else.
Yeah.
Something gets a hard-on and rapes something smaller.
Could be a mutation, could be environmentally influenced.
But then why does the original thing go away? You got the one that is a polar bear thing, right?
Well, as things evolve, the old thing usually withers away. It's just basic nature.
Right.
Unless, of course, the new evolved thing takes care of the the part that isn't that we evolved out of.
Gotcha.
And then then they don't get extinct. They stick around like the dodo bird.
The dodo bird.
Yeah, it's a dodo bird.
All right. Anyway, so Scott Todd Fridays.
Bigfoot has got some big shoes. Yeah, give me some big sneakers.
Dr. Chip.
Some cornflakes in my mustache.
You asked for the what does the sock say, and with the big win yesterday, and with one, and they're one win away from the World Series.
Right.
This song we made fun of only yesterday is now really hot.
It means something.
Yeah, it really means something. What was the name of yesterday's Jocktober show?
I don't remember.
See?
I have no idea.
It was Carson and Kennedy in Boston.
Carson and Kennedy.
See, they shouldn't take it so personally. We don't even remember them.
No.
After it's over.
But they came up with a terrific song parody. Yes. And we're going to play their socks thing before we play the new song parody from Scott Todd.
Socks go boom, playoffs now. Valentine fired, fans cheering loud. Fenway Park, Big Papi. Play is back with Gomes and Napoli. Pitching staff with Lester's K's. And our bats go pow, pow, pow. But there's one
the guy's out of breath singing it. He can't even keep up with the song.
It's recorded.
He's dying for air.
Yeah. Well, how about you don't run up the steps?
Dying for air?
With Lester's K's and our bats go pow, pow, pow. But there's one sound that we all know. What does the sock say? Win, 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 win. What does the sock say? Beer, 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 beer. What does the sock say? Green, 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 monster. Green, 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 monster. Green, 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 rawr. Green, 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 monster.
Wow.
Okay, faggot. What's next?
Wow.
There you go. You requested that answer. There it is.
Well, yeah, I did. I did. Go enjoy yourself, Sox fans.
But it is Scott and Todd Fridays on Jocktober. It's time for their song parody.
Don't play that fucking song again. Not for our Sox.
That lady yesterday.
Oh, God. She was fucking unsexy voice.
Scott and Todd in the morning. 95.5 PLJ.
I got a feeling, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That tonight's gonna be a bad night.
Oh.
That tonight's gonna be
A bad night.
Bad. Why? We're going to find out, man. Here's the reveal.
We'll explode on our heads at midnight, and our future ain't looking so bright. And my space theories getting really tight. Tonight's the night, they're shutting down. So who's to blame? Pick any clown. It's such a joke.
What is this about?
I don't know. Why
What is this
don't we know
about?
what it's about yet?
I can't even figure out what this is about.
I think it's just about having a bad night.
About what?
I don't know.
What are they closing down?
I don't know. There was no
the
intro.
government shutdown. Okay, all right.
Oh.
I couldn't even figure it out.
Well, how about they explain that?
Also, why would you... This was played yesterday.
Yeah, well, the
The
government...
government was open.
It's open.
They figured they could get one more spin out of their gem.
Let's spin it once more before we can't do it again.
One more spin.
Out of their gem.
It's terrible.
Precious
Before they
song.
have to retire it to another awful CD.
I think it's funny.
Who's to blame? Pick any clown. It's such a joke. We're going broke. It's up in smoke. I got a feeling. Oh crap! That tonight's gonna be a bad night. That tonight's gonna be a bad night. That tonight's gonna be a real bad night. The death ceiling.
Oh, there it is. Ceiling.
We'll explode on our heads at midnight, and our future ain't looking so bright. And my space theories getting really
Sphinxter?
Sphincter, you dummy.
Sphinxter.
I hate Sphinxter.
Scott and Todd in the morning. 95.5 PLJ. I love that part.
Great. I love that. I didn't know that part was there.
I love that.
I'll be honest, that wasn't as bad. Here's why. 'Cause it was topical.
Yeah.
And it was tolerable. Like, it was actually, he was singing about something that was going on, and it wasn't as corny and shoehorned as the other ones have been.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I know.
It was
I
like
thought the same thing.
It was okay.
We'll
Like,
try to be fair here.
for a corny radio show parody, I was like, it's fine.
It
That
was,
didn't matter.
it was bad.
And there's the slam for a corny radio show.
well, meaning that they can't even do anything edgy. Like,
No, it was bad because, first of all, you barely even knew what they were talking about.
Yeah.
And it wasn't entertaining. But minimal shoehorning.
Yeah.
The expectation.
Wait. What was...
Yes, that's what it is. You expect so much
Sphinxter
worse.
annoyed me. He said it wrong.
Sphinxter.
What was more entertaining?
Yeah.
The parody song we just heard.
Or the fake fucking phone call from earlier.
Yeah, wait. I got my fingers crossed.
I was more annoyed at the fake phone call.
I was much more annoyed.
I
This didn't
swear.
even annoy me.
I swear. No, this was nothing. This was like fucking, just nothing.
All right.
A partly cloudy 75-degree day. That's what that was. Just, you don't even notice it. It's
Just kind of there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's it for today's Jocktober.
What?
I think we...
Are you sure? Because that's not everything that I pulled.
But Pat Cooper's coming in
Pull your
soon.
dick.
We got some time.
Get some time before Patty can get here.
Yeah.
Pat. It's all about dignity.
He might be making an announcement today, though.
Oh, yeah?
No.
That's what I'm hearing.
Hey, Pat, it's good to see you. What the fuck do you know what's good for me?
Who cares?
You never call.
I do.
We do call. You can't hear us anymore.
Yeah.
Exactly. We talk to you.
Like a battery car.
Like a battery car.
Like a battery car.
Battery car.
It's like a 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 battery car.
Plug that cocksucker in.
What? The battery?
He sounds like a retarded child talking about stuff.
It's unbelievable.
Tree on his house, the boat moving. It's like a battery car.
Like a battery car.
They could just put another Scott in there. No one would give a fuck.
No.
Just put another Scott in there and say, hey, man, you know, we'll still pay you, whatever.
Yeah.
But we got to get another Scott in there. It's phone scam time.
Oh, come on.
Phone scam.
I was ready to stop Jocktober. Remember, you were the one who said we might have a few extra minutes. I was ready to move on.
Let's hear
What is that sea creature? Did anyone figure it out?
Are you saying that as a woman? See the letter C?
It's a type of fish.
Why haven't we seen it then before? Well, obviously it's a type of fish.
I think we've seen it, but
we've seen it?
A lot smaller.
It's tilapia.
That's a big one, yes.
Yeah?
Where?
Well, they've been showing it like fucking 10 people on the beach holding it up. It's
pretty
It's
impressive.
big, long, like an eel.
Oh, yeah, it's an eel.
Would you freak out if you were in the water with that?
I freak out in the water if a fucking guppy swims up to me. I'm petrified of fucking fish.
Even
Are you?
Yes.
Why?
I don't want to be in the water with them.
They're scared of us.
They have the upper hand. No, they're not. They nip at you. Even the little ones. And then the big ones, forget about it.
Well, it's the yellow ones when you go into the Caribbean.
What?
Those tiny little yellow fish will nip the shit out of you.
I'm petrified
They're
of
annoying
fucking
as
swimming
fuck.
with fish. I don't like living things around me in the water.
My fellow snorkelers know what
Yeah.
I'm talking about. Yeah, they're these dumb yellow fish. They will just nip at you.
Give me a good pool any day.
They're a pain in the ass.
Hate that. And jellyfish. Can't even see them. They're invisible in the water. Fucking crazy.
How do they live?
Oh, my God.
And I
they
don't
don't
want
even
the
make
real
sense.
answer, so shut up.
They don't even make sense. It's a blob of living jello.
How do they move? How do they get around? How do they eat? How do they see? They're the most fucked up things ever.
Disgusting. Their tentacles.
Phone scam time. Not even the tentacle ones, because you can almost understand, okay, there's something going on there. I'm talking about the ones that are completely see-through.
Right, yeah, yeah.
What the fuck's going on there?
I don't even know.
It's an oarfish. What's an oarfish? Hold on a minute. I'm not going to a guy named Chip.
Oh, come on. You got to talk to the guy. He may have a good point.
David in Ohio.
David, my David.
Yes, it's an oarfish.
What is an oarfish?
It's a fish that fucks a lot of people.
It's a deep.
It's an oarfish. You fucking whore.
Yeah, it's a fish that helps your boat move.
Ah, that's it.
Right. I want to see the oarfish movie.
I didn't hear you do your phone cut out.
Oh, no, you don't. Not me, Jimmy.
Not me. I love it. What is an oarfish, though? I don't understand.
It's one of those really deep in the sea creatures that you rarely see.
Yeah.
You know, and when they do find one, everybody wigs out, but it's really pretty common. They usually find them much smaller.
Wow, that thing was giant.
And it's like, long, like an oar, so they've called it the oarfish.
Got it. But it's some kind of mutations happening.
Oh,
though.
yeah.
Something has gone wrong.
No, I think what went wrong was it just
this phone call
died and floated up. Yeah, well, besides this.
I'm sorry. You weren't supposed to hear that. Sorry. Whoops. I was trying to be sneaky. Thanks, David, actually. I appreciate it.
Hey, I'm always not here for you.
All right. Have a good weekend, David. Ohio checking in. Here's the stupid fucking phone scam.
Phone scam time. Pay attention. Got $100 worth of New Jersey instant scratch-off tickets.
We got an email from a young lady who wanted to set up her mom. Now, she apparently helps watch the kids and really is a doting grandmother.
This didn't
Thinks her
happen.
grandkids can do nothing wrong. We're about to change all that. This is called Bring Home My Gnome.
It's called fake, fakety, fake.
Why do the prank phone calls have to have names now?
Exactly.
Catchy names.
Oh, it's got to be
Just
right
fun.
out there.
Just
Nice
something to
name.
bring out the fun.
Sure.
Yeah, why bring home my gnome? Why? How did you see where the call goes?
Well, this is called Bring Home My Gnome.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, hello?
Hello?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm on the phone. Who is this?
You're on the phone with me or someone else?
No,
Someone
that's
else.
you.
I'm looking for Mrs. That's you?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, this is Wispin Cornholer.
Yeah.
I live 8 houses over from you.
Another funny name.
Can we tap
Funny
out?
names.
No, I gotta hear it.
Did you hear what he said his name was? His last-
Wispin Cornholer.
You know what cornholing is,
I
right?
do. It's when one man fucks the asshole of another man.
Ooh. It's funny, right?
Yeah, the captain left a sinking ship. I guess he was disgusted by all the cornholing that was going on. That Q&A. Captain left a sinking
cornholing.
He said it with such fucking disdain, Nick Nolte. Because Roger Montalvo had been getting fucked in the ass by another guy who fucking Brennan threw in the fucking lake.
All right.
It's been cornholing.
Yeah.
I live 8 houses over from you on the left after 2 quick rights, a jug handle, and a swing around. You know the house?
No, well, what do you need?
Well, I'm calling about your little devil seeds that reside in the home there.
You mean my sweet grandsons?
Yeah, they're not so sweet. Lyle and Eric is what we call them in the
What's
neighborhood.
That? Really?
They kick their soccer ball through my...
What?
You get why you call them Lyle and Eric?
Why?
Menendez
brothers. Yes.
Remember what remember what year the Menendez trial happened?
Sure.
Yeah, it's topical.
Very topical.
By the way, do you hear the fake old person voice?
Yes.
Well, I can't talk. I've got to knit. Spanky, let's be reasonable.
Yes. Very good. All right, that's good.
No, I got to hear the rest of it.
No, now we got to get through the whole thing.
It's
I'm
3
sorry.
tracks.
I apologize. I apologize.
We call them in the neighborhood.
Really?
They kick their soccer ball through my screen door, and they hit their baseball my rhubarb bush, and they scratch my VW bus with their hockey sticks, and they pooped on my stoop.
Oh, I doubt that very much.
You got the rose-colored glasses on there, Mrs. J.
No, I think you have the wrong children.
These little miscreants stole my gnome Jerome.
What?
They stole my gnome Jerome.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
I think a 6 goes here.
Oh, no.
Why is that?
Is there an arrow pointing to your penis?
What?
1, 2.
Oh.
What happened?
Oh.
I need you focused on this, buddy.
The other track or something?
Yeah, you're...
I got to try to figure out where the 1 goes.
No, I understand that's a Sudoku deal
His
over there.
voice is utterly enraging. The fakeness in his voice. I got a gnome thing. I got my gnome Jerome.
Gnome Jerome. Poop on my stoop.
I got poop on my stoop.
You like that?
Funny stuff.
It's like, I want to sit him down in a room and just
It's
like
good
a chair
stuff.
and go, what are you doing?
It's good stuff.
It's good stuff.
You mean, what are you doing? Because I'd like to learn how.
That's what Opie said to Dave Douglas.
It's good stuff. What? It's good stuff.
Good stuff.
You mean when Dave Douglas would come in and complain about your content that you had promised him you wouldn't do?
Shut up, Sam.
Yeah, but you know...
And then he'd say, you guys promised you wouldn't do that.
That's good stuff.
That's good stuff, though.
Opie would say it's good stuff.
That's how I would defend our point. It would anger him. Would it anger him? What? It would be what? It's good stuff.
Because you know what? That sounds like you're not taking him seriously as your boss.
Exactly.
I got to hear that again. Anyway,
oh, my God.
But first this.
Oh, right. Yes, please.
This poor lady has no idea.
Yeah.
She's on the radio.
You know what a gnome is?
I know what a gnome is. I have not seen it.
Well, I haven't even described it. How would you know if you've seen it?
Angels would never take anything that doesn't belong to them.
Well, who's in charge of Heckle and Jekyll over there?
Me.
You are.
I am their beloved grandmother.
Yeah, but you're not doing a very good job there, Mrs. J.
No, I have a lot of experience with children.
You do?
Yes, I do.
Listen, do you know if they plan on making a ransom call, or am I supposed to hire the A-team to get back my gnome Jerome?
The A-team.
Not have.
The fucking A-team.
The A-team.
I gotta hire the A-team to get my Jerome gnome.
Remember that show?
Oh, my fucking God. How am I going to get that back? Is Gilligan going to take the boat and go to get it?
Would that be a good line for him?
It would be more topical than the other shit he's been saying.
He comes up with clever names for the boys,
Oh, he does, yeah.
True.
Yeah, this is Whippoorwill Jones.
Heckle and Jekyll.
Oh.
The Menendez brothers,
What an
Lyle
old
and Eric.
man.
Is he going to go with Bonnie and Clyde?
I hope so. I mean, this stuff is just fun.
God.
Does he go Bonnie and Clyde?
I don't think so.
Fuck.
Jerome.
They do not have your Jerome.
Why don't you keep Butch and Sundance inside for the winter months?
I was close.
They were.
I was fucking close, Sam.
That was close.
Shit.
Butch and Sundance.
Butch and Sundance.
All right.
That's really
I see what he's
fucking
doing
good.
now. He's going with those names. You know.
Why don't they keep...
those names of people that got in trouble?
That's fun.
Why don't they keep Fredo and Michael? How fucking old are you?
Fredo and
Guy's the worst.
Your Jerome.
Why don't you keep Butch and Sundance inside for the winter months and give the neighbors a little break? I saw the little one whizzing on his dog yesterday as I was looking out my window while the big one documented the whole crime scene on his flip cam.
His dog Rin Tin Tin.
Oh, check YouTube. I bet it's viral by now.
If anything about my babies goes on YouTube, I will set John Q. Kelly on you.
Who's that?
He's a very famous attorney.
Do you have his number?
If I did, I wouldn't be giving it to you. Why in the world would I give it to you?
Well, why should only one person have good representation?
Well, you go find out where he is yourself.
Maybe I'll hire Gloria Allred and she'll show up at your door in her best pantsuit. You know what? You'll be visiting the Wonder Twins at Rikers Island by the time she gets done with them.
Oh, my goodness.
Maybe you can bake them an applesauce cake and smuggle in some blow so they can negotiate the conditions of their dating calendar.
Well,
that was a cut-in. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
No. I got to go back. You didn't hear
I didn't
that?
catch that, no.
That was a bad one.
That was a bad one.
You can hear the background noise drop in and out.
It completely drops out because what he did there was he had a clever line he thought of after the fake phone call. And he decided to pump it up by squeezing it in.
He did it with the last two comments.
No, I hear him, but this one's really bad.
By the time she gets done with them.
Oh, my goodness.
Maybe you can bake them an applesauce.
Hear the dropout?
Wow. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my.
Hear the dropout, everybody.
Well.
He gets done with them.
Oh, my goodness.
Maybe you can bake them an applesauce cake and smuggle in some blow so they can negotiate the conditions of their dating calendar.
Well, I don't even know what that means. I am too old to take this from an individual I have never seen who probably looks like a gnome.
I don't look like a gnome.
Ugh. I don't look like a gnome.
It fucking stinks. It fucking stinks.
Breaker for the bandit. You better not come around here. She's doing a typical old lady fucking cartoon voice.
I'm literally surprised she doesn't yell, oh, a masher is assaulting me.
A masher. Puppies.
This is utterly horrendous.
Hear a comment?
He edited part of his own comment because the background noise of her call dropped out, but then comes back as he's still talking, so he edited his own comments.
It's terrible. It's just terrible.
You guys ready for the big reveal here? On the funny phone call?
Please.
It's all about the big reveal.
Apologize to me.
I apologize to you, but to your grandchildren, I curse at them.
Yeah. Oh, my God. You know, that's just terrible.
Well, they're robbers.
No, they're not.
They're stealers.
I don't believe it. I will never believe it.
Well, do you know where is my gnome Jerome?
I have never seen it, heard of it, don't know what
old lady would
it's
stay on the
probably
phone
in
this
your
long like this?
bureau room.
None old lady.
My bureau room, what is that?
Where your dresser lives.
I doubt that very much.
Could it be in your drawing room?
I doubt it.
How about your kitchen area?
Or my kitchen area.
What about your garage?
And I don't have a garage.
I want my gnome back, my gnome back, my gnome back, my gnome back. I want my gnome back, my gnome back, my gnome back.
What's your name?
Wispin Cornholer.
Well,
you writing it down?
I'm writing it down, and I'm going to call the FCC.
Your daughter knows me.
I don't think she does.
No, she does, because she actually called me to set you up. You're on W.
Why was that?
Why would she know that it was a radio thing?
Why would she say, I'm going to call the FCC?
FCC only deals with broadcasters, basically, and TV.
Oh, boy.
And other, like, minor shit, but in general, radio and TV. So why would she be knowledgeable about the FCC when this is supposed to be a real phone call?
Why would she say that?
What an idiot. Call the FCC.
God, he is fucking horrible.
But that is true. The FCC does deal with phones, too. But it's,
nobody would say that.
Come on.
They say the FBI.
Yeah,
yes.
Come on.
You writing it down?
I'm writing it down.
Oh, I know what FCC means. Fake call, cocksucker. Fake corny call.
Yes.
Now,
I'm writing it down, and I'm going to call the FCC.
Your daughter knows me.
I don't think she does.
No, she does, because she actually called me to set you up. You're on WPLJ radio.
What?
You've just been phone scammed.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
Thank you, Mrs. J.
Okay.
Okay, have a good day.
Bye. Apologize to me.
Wow.
For Pete's sake.
What?
I love it when she rolls with that.
You've seen my gnome.
I have not seen it.
All right.
She's starting to giggle a couple of times in that scene.
Yeah, no, I loved her voice. Sometimes you get a voice like that, you know?
If anything about my babies goes on YouTube, I will set John Pugh Kelly on you.
Oh my God.
What?
I hate that we're in this business with these fucking idiots.
Fucking stink.
I like the boys are back in town. You've been phone scammed.
Oh, yeah. But this is why the business never gets respect, and this is why A-listers and all these other fucking people don't want to do radio.
Yeah, because of that shit.
Because of this horse shit, because there's way too much of it.
God, is that fucking enragingly bad.
Embarrassing.
Oh. You've been phone scammed.
You've been phone scammed.
Yeah, have I?
Have I?
Oh.
You've been phone scammed. Do. Hey, just take care, Mrs. J. This is WPLJ Radio. You certainly phone scammed me, dear.
And that's it for today. Thank you, E-Rock, for helping us out with the out. Scott and Todd Fridays.
Never fails.
Never fails. And we got a new clip out of it, which is great.
It's like a battery car.
You know what? We're back in with Scott and Todd Fridays.
Excellent. I'm glad.
Last Friday, I don't know. I was thinking, fuck, maybe it was a bad idea. So we're back in. We'll do another Scott and Todd next Friday.
Yeah.
God, that's terrible. I got a tinkle.
Yeah, I got a fucking...
Oh, yeah.
And Pat Cooper is here.
I think I could take a piss myself.
He wanted me to promote before. He said that to promote that I'm going to be at Stitch's Comedy Club in Lancaster tonight and tomorrow. That's really weird.
What? He wanted you to do that?
Just a good guy.
The Amish are people with dignity.
What the fuck do I know about making butter?
Clippity clopping in a wagon.
Yeah.
They ride the horse. Fuck you on the horse. It's over.
How many times are we going to hear that today?
Oh, boy.
Pat's weird because I think we're friends with him, but you're just not sure. He beats the shit out of you.
Yeah.
I like when you don't know if he's going to talk about something nicely.
Right.
He'll say something like kind of nice, and then you realize he's about to smash it.
Of course.
The Amish, they like to churn butter and make shoe fly pie. Fuck the shoe fly pie!
Like a schizo.
He turns on a dime,
Yes.
fucking Pat.
He's nuts. How's the family?
Yeah.
We'll talk to Pat Cooper next. And so, for real, I think he's making an announcement today. We're not in on what the
no, he's not coming out, is he?
Oh, God, imagine that. I'm gay. That'd be great.
I'm a woman trapped in a man's body.
I knew it the first time I sucked a cock.
It was marvelous.
Yeah.
It's almost like dice. Wait a minute.
Yeah. The Bible says a man shall not lay with another man. Fuck the Bible!
Who told you that?
The Opie and Anthony Show is back. Go on, sit down. The celebrities are ready to entertain you some more.
Couple things really, really fast. Pearl Jam tonight, Travis. Pearl Jam tonight in Brooklyn, right?
Barclays.
In the hizzy?
In the hizzy.
You wouldn't go see Pearl Jam, right?
No.
Come on.
God, I'm going.
Why?
Me and Travis are going.
Tonight?
Yeah.
Pompous asshole.
You want to go?
No, I'm going to be in Lancaster.
Oh, that's right.
Cancel it.
You should go, man.
Yeah,
Pearl Jam in concert is great.
No, because I have to work it out, so Jim in concert is better.
2.5, 3 hours.
Look, man, I know that they give good shows. I'm sure that is great live.
I'm still alive.
What song have I been listening to obsessively? Is the fucking the single he did? You can't scream outside. Just bring it in.
I can't wait for Pearl Jam tonight.
What are you putting me in a fucking alley?
All right, Pat Cooper. Pat. Pat Cooper, please,
the great Pat.
Please.
I ran a corner from you, you sick bastard. Don't invite me here.
I haven't seen you lately.
This guy lose 45 pounds. That's talent.
That is. He did drop a ton, didn't he?
You're not in the neighborhood anymore. I haven't seen you walking around.
All right. Tell me where I'm at.
Do you not live there
tell
anymore?
him where he's at.
See that lady in the corner that with the shaking for the coins?
Yeah.
So I said, I'm going to do something. I give her $5.
Yeah.
She goes, thank you, sir. Turn around, she leaves. Took my $5 fucking.
That was it for the day?
Excuse me, I'm talking.
That was I'm sorry.
I saw you first. No, I want to show him respect also. How you doing, Opie?
We did this outside.
Well, you know, you're
you want to do it on air?
How many fucking times I told you you're a prisoner in this fucking job? You're a fucking dead human being. You understand? Look at him.
Yeah.
Look at him. Why did he get a pussycat? He's lonely. He's fucking lonely. That's why he got a pussycat. You understand? That's where his fucking... And he got his own show. That pisses me off. I have no fucking animals in my apartment. Flies don't come in my apartment. You see? He's now considered a genius in the animal world.
I like the little kitty. He's fun.
You like your ass. That's what you like.
He's fun. He's
not fun. He's sick that he's wound up with you.
No, it's he plays around. He scratches.
I think he's talking about me now. I think he's talking about me and not the kitten.
I'm happy to have you back, Pat.
Pat, you should get a kitten.
Yeah, you should
get a little kitten.
I saw it on the tape in the bathroom.
Yeah. Right?
He's playing with it like a little lost fucking Italian. If he did this in fucking Italy, they'd shoot him. You don't have a little pretty cat like that. You got a fucking lion. You're Italian. He can't join the mafia with that fucking pussy cat. They sit down and go, who's got the pussy? Shoot his fucking balls off. You're not a man. Get rid of it. People are talking about you. I'd rather be fucking gay than have that pussy cat.
That's right. Anthony's both.
I like the idea.
You don't like it. You're fucking confused.
No. You can leave him alone. You can leave him alone for a weekend. You don't have to walk it like a fucking dog.
This has been holding your career back.
I hate it, believe me.
Oh, my God.
Signs that say sold out, but it's in the bathroom. I don't want to know why I didn't do this. Jesus Christ. So what's going on beside that?
Well, I hear you have a big announcement.
This is my last show.
What?
What are you talking about?
Come on.
I did. I quit.
What do you mean?
6 months. No, I retired. Honestly, I retired because my body said it.
What? Really?
See?
Is that why he lost his hair in the back?
I got nothing to play with. I'm just going to fucking die if I just let my body
Pat, you've been saying that for years.
What do you mean you retired? I can't hear. 22 years I got tinnitus. I'm on the stage and I'm fighting it, but you know something? It's okay. Now the body's saying you can't fight it no more. Now what you want to think used to take a second. Now I'm down to 12 seconds if I want to think. So now I got a problem. Then I say, the guy says, write notes, so in case you forget. I pick up the notes, I can't read my handwriting.
Jesus.
Now I'm standing there like a schmuck, so I go in the audience to ask him what the fuck I wrote. That's what I knew.
That's kind of funny.
That's funny, though.
That is funny.
That's funny, though.
That's funny,
That's when you know it's fucking over.
Jesus.
Now, I was told by my brain surgeon, I swear, Steve's here, and he says, you have great attitude, but you're fucking old.
Oh, boy.
So I said, fine. And he shows me a print of my brain. He says, you have a good brain, but the 2 dots in the corner, he says, that means you are old. So do what you do. I said, what should I do? Quit.
Jesus.
So I quit. I'm happy here.
No, you can't quit.
It's not like you're a boxer with a detached retina.
You can't quit.
You can just keep doing it.
I ain't doing shit. I ain't even going to do this show no more. I don't give a fuck who wants me. I'll turn down them all. I hope Carson's reborn. I can break his balls. They're full of shit. So if I did it all.
You can't quit.
The only thing I got to do, I'm jealous of this son of a gun, Norton, because he lost weight.
He did.
Well, he's lonely. What the fuck?
Didn't he? Yeah, everyone's lonely.
They're getting a cat, you sick.
I know. You should get a cat.
A bird is always good. Don't answer your back.
Boyd.
A bird is terrific.
Boyd.
Birds saved us years ago. We all had canaries because we thought it was as gas. The bird dies. We were fucking killers. We were killing fucking birds.
The poor birds.
You don't do that, but that's what we do. We kill fucking birds.
Wait, are you really, you retired?
I'm going to say one more time. I come over, they have to break the fucking face.
We don't like this news.
My altar God.
Yes. Yeah. Steve, what's going on? Get on the mic real fast.
I don't want to do it no more. I did it all. There's no more mountains to climb. That's the end of it. And there's a man, my buddy, right here, he'll tell you.
I talked to him outside the studio. He's very depressed.
This is one of the reasons they want me on a cruise. That's when I know it's fucking over.
Oh, Jesus.
I'd rather be on a raft and drown.
Steve, what's going on?
Well, he found a new girlfriend that he met at the Apple store when he lost his phone. And
wait, he's got a girlfriend.
New girlfriend.
Excuse me. I was talking to the wait list here.
Oh, yeah.
What did you say? I'm sorry, Steve.
I told him you met a girl at the Apple store when you lost your phone.
Well, you know something? I deserve what I get. And I met this lovely lady because, you know, she was talking to this guy. And he didn't understand. He's a nice kid, a college kid. And, you know, she was gorgeous. She looked like Kim Novak.
Oh,
you see. Then at nighttime she left that, Barbara Eden. So if you like Kim Novak, you took her out the early, whatever. And we went out to dinner, and I said, "What were you doing in the Apple?" She says, "Well, I'm looking for one of those computers." She said, "But they're so expensive. The one I want is $2,000." I said, "Really?"
Oh.
Yeah, and she kept saying, "That's well." I took out a check and I wrote her a check for $2,000.
You sugar daddy.
I didn't hit on her. I don't want to bang her. I don't want to fuck her. I don't even want to talk to her. I gave her the check and I says, "This is the Yom Kippur was the night before."
Wow.
I said, "This is my Christmas gift to you. If I never see you again, you owe me no obligation."
Wow.
She says, "Oh my," she didn't know. She thought it was books. Next case, she said, "Pat, my God, I bought the thing." So I took her out 4 times.
Oh, man.
Wonderful girl. I said, "Who are you now, Barbara Eden? You Kim Novak?" And she went, So we go to Tahoe, the Chinese restaurant.
Oh.
Everything's in the dark there, and everything is humming. So I go, "Excuse me," I said, I can't see. She goes, "Yes, sir, can we help you?" I said, "Yes, sir. I tell you what, because I'm very big with it. Give us everything."
Ah, there you go.
Hors d'oeuvres. She goes, "Really? Everything?" So I said, "Hey, honey, what do you want to drink?" She says, "Oh, my God. Oh, my God." So forget God. Drink something. She says, "I want a lemon jello dip." Holy Jesus Christ. What's a lemon? $27.
Of course, yeah.
$27. I could have paid toward my fucking rent. So she had another one after the first one. She goes,
wow.
"You know, they don't hit you yet." I said, "I don't fucking know. I didn't eat yet." The hors d'oeuvres are gone. And the woman says, "You want you want some for an appetizer?" We just had a fucking appetizer. $120 for the fucking appetizer. I said, "See what she wanted fish." I went, "Give me anything." Now, a lot of fucking food there, all over the place. And the waitress is looking at me and winking at me in the fucking dark. Then I found out it was the light. So she turns around and she goes, "Are you going to eat what you got in your plate?" I said, "Excuse me? Are you going to eat what you got in your plate?" I said, "Well, why do you think it's in the plate first? I'll take it home." What? She took that home. Took every fucking thing home. She took my little thing. What do you call when you get the message in there?
The fortune cookie.
Oh, you ad-lib?
Yeah.
So I said, "I can't even get that." So when she said, "I'm not putting it down, I'm putting her up."
She took everything
now,
Yeah.
It's the coup de grace.
Okay.
And I'm happy. I'm not looking for sex. I'm happy. I got somebody to talk to. The food's great.
You're out with a girl. That's
I
nice.
didn't finish. I'm on a fucking.
All right.
Stop interrupting.
All right, Pat. I'm sorry.
Let him get to it.
I'm sorry.
So I call her. She want to go for pizza. It's on a Wednesday. Oh, she says, "I'd love to go for pizza." So I take her over Patsy's Pizza on 74. And she goes, "Oh, my God." She says, "Pat, what a wonderful time." She says, "But you know I have to lose 7 pounds." "And you'll take me to fucking pizza?"
Oh.
She goes, "Well, then I'll eat the pizza with tea." Nobody eats fucking pizza with tea. You sick fuck. Are you embarrassing me in front of my fan club in this fucking place? The woman says, "I'm the waitress. Did I hear you say fucking tea?" She says, "Well, yes, I have to lose 7 pounds." Stop swallowing! That's how you lose 7 fucking pounds. And I haven't heard from her since.
Wow.
But she ate 2 slices and drank the fucking
And that was it.
That was it.
Steve, how old is this broad?
She's in her 70s. Pat likes to think she looks younger.
Listen to me. I know fucking 70s. I was 70s.
The picture on her business card was taken like about 30 years ago. So
okay.
All right.
Listen to me.
All right. Okay.
Can you? Can't you get bigger? Like even if the notes you wrote are too small to read. Can't you just get like a bigger cue card? Like
Forget
that'll be
any
easier?
fucking bigger, they won't see me. What the fuck is he telling me? But listen, I know comics. Look, with all joking aside, you're a comic and you're a great guy and a great comic.
Thank you.
Without rhythm, you're shit. Comedy is rhythm.
when I know on a stage that my rhythm is not rhythming, I say before I turn around and have people say, you know, you don't get the message. Listen, I'm 85 in my 85th year.
God bless.
Thank you. Where the fuck you gonna go? You know, I saw God Love Henny Youngman. I saw him and I loved him walking on with a wheelchair, trying to read the cards. And I said, that's not going to happen. I got my dignity. Forget comedy, forget all that shit. You got dignity, you'll get it. It'll be a Thursday one after you get a cramp in your balls. I got dignity.
But he has the rhythm and the timing still, Steve.
No.
Everyone hears it.
Don't tell me about my fucking comedy. Let me explain something to you.
I thought it was being nice.
See here, 24/7 I can do this. It's easy. I don't have to worry what I'm going to say. I never had that. But I don't want to go on the stage now saying, I can't say that shit no more. But now I don't believe it. How many times can you repeat this shit? And I'm good. I hear new stuff. But I would walk out there and say, well, let me see where am I going to go? Why should I torture myself? I made a good $1. I mean, I can't complain. I'm looking good for a guy 85.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to lose weight now. Maybe that's why he's successful. The fuck do I know?
How about a podcast?
The sign that you got in that place there, put it out so we can see it, that you sold it out.
What sign?
You got a sign all over here.
Oh, in Cal. That's an old one.
No, you got to take it home because it's embarrassing. I was there that night. You didn't sell out.
I meant I sold out artistically.
I love you, man.
No, but Pat, why not a podcast? Pat Cooper, you could do a podcast where you talk for an hour about anything you want into a microphone and it gets downloaded. You are made for a fucking podcast.
Yes.
Pat Cooper would do an amazing podcast.
Do it. What?
A podcast. It's like a radio show, but you're just talking and it's recording, and it's a 1 hour block of just you talking, and people download it on iTunes. You would be fucking great at it. Your podcast
who listens to that?
A lot of people.
Oh my God, a lot of people.
A lot of people listen to them. They're fucking huge.
Why am I listening to you? You're a failure. I don't fucking. You're a failure.
This is.
No, but you know something?
Go.
Joe Rivers has the thing, the television,
a teleprompter.
She has that. That's okay, but you know something? I feel bad that I'm letting me down, that I'm better than reading that shit. You know, I don't want to read that. And particularly if some of the material that they say, when you're going to do the thing about that, and that, I don't want to do the thing about that. I don't want to do that no more. I want to go out and just take chances. But when people are paying, say, $40, $50 to see you, I don't want them to gamble on my bullshit. So I said, hey, you know something? Stop. And I stopped, and I'm okay.
How long has he stopped for, Steve?
About a month, 3 months, 4 months.
Yeah, 4 months.
I got an offer.
Wait.
He turned
Do you
down
miss it?
8 jobs.
No,
do you miss it?
No, let me tell you something.
It's not fun anymore.
Let me tell you something. This is another reason.
All right.
Patty, how are you?
I'm very sad.
How are you, Patty? You can't quit. Why? Listen to me. Your public wants you. Where the fuck is my public? What do you mean they want me? I got a job for you, Patty. Okay. How much? Well, you know, things are tough.
Oh, jeez.
They're tough? Did I cause the toughness? How come the congressman don't call me if I'm a fuck-up? I said, how much? He goes, Pat, I'm embarrassed to tell you. No, what the fuck you call me for? I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it, Patty. You know, you do it. And just say, this is my last. I don't want to tell people.
Yeah.
Now they want to have a big party.
Sure.
The final. You know what I'll do? I'm going to do it. But the next day, I'm going to go back to show business. That's what I'm going to do. That's how you fuck up. Then I can do it again. So I'm going to retire in another 3 days. That's my talent. He retires for a living.
I don't like this.
Well,
I don't like this at all.
If you get sick of the material, if you get like sick of saying the same stuff, I go out and I do cheap tickets. I'll do really cheap tickets and tell the crowd, I'm working on material. So they come knowing that they're watching a process.
Nobody knows you with that shit.
But I mean, it feels good, though, to do that.
Big albums, you sick fuck. 4 albums. Who the fuck wants to hear it? It's not that. I never did the exact same thing in a row. I'll get on a little bit of a tirade. It makes you feel good.
Yeah.
But it's not fun no more to get on that stage and need help. You know, it's like if someone says, Pat, you're walking, here's a crutch. And I say, no, I don't need the crutch. I'm old enough to walk. So I'm okay. I'm not looking for nothing. You know, I got a couple of grandkids and family there, so that's it. I got, Steve who helps me, and I got another friend, Johnny Galassi, who helps me. And when you start asking people, I need somebody to help me. That's being smart. I could say, well, I feel good, I'm all right. I need somebody to answer my phones, because who the fuck wants to listen? I need somebody to take me to the doctor. He takes me to the doctor. You know, I feel good. I mean, and I don't say to them, Parody, you know, he's got dignity. I pay him. The fuck? I pay him, and he calls me,
nothing's wrong with him. The doctor keeps saying there's nothing wrong with you. Everything
you
is.
do that.
Oh, boy.
Except you can't appreciate this. No, it's, you're working for me, but I don't say you got to do this, you got to do that. He calls me every day because I had that clicker.
I just called to see if he's alive.
I had the click, you know.
The life call.
No, the woman that fell down, I can't get up.
Can't get up, right.
I fell down, I said, I can't get up, and the guy said, I'm on lunch. Back in a half hour, I'm on lunch. You know, I see the funny things like you do. I'm sure you see television, you go, how the fuck? He should throw that out or throw this in. And, you know, that's why I love guys like him. He's incognito. He'll always be a star. See, me, I was never a star. I was a name. And I tell most of the comics, don't fuck stardom. Get the money. Get the money and get your reputation. Now, when I went on Snyder years ago, if I would have went on Snyder today, I'd have had a reality show. Because they called me a prick, a big mouth, a piece of shit. I said, are you fucking nuts? Somebody was taking my dignity. I defended it. That you went on television? Yeah. And it was my mother. Yeah, I'll attack her too. What the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Of course. And now they're all doing it. Everybody's doing it. Sister saying, you know, you're a cunt. You're a fucking cunt. That's
yeah.
On television. But that's what it is. When I said, they go, Patty, blew it. We better make some phone calls, talk to the boys, we'll calm them down. The boys are worse than I am. The fuck you calling to the boys? How about the girls? Even the girls, the mafia woman. You see Cement? Mary Cement? Fucking thing. A grenade would turn her down. A fucking grenade. I never saw ugly like that in my fucking life. Oh, no, did you see that face? Huh? I would go to jail with a smile. What the fuck? There's more prettier people in jail than her.
I don't like this.
Mary Happiness.
Well, how about I like the
world
idea,
needs Pat Cooper.
A reality show. Would you do a reality show? You'd be perfect.
No, Destiny is reality. I'm trying to. How many times I've done it? 5, 6 times. I've been trying to help you. They said you'll scare these guys. I don't want to scare you. You got 2 children. I feel like you're my family.
Yes.
Every time I see her coming around the corner by the footlong, you're a footlong fucko, and he just says, Pat, we really miss you. And the baby spits at me.
Takes after his old man.
Guy, I pray every day for you, not him, because he's got a cat.
My cat.
He's got companies.
My cat now.
But you got 2 children. God bless you. 3 and 1. Did I nail it?
For what?
Your kids. What?
Oh, 3 and 1. Yeah.
1 is 3 and one is 1.
I'm amazed. How does he know that?
But you know, that's the difference.
He has a memory.
When he's not working, you don't see Opie. He walks like with a little fucking strut.
A little swagger. He's got a swagger.
His wife, I go, how are you dying? She goes, isn't he wonderful? I go, oh, Jesus Christ, isn't he wonderful? And then Mr. Happiness comes along. I said, how you doing? He goes, none of your fucking business.
Oh, Jimmy.
You know, you look great. I tease you guys. Just speak. Don't over fucking do it. Don't be a fucking Cary Grant. You're ugly.
We all live in the same neighborhood. We haven't seen Pat in a while.
Pat lives a block away from me.
We don't see Pat anymore. Where is he?
He's
back.
But we haven't seen you in a while.
I said to you, make me an irregular.
Yeah.
Anybody can be a regular.
Right.
Put me on every day.
You are an irregular.
I am. That's what I. But listen, who gets these kind of fucking laughs? Who?
No one.
I don't come here with a
Nobody.
fucking top hat. I don't come here with tattoos. I don't come here with a fucking attitude. I'm fucking dynamite.
Pat, I gotta ask you though. You retire. What are you going to do with yourself?
Why, you want to know?
Yeah.
That's easy.
What?
That's easy. Torture people like you. I made a lot of money.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I made a lot of money. Okay? And I didn't turn around and play the part.
Sure.
I was married 45 years, and I saved. My wife saved that this. She said, when she died, I didn't know I was wealthy.
Oh, gee.
Then I was wondering why the fucking mattress was high on one side and low on the other. She saved my ass because I don't know how to. I give my fucking money away.
Right. Obviously. Gave $2,000 to that chick at the Apple store.
Steve looked me up in the computer. He said, I understand you're worth $15 million. I didn't know I was worth $15 million. I called my accountant. I said, I'm worth $15 million. She tells Steve he's full of shit. $15 million. Who the fuck looks at that? I know how much you're worth. Now with the cat, you got to.
Well, the cat food is expensive.
You write the cat off. It's called pussy time.
Is that it? I can write the cat off as pussy time.
Do you have? You're not married, are you?
No.
Smart.
Yeah, well,
he was
though.
He was.
Yeah, I know that. We don't want to go into that. But see, let me explain something to you. When you're down to animals, next you're going to take a safari. You're going to feel Mother Nature. With a face like that, you need a fucking wall. I mean, look, all due respect to Don Rickles. I love Don Rickles.
Sure.
I cry at Don Rickles. He's one of the best. I love him. But he's walking on the stage. He's not not all there. And I'm saying, what the fuck? You're an icon. Retire. And I think he could tell me mind my business, and he would be right. But I say, no, you're special. He's special.
But it seems to me that this work that's what keeps you going. That's your drive in life.
Have you seen him when he got up the stage? He ain't going nowhere.
No, I mean you.
Because of my yawn? They said you just got off.
But the work has kept you going over the years.
No, now relaxing. I want to go to Italy.
This is relaxing.
I want to go to Italy with a blind girl and tell her I'm Cary Grant. That's all I want. I want to spend money and go out there and give some money. I'm not bragging. I gave $100,000 to St. Jude for my wife's memory.
Ah, there you go.
But now my daughter's suing me. So what does that tell
Jesus.
you? I'm kidding.
Oh, well, I hope not. So you want to go to Italy?
I'd like to go to Italy with somebody that likes to go with me. I mean, Steve, he's Jewish. It's a little heavy there to take him to Italy because he don't know what the fuck is going on. He doesn't understand that yarmulke there is a fedora.
I'm getting one made out of hair, so I can.
No, but I would like to go, a guy, a girl, just to, I don't want no sex shit. But you know something? It's not going to happen.
No?
No fucking way.
Make it happen.
That's the reality show. That's the reality show.
Oh, my God.
Pat Cooper is going places.
Right.
And you fucking send Pat places with a camera crew, and he fucking walks around and he explores places. And he talks, and he meets people.
Oh, imagine that.
He's hilarious.
At 2 o'clock.
Little Italy, we already have
I
the
get
show.
up at 3 and I go to bed. That's why you look. I got no wrinkles. I mean, what
you
the
look
fuck?
amazing. I can't believe you're 85.
85.
Doctors are telling me.
He has more energy than any of us.
Oh, boy.
Wait, that's...
I said, I feel something here. You feel something. You check it. Is this guy talking when I'm talking?
I know. He is.
Friday
Is
broad.
it important as ever read?
Friday.
Are we being sued?
Oh. What? I don't know what the hell he's doing. We don't even know what race he is.
Sorry.
He knows.
Crazy.
Rebecca Black?
I think Rebecca Black just walked by.
You got somebody coming on?
No.
We cleared
the field.
Very smart. You're very smart
I am.
that you don't bring me in the middle of the week.
No.
The next day's guests wouldn't want to come on.
Right.
I want to fucking follow this
You
shit.
can't follow Pat
No
Cooper.
one.
Why is he like, are you throwing your voice?
What?
He keeps talking. I'm not talking to you. When you throwing your voice to him, he answers, right?
Look at the wall. It says Opie and Anthony. What am I supposed to do? Shut the fuck up?
You're smart. You don't want to get involved.
So, I don't know. We got to talk about his career.
Well, there's no career.
The ups and downs, though. Like some of your thoughts about your career, sir.
Listen to me. If you would have told me 1963 or 62, I would say I was happy. In those days, I made $1 a week, $1,000 in those days.
A lot of money back then.
Yeah. I had 2 kids. I wasn't in show business, as per se. There was no stand-up comics in those days. I worked a little bit of vaudeville that was still hanging around in the late 50s. And I was just happy to work. I drove a cab. I needed extra money. And I was saying, okay. Then all of a sudden, I meet a Willie Weber, and he says, Pat, you're different than other people. I'm going to put you on Gleason. I said... I'm saying, he's going to put me on Gleason. And he did. 8 months later, I went on. And all of a sudden, like on Sunday morning, after the show was shown, I'm doing Bobby Darin at the Flamingo. I'm going into the Copacabana. I'm working with Sammy Davis. I'm working with Sinatra. I'm working. And you sit there and you think somebody's pulling your leg. Because what I did was an Italian routine that everybody said, you can't do that. That was 1963. And I'm saying, what do you mean that you can't do it? No, but Gleason put it on, and this is why I'm here today. Otherwise, I'd still be driving a cab, which I wouldn't be ashamed of, and doing what I do. I had to make a living. So when I got into my role, I was making a living. Then when I met some pricks, when low-life pricks, I went on television and said, he's a prick, she's a prick, and he's a prick. They're all pricks. So they said, you can't say that. Why? Because you're a prick, and I'm a prick.
Oh, man.
But not one lawsuit. Nobody came over to me and wanted to punch me out. A couple of whites got, Patty, you're out of order. I said, listen, Al, my dignity, you might as well kill me. That's all I own. And I didn't say that to be a wise guy. He said, but calm it down. Calm it down? I called him a prick. And I swear to Christ. And they had to sit down. But me, I was a little skinny. I had to stand up.
You burnt a few bridges over the years.
No. I had to torture them. The bridges are still there, but it's not bridges. Because today, everybody's squealing at everybody. Wendy Williams, right? Now Wendy Williams, yesterday I'm watching her to see what her bullshit is. And she's trying to go around saying, well, I did all that when I was 16. And I did that. Who gives a fuck, Wendy? Get down to the point. You're full of shit. All right? You're full of shit. We don't want to know about who's screwing who's banging who ain't banging. Tell me why that country's in fucking shit.
Pat, do you think your career would have gone further if you would have played ball a little more?
No, I don't play ball with nobody. I fall. I can't catch my balls. I can't catch. I don't play ball with nobody because if you put me in an element, it's like you say to me, Pat, fix the television. I can't.
Right,
so you
okay.
don't do it. But I know guys who go, Big Al said to fix it. He must know. And you burn me. Fuck you. You say I can't do it. I did weddings.
Yeah.
You never got paid because Big Al's the party. You're the best. Nobody. You stole the fucking wedding. Where the fuck is the money? But when I went and stayed in a hotel in New York, never got a bill. Went to the restaurants in Little Italy, never got a bill. So when people say, they didn't pay you, I say, I got more than pay.
Yeah.
It was months at a time I was staying at the Halloran House. I never got a fucking bill. They were, and I never said anything. I just said what I owe you. So you over-tipped, so you know, so the white guys don't think you're a cheap fuck. So I was over-tipping was better to pay the bill than fucking over-tip. So I was going broke by over-tipping.
Should have just paid the bill.
Well, no, in the restaurant, I get a bill for $100.
Yeah.
You know, and the waiter said, no, that's on the boss. So I gave him the $100 because I didn't want anybody to think. So the guy said, why did you do that? I said, let me explain something. If I paid the $100 tab, 20% is $120. I gave him the $100. I saved $20.
You made $20.
Yeah, the guy says, you're a sick fuck. So they dragged me out of the restaurant. But people don't think that. You know, that's how you save money. Don't you do it, you'll go broke. You know, that's but you know what's going on here? I'm not important. No, let me explain something to you.
Okay.
I'm not important because I'm not involved in my government to see what I can do. You know, I don't vote no more because the people that I want to vote for, they're dead. I mean, give me a break. They're dead. Harry Truman is dead. Here's a man that sold shirts. He knows about money. He knows about prices. Some of these fucking guys don't know.
They're the worst.
They're all, you know, they call them, you know, you heard of gangsters. These are gingerillas.
What's
a gingerilla is a gay guy who wants you to think he's tough. That's the difference. So there's a lot of people out there. This is why bully now is becoming a big thing.
Yeah.
What do you do with a bully? Kill him. Stern was the best bully being paid than anybody. And I said it on television. I said it on radio. All right, you know, I said what I had to say. I'm not going to enhance on it. But, you know, the fuck a bully. What do you do with a bully? Punch him back. Fuck him. Get a fucking gun and blow his fucking brains out because you're defending yourself, you sick fuck. Yeah, but you said I'm so stupid. My mouth hit. Your mouth, punch him in his fucking mouth. That's out there. And tell my Greg, she goes, but I'm scared. I'm scared too. I'll punch you if you don't punch him.
There's a better way.
I mean, really, listen, why did we bullshit? You see the cop in fucking Florida? He's my hero. He's arresting now the 13 and 14-year-old who's are bullying people.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
What about the girl that threw herself off a silo?
Oh, it's terrible.
I mean, you want to talk about these
There's
poor
a picture
kids.
of her right there.
She's on TV.
There's on the news right there.
Listen, I don't look at the wall when I'm here with you. I got walls home I can look at. He wants me to look at a fucking wall. That's why you're boring.
That's why you're boring. The story you're talking about, though. The exact story he's talking about is on Fox. It's right there. Look, see, that's the girls. That's the girls.
Listen.
Oh, goddamn.
Opie,
wow, they're too.
Common sense.
He's in the
Common sense. Yes.
Is not in this fucking world.
True.
Because
Very
a
true.
great man is running our country. We ain't got right now. Not knocking this guy. You know, he's a nice guy, but he's a little lost. We need guys with balls.
Yes.
Now, what do you need? You need guys who have that gangster attitude, but are not gangsters. And when they say, what are you going to do when we got to turn around and show ID at the airport? We don't show nothing at the airport. What'd you say, Sal? We don't show nothing. Whoever wants it, the motherfuckers are covered. We will fucking kill them. You understand? Yeah, but that's gangsterism. Hey, what the fuck you want? You want to go to the airport and have your bags checked? We kill them, mother. Anybody's got a drape around their ass, we kill him. But he may be a Jew. Well, that's his problem. Shoot him, too. We shoot everybody. That's why we're being held hostage.
Yes.
We make that point every day.
In Afghanistan. We got gangs in this country. We got gangs in this country. Then they got poison in Syria. You want to eat some of the food here? It's worse than fucking poison. I got a guy that makes chicken gagagoots in there. And I try to have a piece of bread. I know. I almost choked, but I gave $14. But what are you going to do? He looked at me. I was so scared because he looked a little shaky. I said, liable to shove the next sandwich down my throat. That's what we need.
Common sense.
This is why you guys really too quiet.
Fuck, I thought it was a compliment coming.
I told you that the last time I spoke to your son.
I like flying under the radar. Fly under the radar.
I don't know if we're quiet here. Tell him, Steve, we're not quiet.
No one bothers
The
you.
only thing good about radar, if you spell it backwards, it's still radar.
Wait a minute.
Think
Radar.
about that. That's
Radar.
why you're fucked up with your cat. Is it a girly cat or a boy cat?
It's a boy cat.
Well, don't forget to get it neutered.
I will.
I know. I spoke to what's his name.
I'll get him neutered.
No, I spoke to what's his name. The guy in The Price is Right.
Oh, right.
Bob Barker.
Yeah, Bob Barker.
No, Drew Cat, not Ralph Barker. He's fucking dead. You
Bob
Ralph
Barker.
Bob Barker.
Dead.
Bob Barker's dead?
Well, somebody's dead in that fucking show. You got Drew Carey. The fuck you want? There's the nicest guy in the world, Drew Carey.
Yeah.
And he said at the end, the best part of the show, after the same Price is Right, he says, get your
spay and neutered.
Spade. I thought it was an ace. What the fuck? I thought you had to put an ace under the pussy cat's pussy.
All those years, them saying that, it hasn't worked.
What made you do that? You know,
fucking
first of
animals
all,
out there.
your ex-wife, but she's feeding. She wants to fucking kill you. Her
Go
cat is
fuck
better
her.
than me.
Fuck her.
No, listen, I'm going out with her. Don't be a wise guy.
That's misery. Well, then you'll fucking retire to the grave really quick. I'll tell you that much. Go out with her.
Listen, we
Not
all
for
make
her.
mistakes. I had a first wife. She wasn't a bad woman. She was just, people drag the hair, drag that hair. But, that's yesterday. We should try to better ourselves. See, now this is hurting my career coming here today.
But you retired.
He's back in show business, the prick. This is not. This is trying to explain to you people out there, the genius is still out there,
Yes.
but he quit. That's all. I shot myself. I go on the subways myself. That's in New York. I never forgot where it came from.
I don't know what you're going to do.
That's what makes me who I am.
I don't know what you're going to do with yourself, though. You got too much. You got too much energy to relax.
No, this is not energy.
Yes, it is.
No, I just told him earlier. I go take a nap at 2, get up at 3, and go to bed at 4.
But
what are you fucking around with me? You don't know how to take care of your body. That's why you're talking to me. You know what? He believes that maybe the pussy will find something rotten in him. No, the fucking body's rotten, you sick fuck. Don't let him see you in the shower. He'll think that thing going back and forth is a tube.
Oh, no, we don't need that.
Steve, he's turning down gigs. It's over.
I can't believe he looks like a gangster and he got a pussy cat.
He's obsessed with your cat.
I love the little cat. He's great.
But he still performs in life.
And you don't even have to, not like a dog, you got to walk him every night and stuff. It's just cold out.
Wait a minute. See, I hate when you talk that way. I got a guy in my building, right? Makes $80 a day walking 10 or 12 dogs. I give him 5, he walks me. What's another $5? The guy's making a living. So then he goes, you want to go back now? I go, oh, fucking you.
Yeah, everybody walks their own dog in my neighborhood because I live out on Long Island, so it's not like the city. Of course.
He is very lonely. Very lonely. He's lonely.
I don't think so.
That's why you're here. Yeah. You're off it big time. You gave it up to be with this guy, Mr. Happiness.
He's very lonely.
At least he's got 2 kids better than a dog. Pick him. Adopt a kid. Adopt me. I got a job.
Too much work.
You got work? What's
I like being able to run off to Atlantic City for a weekend without having to fucking have kids or a dog or anything like that.
So you can take your cat?
No, I leave him there. You just put some
yourself, you sick
You
fuck.
put some food out. You
know,
have a litter box. They take care of
He would leave his kid in the
themselves.
fucking car while he's going to have a handshake.
In a hot car with the windows rolled up. Fuck them.
Yeah, I know. You're my kind of guy. That's why they call you breakfast.
Exactly.
God bless you,
So
buddy. You're a good guy.
this is no fucking around. He's announcing his retirement from showbiz. What if they want him for a movie?
He'll do a movie and he'll do TV.
He'll do a movie or TV, but he's done with stand-up.
Oh, movie or TV? Okay.
So you're not retired?
That's another thing. I quit.
What?
I was born and raised in New York. Never got an invitation to do the comedy thing. Never.
No?
Never invited me. They go, they get what's her name from California, this one from Texas, this one from out there. I said, wait a minute, I'm a fucking funny man. They don't invite me. Caroline, she's not full of shit. Who the fuck are you, Caroline? Who the fuck are you to dictate policy? What makes you think you're fucking funny? You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Some of the shit that you buy is embarrassing.
Jesus.
Yeah, some of it is shit next to me.
Yeah.
And that pisses me off. If I wasn't better, I'd back off. But I'm better than a lot of the shit that she's putting in there.
Wow.
Because all of a sudden we're respecting her that she knows comedy. She don't even know silence. The fuck
He's never played Caroline's? Is that what he's getting at?
No. I'm talking about the yearly thing.
The New York Comedy Festival.
The festival.
What?
Yes.
Well, that's not the point. Let me turn it down. Let me turn it down.
He just wants to be able to turn it down.
guy says, well, I've got her, I got him. Who the fuck cares? I saw some of these geniuses at a roast. Can't fucking get a smile. A fucking smile. And this broad sitting there saying, you know, you're fucking brilliant. Why the fuck ain't I working? You sick fuck. Where'd you come in from comedy? Oh, we know about you got a divorce. You wound up with $9 fucking million. I got 20 million, not 50 million. Now you know, Steve. Fucking put down. Now, see, that's what pisses me off. I fight for my dignity. They're stepping on it, saying I don't belong. Fuck you, Caroline. Damn. You don't belong. And some of the shit you advertise outside your fucking Carolines, what happened to your other Caroline? Caroline South. It went south. Because the people down south New York know you're full of shit, and I'm pissed off at her.
Why don't you tell them what Richard Lewis said about you?
Oh. Richard Lewis, I don't see him that often.
Wrote him a fan letter.
Yeah, I don't know. He calls me through a friend. He says, Pat, you know, he read my book, and it's nice. And by the way, it's in second printing. Don't get envious.
And he took names out.
I turned around. What is this guy doing, Carl?
Sam, what are you doing?
Oh, I know. He's going to that barber there. Get Laid Barber. Did you read about it?
No, what happens there?
It's yesterday's paper. Yeah. She's called to Get Laid, $110 and a 20% tip. She gets people laid by the haircut, I swear to you. I got no hair, so I'm not going to get laid. You got
hair. You still got the hair.
I'm bringing a point out. That's where they're making money. I got a barber's one arm shorter than the other. I got he's got $15 to give him a $5 tip. You ever hear it? But, one side is always longer than the other. But you can't have everything.
Right.
How does she get you laid?
Huh?
How does the barber get you laid? By giving you
listen to me. I read the whole article in the paper, and it says that she changes your attitude, your face. She shows some pictures, and then they got women that said, I wound up with a trio, I got laid. So who the fuck knows? 100 can't get in.
That's crazy.
And what about the Johnny Carson story that I've been calling him a prick for years?
Oh.
They said I'm out of order. Meanwhile, he peed on my leg. I had to take that. This cocksucker had peed on my fucking leg in front of my wife.
They said his wife was fucking GIF.
Everybody was fucking her. What the hell do I know? Everybody's getting fucked. I ain't getting laid. And everybody's fucking. Now he's dead. They're going to write a book. The Lawyer. That's called.
The Lawyer.
That's called it. That's a spy.
Yeah.
My fucking lawyer ever read it. Well, there's nothing to write about me, but if he ever read it, that's terrible.
I bet there's some good stories about you.
What?
I bet there's good stories.
Dynamite stories.
They could write about you, the lawyer.
The second book you're going to read, it's going to be about you, son.
Oh, good.
Jimmy.
I'm going to fucking write. Do you know what the name of my book is going to be?
What's that?
Don't go see your aunt unless your uncle's there.
Don't go see your aunt.
You had to think that's why you're a dummy.
I did. I'm trying.
That's why you're a dummy.
He said you are bad.
That's why you're a dummy.
You had to think that's why you're a dummy.
Richard Lewis. Back to Richard Lewis. What happened with Richard Lewis?
I can't hear you.
The Richard Lewis thing.
Well, so he turned around and he calls a friend of mine, who was a good friend of mine anyway, and he says, Richard Lewis has got to tell you something. And I know him over the years, and I wasn't like hanging out with him. Like I know Norton, but I consider him a friend, but I'm not around him all the time. And he says, Pat, let me tell you something. And I said, Rich, what is that? Doesn't call me a piece of shit or something. He said, nobody holds a microphone like you. And I says, oh, you knew I had paralysis? He goes, Pat. And he went on and he said, I was the best ever. He said, nobody can shine your shoes. He said, that's coming from me. I seen you everywhere. This, that, you're unfucking believable. Well, that was nice. And then I stood there and I go, I better quit now that I'm ahead. So he said another comic. Norton has never said that. He just said hi one time. So I said to Richard, he wrote me a letter and he told me, and that's nice coming from a fellow, a fellow comedian. And I never looked at it that way, but I know I'm a little special than the average because like he says, I took chances.
Yeah.
I did take chances. And, you're not supposed to take chances. I did because when you fuck with your dignity, that's all we own. Jesus Christ. I mean, you look around and see a guy like Rickles, all the wonderful things. I look at him, I go, Jesus Christ, what a wonderful career. And then I see him walking with a limp. It bothers me because I think he's special and he should now maybe retire because I don't think he's all there the way I would like him to be all there because there's no more. He actually believes there's an Eskimo in the audience. There's no Eskimo. There's a guy sucking on an ice pop.
The Eskimo. He now believes there is an Eskimo is the problem.
And I say that about a lot of these guys You know, we're all old. I mean, George Burns, and no disrespect, I worked with him. I worked for him in Reno, and it's a wonderful thing. But people were paying to see if they're going to be at the show where he's going to die.
Oh, damn.
It's the truth.
I think you're right.
That's true.
Yeah, same with Sinatra. When Sinatra fell in Rhode Island in the theater and around, guy said I was close by. He looked like he was going to die. His eye turned blue. He started throwing up. He just fainted, this poor fuck. But they wanted to say I was there when he died.
Right.
You don't have to worry about that. You want to know when I die? I'll call you. That's all. This guy, hey, you writing when I'm talking.
What are you writing when Pat's talking?
What the fuck, Sam?
How disrespectful.
What are we going to write?
What are you writing?
What are you writing?
Do we still have 5 reads to do?
Oh, Jesus.
So you don't interrupt Pat with that?
Yeah, man.
You could do him on that fucking
You don't
shit
interrupt
after
Pat with
show
that?
you do.
Stand up at your dignity. Fuck him.
Well, there you go.
What's a job? You got another one with that hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You'll be the son of Frankenstein.
5 reads, for real? What the fuck's that about?
Man.
What are you doing? Do I have one I'm on?
I don't know what happened.
Do what somebody else is on.
Exactly.
You know, some of these great comedians that come here, he's the greatest. They're all jealous. I didn't want to come up here. Then when he lost 45, you know what they told me, some of the comics? That prick, he did that to offset us. I said, what do you mean offset you? Now we're talking about his fucking weight. Years ago, we didn't talk about his comedy. Now we're talking about his weight. You're a hit with your weight. They say, not just great weight. The guys downstairs, you know, the poor guys, the black guys got my Mr. Cooper. We looked about 45 pounds. I said, you gotta be kidding me, my body, 45 pounds. I said, where's the 45 pound? In the toilet. But you did it.
I did.
Now,
It looks great.
say?
I don't have a girlfriend.
You're smart because you're gay, you son. I know about guys like you. You like baby's diapers. Don't bullshit me. What else is new since I came here?
I don't know, fucking same old shit, Pat. We come in, we do this, and we go home.
Well, that's
to
why
my cat.
You see, listen to me. You would have more fun quitting.
What?
Because people, they would talk about it for a week and then forget about it. Then come back.
Exactly.
And then come back.
Is the biggest thing.
The brand new act.
No, don't come back with him. Me.
Oh, yeah, with Pat Cooper.
Oh, we'll fucking save this asshole. But then my luck, I'll get another kid and I'll feel bad and I'll say, give it back to him. He's got write-offs now.
I know, yes.
Yeah, your pussy got
You're right.
write-offs.
Family man.
Don't give him tuna. You'll spoil him.
I don't give him, I give him cat food.
No. Well, you ought to eat the fucking shit. Give him a nice filet, you sick bastard. Give him some branzini with the stripes.
Branzini?
That's what I would do. That's why I don't
stripes,
have a pet.
Yeah.
My father had a pet 17 fucking years, a dog. We gave him macaroni. We gave him pork. We gave him every fucking thing. And my father spoke to him only in Italian, and the dog answered him back, buckety buck. That's the truth. But you can't do that. You can't give the dog a piece of meat. Give him a brajol with some hot peppers in it. This dog was so fucking happy. I swear to God, when he died, everybody cried.
Yeah.
17 fucking years.
17 years. That's like a family
In
member.
the hallway, and the day we got the sink in the fucking kitchen, we had to go to the bedroom in the hallway for the sink. My father cried like Jesus Christ came down and anointed us. It's a party, Maranami. We have we have the sink now. He says the water come inside the kitchen. Mother of God, Jesus Christ, God bless you that we have this pleasure the sink. I said, if my father was alive today, I'd say, go get a bottle of water. I'll kill you, mother, first. Then I'll kill you. Why me first? Because your mother had you. That's why I'll kill you first.
The water comes out of the sink. You don't have to get a bottle.
They see the sinks they sell now. It's like up there. It talks. And you say, I want hot water. And it comes out hot. We can't even turn the fucking thing on. That's why we got paralysis. Turn the fucking sink on.
We have paralysis?
Give me
Apparently.
warm.
I guess.
Okay.
All right.
How about you turn your wrist?
I'll give you
Get
one
a little
better.
exercise.
This woman from Colombia told me how to talk to my iPod. Hello. Yes, can I help you? Yes, I want to send something to my granddaughter, Hannah, a text. Okay, say your text. Hello, Hannah. I love you very much. Okay, sir, that's it. And I hear, hello, Hannah. I love you very much. So an hour later, I call my grandkid. I said, did you get my message? She goes, who's you?
Who's you?
College. College. A waste of fucking money. A waste of fucking time. College gets a $40,000 a year. This guy here, if he loses weight, made $40,000.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all bullshit. Where's the scientists? Where's the people who grow the plums? When's the last time you had a plum?
The people that grow,
grow
the plums.
When did you have a fucking banana that doesn't have brown in it?
There's no more of that drive in this country anymore.
No, because everybody wants a banana that's brown. Big black cock is in. That's what it's all about. People want color when I get naked. All I want is a cat like yours. Lick my pecker. That's all I want.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, my God, I'm exhausted.
A big black cock is in.
But I love you for that because, you know, you leave him there for 2 weeks, or 2 days. What are you doing
He'll be
in
all right.
Atlantic City? You don't gamble.
Play
do
some
you?
blackjack.
Oh, my God, he
By
gambles.
yourself?
Yeah.
What did you buy the cat for? To torture the poor bastard?
Leave him at home.
I'm going to get the AAA. Is it AAA?
That's ASPCA. ASPCA.
You know, you're very smart for that.
If I'm cruel to my car, you could call AAA.
Yeah, the fuck? I call AAA on everything. You ready to leave him alone? So here's what you do. You put the food in a corner, enough for 2 days.
There you
and
go.
Then he shits for 2 days.
Well,
when he becomes, Tom, when he becomes a Tom, then he starts fucking your couch. Then
No.
we'll see. Then I want to see.
I'm going to cut his fucking balls
You
off.
can't cut his balls off.
I'm cutting his balls
I
off.
studied balls and fucking... You see what they do? In Italy, they use the cat as a harvester. He
What's
pulls
that?
the truck. They got these monster fucking
That's a big fucking cat.
Yeah, they pull the truck. Then after another day, they eat them. Did you know that?
Pat, I didn't know that.
No
If
idea.
you turn around and you make fun of the cats, they'll come after you.
Really?
Listen, I'm not making fun. During the Second World War, they were eating them. I'm not being funny.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
When you go to Italy, they can come under the table with their tail and touch your leg, and if you say something, you touch my fucking leg, they throw you out. You buck with my cat.
Oh, they hold him with great respect.
Right, every time you go to the ferry, there's a big cat at the front of the ferry, going, and the fucking hair is going through he's my cat, he's no direction, and he keeps fucking pointing.
The cat's steering the ship?
The cat is the ship, you sick fuck.
I didn't even know.
They don't have to, they train these fucking things. That's why labor over there is cheap. I don't want you to take my cat.
They pay people in cats?
Their fucking cat does everything in Italy. You understand?
I didn't know that.
We look at macaroni, that's Italy. We look at pasta, that's Italy. We look at this. It's the cat.
I didn't know that.
It's all about the cat.
Listen,
I had no idea about this
They got
thing.
a place called Ischia, right off the port of Sorrento. They got cats that row. They call them row cats.
What?
Yes, and they fucking row. They got muscles on their tits.
They got muscles on their tits. Hey, Steve.
Oh
my God.
We got a girl on the line that thinks Pat's hot. Can you tell Pat that?
A girl.
Will he be able to hear?
There's a girl on the line that wants to talk to you.
Hello, sweetheart, is that you?
Wait, hold on. Here she is.
You need
One
headphones.
person wants me on the line.
One.
What happened?
You need
So,
headphones.
go ahead.
I can't hear you, honey.
Hold on, Sue.
Hold on.
Pat's got to put headphones on.
Well, that'll be good for your tinnitus.
No kidding.
Jesus Christ.
Hold on, it's
Oh,
upside down.
my
Sam, will you
God.
help Pat and stop fucking around?
Put the headphones on.
That's the goddamn thing.
They're broken.
All right.
I broke it. Okay. Hello.
Hello, doll baby. How are you?
I'm sorry?
Listen, I'm riding down to Florida with my husband right now. We're first-time callers, but I'm, getting all worked up hearing you cursing, and I'm, feeling guilty because my husband's Italian, too. But I'm like, oh, my God, that guy is hot. I remember him. Are you still as hot as you were, a few years ago, 2 or 3 years ago on TV, or are you even hotter now?
Is this all you got to do?
Are you kidding me?
Are you in Florida?
No, I'm not yet.
Honey, are you? I just left. I'm out of there. Now you're coming hit on me.
Okay, listen. I'm going to Mexico.
God bless you. Having a nice time this morning?
Hey, listen.
Well, Monday the show goes downhill.
All right, Sue.
I love you, honey. Thank you. That's not bad. One call in 9 months.
Look at that.
I'm on a fucking roll. The cat got a more call than I did.
She likes you.
She likes you. She
Likes
thinks
you,
you're hot.
Pat. Thinks you're sexy, that girl.
Listen, to think is wonderful, but it's dead. Everything is dead. Let me tell you, and I say it on the stage, I developed it one time, and, your father tells you when you're getting married, you're going to go, oh, when you have sex, oh. Then when you're 70, 75, you can't do that no more. But what happens when you pee, you go, oh, Jesus Christ.
That's the pleasure.
2-3 times. Oh, I had a friend of mine died because he couldn't pee. He had $3 million, and I'd give $3 million right now, Pat, if I could pee. I said, really? He says, yeah. I said, I got $3 million. He said, I'll pay. No, but I'm joking. He died because that's we take that for granted.
Well, yeah.
We take that for granted.
They couldn't unclog him.
Oh, I get up in the middle of the night and, I see I'm a squirter. So I have a petition around the toilet bowl so I don't squirt on the floor, and I need an extra fucking mop. So when it's 3 o'clock in the morning, you got to put the light on. Otherwise, you'll have it all over the fucking walls.
Well, yeah.
Then you think somebody was visiting while you were sleeping.
In the old days, you could use like sonar. You could hear when it hits this water.
That's what I like. He said the old days because he's fucking old. He walked right into that.
Yeah, he really did walk into it.
Certainly did.
Because he's dumb, too.
I'm dumb. Mold, I'm ugly. I'm fucking out of shape. Pat really makes you feel good.
You're lonely.
But this is the
Pat's
best
a
show.
feel-good kind of guy.
Why do we
put up with this?
Oh, yeah.
When?
Probably 3 o'clock.
You're on that late?
Well,
what about next week? Because you're going to have problems next week.
Yeah, next week we'll put on the podcast.
Oh,
you'll be all over.
But I am. This is a great fucking show. Where the fuck you get this?
How many fucking times you want to be heard?
I get that. What? Where do you wear this shit?
You're retired.
You're retired.
What happened to the retiring thing?
Pat's like, I'm going to retire, but I live forever on the Opie and Anthony channel.
That's all right, but at least it's
He
rest.
says to me, nobody's
At
called
least it
me in
covers
3
for your
weeks.
lack
I
of
said, that's
talent.
retired.
There's your answer. He's waiting. He can't wait to go to fucking Atlantic City. I don't. I'm surprised you didn't buy a duck. I leave the duck in the fucking water while he's gone.
Oh, God.
Wow. Pat Cooper.
Oh, shit. Anyway, this is a great
I love
morning.
Pat.
What's today's date?
Today is the
18th of October,
Great job. Are you
2013.
Yeah.
Plenty of work.
Tonight, tomorrow,
I
yeah.
just say tonight, tomorrow. Plenty of work.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to get you heavy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Did you work England?
Never.
Yeah, because not for England.
No, I don't know.
Everybody lose weights over there, so you become a fucking bore. You're not doing a routine on your weight, are you?
No, not really.
Because you don't look that. See, you're cute. Don't do handsome shit.
Thank you. No handsome stuff.
You're good.
Not handsome,
All
you're
right,
cute.
Just the show.
I guess
That's about it.
we're kind of bummed out that you're
It's
retiring.
4 minutes to Anthony. I love you and I respect you and I care about
Pat,
you.
I love you.
Opie,
Love
I
when you come in.
Know that.
I
And
love you,
wish your
Pat.
cat gets a hernia.
Oh, no.
I want to see the cat with balls.
Cutting those fucking balls right off.
No, but sometimes we tease you, we kid you. You found something which is nice. You know why? Because we look at you and you say, this guy don't want a cat.
Of
But
course.
you got a good fucking heart.
That's what everybody said. What with a cat?
No, you're a very sensitive. And now your wife's going to call. I didn't know you were that sensitive.
Yeah.
Tony. She called you Tony.
No, please, fuck her.
I did.
Good. How much did it cost you? Because it cost me a pretty
That's
penny.
only fucking money, you sick fuck. What are you going to do with your money? Shove it up your ass?
I'd rather shove it up my ass than give it to her.
I saw your ass. I wouldn't shove nothing up your ass. It's a fucking garbage dump.
Yes, that's your out. Pat Cooper, everyone.
Well done. Pat Cooper.
Pat Cooper,
so
thank
much.
you, Pat.
Thank you, Pat.
Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness.
Cooper. Why do we have him in? He just fucking sells the shit out of you.
Pat. Thank you so much.
For the next book.
Tomorrow, if you're in New York, the Bitter End on Bleecker Street, 2 o'clock, a cancer benefit with Bob Levy, Otto and George, and Big J. Okerson. It's go to brownpapertickets.com and search for Cancer Sucks. It's a great benefit for a listener with cancer.
I'm trying. I'm trying, Sam.
I know. He can't even leave my Cheerios alone.
Oh, my God. Orange is the new black. House of Cards, Arrested Development. You ready for the next big thing from Netflix? Prepare yourself. Prepare yourself.
Well, take a picture. Stop fucking.
All right.
Come on,
I'm reading my commercial. Get in here, you fucking son of a bitch. It's about Netflix.
It's bullshit.
It's bullshit. He goes, it's bullshit.
45
Here we go.
Get in here, Opie. Show them what you're made of.
So much you're made of.
God bless. Have a good week.
Pat, thanks so much again.
See us.
Thank you.
What do you mean, thank you?
You're
I'll see you in
genius.
9 months.
All right, come back in another 9 months.
Don't tell me come back anytime. I'll be here tomorrow.
I'm trying to cheese him.
Pearl Jam tonight. Yeah, I can't wait for Pearl Jam.
Ugh, have fun.
What do you mean, yuck?
Pompous dick
How can
bag.
you say yuck?
Where my baby be? Load the gun away from me. Don't you have a gun?
You don't like his social messages?
Fuck him.
Or even flow. Don't do Second Amendments for disc bags. Like butterfly.
We're going to have a great time.
Yeah, you have fun.
Yeah, you have fun, commie.
Jack each other off as you fucking.
That is fun.
Drink your 3 ounce fucking drinks.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, have to keep running back and forth. To
Wait,
what
happened? Oh, no, it doesn't count for beer.
Didn't that ban got lifted?
What?
Yeah, but they still do that. No, Barclays still does it.
Why?
Yeah. Because they already bought the cups, I think. And they
Oh,
think it's a good
great.
idea.
That's it.
Oh, those.
I don't drink soda, though, so.
Yeah, no.
Oh, sorry.
We'll get some cum put into a thimble. Bring on cum in a baggie. Travis carries a glad baggie full of cum. Stinks. Old bleach pockets.
Fuck. Is that it?
Yeah, let's go
We're
home.
done. We got to take pictures. We have a.
What?
Oh, the line of the day.
Line of the day.
Well, we're not gonna. We don't have to listen to it.
No, it's one of these auto.
We're bringing back line of the day officially today. Netflix is sponsoring it for now. That's all they need to know.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Bye.
Here comes line of the day. Line of the day.
It's like a battery car.
This is After Opie and Anthony Live. Here's your host, Sam Roberts.
Yeah, baby.
Yo, man.
What's up, Whoo Kid?
I'm supposed to be up here right now.
You're not supposed to be up here. Why is that?
Because Ja Rule's coming up here today. You know that, right?
No, I did not know. Did Ja Rule is coming up here?
Yeah, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
DJ Whoo Kid is here.
What's up?
It's After Opie and Anthony Live. 866-WOW-1-WOW is the phone number. Crazy ass show today. We had Pat Cooper in here. You know Pat Cooper?
Gangster.
He's a legend. He announced his retirement on the show today.
Gangster.
He said he's not even coming up to do this show anymore.
What?
This show. He said he's done with show business.
It's a wrap.
He said he went and he's getting older, and he said his body told him it was time to retire comedy because first, he said it used to take him 1 second to think of something. Pat Cooper's a real quick guy.
Yeah.
1 second. He said now 12. 12 seconds. So he's not as snappy as he used to be, and he's going, okay, I can deal with this.
Is he stupid now, or is this old age?
Dude, he was in here for an hour. Just boom, 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 boom,
Going in
boom.
hard.
Yeah, killing everybody. And you know, to hang in this room, you got to be you got to be a Pat Cooper. You got to be a Mike Bacchetti. You got to be a human biscuit. You know. But so
he hit me on Twitter actually.
Mike Bacchetti. We were talking about his tweets earlier today.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. Answers. He ends every tweet with "How are you?" It's like these things go on forever. But Pat was in here and he was, he's killing it. And he said that first he realized it was taking him 12 seconds, where it used to take him 1 second to think of something. Then he goes, then he can't hear anymore. So he can't hear. He said years he hasn't been able to hear.
What?
Then he goes, okay, I can't remember things anymore. So what am I going to do? I'm going to write notes. So I go on stage with some notes. I'll remember all my jokes. What does he say? He picks up his notebook. He can't read his handwriting anymore.
Get the fuck out of here.
He said he knew it was time to go when he had to go to the audience and ask them to read. What does this say? And he said at that point, that's his body saying goodbye to show business.
That's why I love this show. Like a historical moment like that. He announced his retirement on O&A.
Right.
Wow.
It's a big deal.
Motherfuckers is crying right now.
Motherfuckers is crying in the streets. Right. Exactly, Whoo Kid. 302. You're on the air. What's up, buddy?
Professional broadcaster.
It's Larry.
I love this guy.
That's Larry.
He respects you all the way.
Oh, yeah.
Mortal, the legendary Pat Cooper. Then you have the pièce de résistance, the cream on the clock.
Did you just call Whoo Kid the Penis de Resistance? Whoo Kid, is your nickname Penis de Resistance?
I'll take that.
All right, the Penis de Resistance. The cream of the crop, which is now a double entendre. Hashtag Penis de Resistance.
I like this guy.
DJ Whoo Kid.
No homo.
What's going on, Larry?
What a topper to have following the great Pat Cooper. The cream.
And DJ Whoo Kid is here.
Professional broadcaster and DJ Whoo Kid.
DJ Whoo Kid is here to make a big announcement, Larry. I don't know if you've heard about this. I hope you've all gotten the opportunity to see DJ Whoo Kid DJ before, because he's at a certain age now. Things don't come as easily as they used to. And Whoo Kid, I believe you have a major announcement to make.
Yeah.
You're retiring, correct?
I'm retiring today.
Yes. I'm kidding.
Oh, thank God you're not coming out of the closet.
Oh, yeah, hell no.
Yeah, no, he's bisexual. He's not gay.
My dick is too big to be gay.
Is that right?
Hell yeah.
Is there a restriction?
Because it's too big to go in the butthole.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Only for pussies, man.
What's going on, Larry?
I wanted to ask Mr. Kid, is he beefing with Ja Rule? I mean, is that not my business? It's not my business. Tell me it's not my business.
Nah, there's no beef. It's just that my boss hated him for years. I don't think it's continuous.
Well, your boss is 50 Cent. Let's not let people forget DJ Whoo Kid.
Get that clear, but I don't want any, like, residual spasm happen if he sees me. Like, mentally he might choke me or something.
Right. I mean, does he do that mentally? Is that some Long Island medium shit?
I mean, you never know. I mean,
you don't.
50 Cent demolished his career, so I don't want him to see me and see 50, and then he might beat you up too, Sam.
Because of our connection.
Yeah, of course.
And that makes me loosely connected to 50 Cent.
And literally, he's next door.
Ja Rule is right now.
He's gonna be next door.
Holy shit! How tall is he?
He's shorter than your arm.
Is he about 5'2"? I've heard he's very small.
Measure your arm. Measure your arm.
Okay, my arm is about, I'd say, 14 inches, maybe.
He's shorter than that.
You think so?
Yeah.
He's about 9 inches.
Yeah.
His whole body, though.
His whole body.
My God. Well, yeah, for those that don't know, of course, DJ Whoo Kid is 50 Cent's personal DJ.
Yes.
And many years ago, when 50 Cent was first breaking out, his first big kind of claim to fame was that he had a big beef with Ja Rule.
Yeah.
He wrote a song called Wanksta about Ja Rule, I believe. Is that true?
I'm so shocked you know all this
That's
stuff.
true, isn't it?
You're like so white. I knew you were black.
Well, he claimed that Ja Rule went to the dealership but never copped nothing. Is that right, DJ Whoo Kid?
Precisely.
Precisely indeed. And what he basically did was he killed Ja Rule's career in that moment.
Yes.
Ja Rule had all this, he was very famous. He had all these songs. He had all these songs with Ashanti. He kept making R&B rap ballads before Drake was even a thought.
Yeah.
Okay? This was Ja Rule, and he was going, what up, my baby?
You're so superlative.
Right. Quite superlative today, DJ Whoo Kid. But what happens? 50 Cent comes on the scene.
Yeah.
He decides to announce Ja Rule is pussy. Is that correct?
Vaginal, yes.
Vaginal.
Oh, vaginal.
Vaginal is how we would pronounce that.
Excuse me.
And convinces the country of this. Ja Rule's career ends up ending. He tried, and I'm going to say this. Of course, I love 50 Cent. He's been up here. He rapped the intro to the Opie Anthony show.
That was hot.
I don't know if you guys listen starting at 6 a.m. on Fridays, but the Friday intro is rapped by 50 Cent featuring Larry King, an original rap for this
Gangster,
show.
Yo.
We love 50 Cent here.
Woo!
However, he tried to kill Rick Ross's career the same way he tried to kill Ja Rule's career.
And you interviewed Rick Ross.
I did.
With the monkey.
I did. It's on. If you look on YouTube, it's one of my favorite interviews I've ever done. Look up on YouTube, Sam Roberts, Rick Ross, because it's fucking hilarious. Rick Ross is fucking hilarious.
Gangster, yo. You interviewed the Ross.
Yes. The boss.
The cop.
Right. Now, that's what 50 Cent tried to say, that this rapper, Rick Ross, who took his name from a very famous drug dealer, was in another life a police officer, a prison guard, if you will.
Yes.
Called him Officer Ricky. How's Rick Ross doing today?
He's doing okay. He's good.
He's hot, isn't he?
Very popular.
He's very popular.
Yeah.
50 Cent did not manage to kill Rick Ross's career.
It depends on how you look at it. But
how? I mean, how could you possibly... Rick Ross is on some of the biggest songs in the
world. 50, so you're not going to get shit out of me, because I'm not trying to get beat up.
It depends on how you look at it. For instance, Whoo Kid looks at it from the perspective of an employee of 50 Cent. Yes. Because if 50, even though 50 can't kill Rick Ross's career, he could certainly kill Whoo Kid's career. Is that right?
Kill me, nigga.
Yeah. Murder you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. 50 Cent doesn't play games. I've heard that. G-Unit doesn't play around. Yeah. So, but you carry on when hip-hop beefs exist, like, you know, the Rick Ross, 50 Cent, Ja Rule, 50 Cent, you have to carry that on. Is that right? That becomes your beef, too, because you're part of what they call 50 Cent's crew. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you
scaring me right now.
Well, we're trying to break it down for everybody who can. I know. It makes it seem a lot more dangerous when you speak in white people terms, right?
It's so encyclopedia-ish.
Right.
The way you say it, though.
When you say it, it's more like silly and... Right. When I say it, it's like, here's the facts. And you go, oh, shit, I'm in trouble.
I feel like I'm in class. I'm a stupid nigga in class or something.
Chris on Long Island.
Yo, Whoo Kid, you scared of the fucking Cookie Monster?
Now, what does he mean by Cookie Monster?
I want you to be by my baby.
Is he saying that Ja Rule has the voice of Sesame Street's Cookie Monster
I'm really
character?
shocked at your audience that they're very well aware of like the old
Well, I mean that's the
school beef. It's very informative. Like they're making me remember those days.
Well, that's what 50 Cent did so well. That's why he became this massive star. Like he's among the biggest rap stars of all time. Very few rappers, even like Rick Ross. He's very famous. Rap fans love him. They listen to his music all the time. But he's not mainstream famous. Like 50 Cent is mainstream famous. Like 50 Cent hangs out with De Niro.
Yeah, that's ill.
You know, like 50 Cent is, but that's what he did. He took this rap silly beef with Ja Rule that normally just has people like you trying to sell mixtapes and just gossiping, you know, on the corner. He brought it to mainstream America, whereas me and my audience is now very well versed on the feud.
Very well.
You know, and I'm here to inform the people.
Yeah. The Cookie Monster thing, I'm really shocked that person do.
Why was that a big thing?
I mean, it was big, but in our nigga world.
Right. Wow.
Very shocking.
Let me go to Jeff in Ohio. What's up, Jeff?
Sam Roberts, you are the true king of all media.
Hey.
That's right, the king of new media.
That's right.
Yeah.
Whoo Kid, please tell me you're coming on Sam's show to announce your retirement from fucking white bitches.
That would be, if that were your announcement today, Whoo Kid, that would be a relief to all of us white men.
I was going to give myself a year with that retirement.
You were going to swear off white bitches for a year. You think you could do that?
There's still 32 more white pussies I got to get into before I...
Oh, you mean you're not going to retire from white bitches for a year?
Yeah, I got 32 pussies left.
What? Specific ones?
Scheduled.
Oh, wow. In this calendar year?
Yeah, that's it.
That's amazing.
Once I fuck those 32 white pussies, I'm officially not fucking any more white pussies.
You schedule fucking white women on a calendar like that? It's not a spur-of-the-moment spontaneous thing.
It's scheduled.
I see. I guess your penis's time is valuable.
Hell yeah. It's not even with me right now.
It's not. You leave it at home when you're doing press and things like that.
It's actually somewhere in Midtown. I got to pick it up after here.
So you left it there last night. A white bitch last night?
No, some Puerto Rican Arab chick.
Okay. A Puerto Rican Arab chick. Wow.
Very rare.
So be it. Well, you like them rare, though, don't you?
Hey, I got tested. I'm good.
Oh, good. Excellent. Whoo Kid, we were talking about the differences in white people information and black people information. The way information is passed.
Yeah, that's right.
You're excited about it.
Word up.
You're excited about it. All right.
Should I give you both answers?
Wait, here is my thing. And you tried, okay, I have a text. Do you know who David Letterman is?
Of course, yeah.
He hosts Late Night with David Letterman.
Yeah, that's the white nigga right there.
One of his top employees, Justin Stengel, who also is developing a sitcom with Harry Connick Jr. I read that in the trades, Whoo Kid. That's right. Justin Stengel just texted me. He said, I hope my wife isn't on that list of 32 white bitches. I've met Justin Stengel's wife, and she's a white bitch.
She's hot.
She is hot. So, Whoo Kid. I mean, this is a guy who works for the David Letterman show.
Let me look at the schedule.
Okay, he's checking his phone right now, looking at the calendar. Just look for the last name Stengel.
I'm singing the Smurfs too.
Or anything that's like somewhat Jewish.
I have a lot of Jewish bitches too, but
that's bad news. But no, she's not on the list.
The fallopian tube will not be.
Congratulations, Justin Stengel. Congratulations.
Give him a
now,
clap.
what I was gonna bring up was about the information going in different directions. Some information doesn't hit the white community. You know what I mean? Like you're saying, you're surprised that so many of my callers are aware of this Ja Rule thing.
Yeah, I'm very shocked.
Some information doesn't hit the black community. For instance, and you credited this to the black community, but I don't think it's true.
Yeah,
and I think black people, after you hear this story, if any of my black listeners could call up and tell Whoo Kid that he's wrong and is, quite frankly, racist for attributing this to the whole ethnicity instead of just admitting that he's an idiot.
Nobody tweeted it.
No.
Nobody Instagrammed it.
Whoo Kid walked in. You remember we had Johnny Carson's lawyer on the show this week. On Monday. What was his name? Henry Bushkin? Is that right, Eric?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fucking embarrassing.
Henry Bushkin was on the show because he came out with a book simply called Johnny Carson, and it's a kind of just a book about his life and time with late night host Johnny Carson. So the book is sitting in our office yesterday, and it's got a picture of Johnny on the front, and it says Johnny Carson on it. And Whoo Kid walks in after he met Mike Bacchetti, and he was all amped up, and he didn't think things could get any better. But he walks into our office, and he gets all excited, and he goes, "Yo, man, yo, you guys got Johnny Carson coming in here? Oh, shit. Where's Carson coming in here? Yo, I gotta get him. I gotta get him on my show, yo. I gotta introduce the black people to Johnny Carson." And me and Eric and Roland,
man, is that a mute button here?
We're all looking around like, is he serious? And we're all kind of looking at him, waiting for a punchline. We're like, "You want him on your show?" He was like, "Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, I want Johnny Carson on my show. I got to get him up here."
That's a great impersonation to be right there.
Johnny Carson never been on Shade 45, yo. And I'm going, Whoo Kid is really excited about this.
Yeah.
I'm going, Whoo Kid, I don't think Johnny Carson is coming up here. And Whoo Kid's like, "You got his book right here, yo." I'm like, "Whoo Kid, Johnny Carson didn't write that book."
Unbelievable.
And Whoo Kid goes, "Come on, man. Come on.
Come on, you had Larry King recently, right?
He didn't write this book. Come on."
It was too much. I missed Larry King, right?
Right.
You had him up here.
We had Larry King up here a few times.
I was away, so I was so furious. So now I see the Johnny Carson book there. I was like, oh, shit.
What were you thinking when you saw the first thing when you saw the book?
I think Roland has something to do with this setup, man. He always lies to me and tricks me.
No. What is the first thing that you were thinking when you saw that book?
When I saw that book, because I saw the Larry King book, and Larry King came after.
Right.
So when I saw the Johnny Carson book, I was like, oh, shit. O&A is doing it big.
Right.
Get that? Because, in my black community, a photo with fucking,
with Johnny Carson.
The guy who hung out with all these fucking guys.
Sinatra, everybody.
Yeah, he's like the gangster,
So you were hoping to get a photo with Johnny Carson?
Oh, I'll go down in history. I'll probably be in the books.
Well, Whoo Kid, I hate to inform you this, and I informed you this yesterday, and it was news to you.
And I thought you were lying. I thought E was lying. I thought Roland was lying.
I turned to Whoo Kid. I go, "Whoo Kid," I realized he was telling the truth, that he really wanted that photo. I go, "Johnny Carson's dead, Whoo Kid." And he looked at me, he goes, "No, man. No." And I go, "Yeah, he's not alive anymore."
Yeah, so they caught up to me. Like, you saw how sad I was.
Yeah, right? and then he goes, he just starts sucking on his teeth. And then he turns to Eric, he goes, "E-Rock, man.
Come on, man.
Johnny Carson ain't dead. Come on, man." And E-Rock goes, No, Johnny Carson's dead.
I thought he was dead for 8 years.
Yeah, he sucks on his teeth. "Roland, man. Roland. They're lying to me, yo. Johnny Carson's coming up here, right?" And Roland goes, "He's dead, buddy. He's dead. He's dead."
And then I asked the whole office, too.
And then he goes,
I'm running around asking everybody.
Whoo Kid goes, "I got to talk about this on my show, yo. I don't think black people know Johnny Carson's dead." I go, "What? Black people have to know." And that's why if there's black people listening there that are insulted by this insinuation.
Because, first of all, black people don't watch the news, so it wasn't tweeted and it wasn't Instagram.
Whoo Kid goes, "How come nobody tweeted this?" That's what you asked, right?
Yeah.
And I had to inform him, "Whoo Kid, this man died 8 years ago."
When Michael Jackson died, it was on Twitter.
There was no Twitter 8 years ago.
Instagram, Facebook. You know what I'm saying?
Twitter didn't
exist.
exist.
It was on MySpace.
No, Twitter didn't exist 8 years ago. And he goes, "I didn't see it on Instagram, yo. No hashtag RIP Johnny. What's up with that?"
Man, Justin Timberlake on MySpace told me, God.
No. That was 8 years ago that this guy died. You really didn't know.
There was no tweeting. There was no...
There was everybody found out. Oh. Everybody found out through various, means and methods.
Unreal.
But then he starts going, Whoo Kid starts going up and down the halls looking for, first he was just looking for anybody, going, "Yo, God, did you," he goes, "Yo, God, did you know Johnny Carson was dead?" And everybody goes.
Even Bladder laughed. He's just like,
yeah, Bladder, yes, I know. Whoo Kid starts searching for black people now. And he's like, "I gotta prove to Sam, yo. I gotta prove to him that nobody knew this shit, yo." And he starts looking for black people.
Janitors,
anyone. Every black person he talked to, of course they knew that Johnny Carson was dead. Of course.
There has to be somebody out there that just finally...
this show is the moment.
This is a bad show to bring this up on, but on my show,
right?
I promise you there's going to be like millions of black people that didn't hear that Johnny... Because when you watch cable or you swing through the channels, you see Johnny Carson, you flip it. I thought he was still alive doing it big.
His show. You thought he was
You
still
don't even
doing it
see
big.
his things on TV anymore.
They have like these reruns, but I thought maybe, they're just showing, like, when you flip the channels, you don't really pay attention because I'm going straight to Law and Order. I watch Law and Order or Smurfs.
Or Smurfs.
Scooby-Doo. I go to all them other joints.
Okay.
So you got to go through the Johnny Carson
So something like with the intelligence level of like a 7-year-old.
Roasts and all that.
Right.
Roasts.
Right, you like that.
Roasts.
I see. Now, and I don't like to be offensive.
Yeah.
But I looked at Whoo Kid that day, yesterday.
You did use the N-word.
And I looked at it. Well, I didn't say, I said N-word. Because I didn't want to offend you.
You didn't say nigga, but you did say.
But I looked at you and I said, Whoo Kid, honestly, you are a stupid N-word.
Maybe everybody, maybe people could call up here.
I said, you're a dumb N-word.
You're allowed to call me a stupid N-word today if you want to call up. But if anybody out there just heard.
Yeah, especially black people who are offended by this. Let me go to Calvin in Buffalo. What's up, Calvin?
I can't be alone on this.
I bet you can.
I'm not Whoo Kid, my nigga. Whoo Kid.
Yo,
my
son.
nigga, dog.
Yo, son.
You gotta know. Listen, B. Listen, I know it was 8 years ago.
I know, my nigga.
I know, but you gotta know this. I gotta side with this nigga Sam. I got to.
Come on,
I gotta
nigga.
side with this nigga Sam. I got to. Only on this one. I'm gonna give you a hint, too. I'm gonna give you a clue.
My
On the
nigga.
show, from 6 to 11, like 98% of these people they talk about fucking dead. Hulk Hogan and fucking, maybe one other person they talk about.
Still alive.
But the rest of these crackers, they fucking dead.
They're all dead.
My nigga. Come on, Johnny Carson can't die.
White people don't stop talking about people after they die.
He knows Jesus Christ.
I know he does. He knows him very well because he's up there in heaven with him right now.
Man, my nigga.
Carson been dead, my nigga been.
So you knew this. You knew even from 8 years. Now you didn't just figure this out like 2 years ago, a year ago.
You act like because there wasn't Twitter 8 years ago, there wasn't Facebook, my nigga, there wasn't MySpace. You want to pull a hose off of MySpace 8 years ago, my nigga?
All right, Calvin. I mean, obviously, Whoo Kid, Calvin's offended.
He felt bad for me, too.
He felt bad for you, and he's offended. Snowy in Michigan.
Hey, Samuel, how you doing today, sir?
What's up, buddy?
I want to ask Whoo Kid, is he going to have Biggie or Tupac on his show in the future?
White people want to know, Whoo Kid, Biggie and Tupac, will they be coming up here? Ja Rule's up here today.
Extremely embarrassing.
Will Tupac and Biggie be on a future DJ Whoo Kid extravaganza?
Maybe the hologram, but not the actual corpse.
Are they dead? No! I don't think white people knew about that. Kevin in Houston.
This is so embarrassing, man.
Hey, Sam.
What's up, buddy?
Kid.
What up, son?
So today, Pat Cooper announced his retirement.
Yeah.
Oh, thank fucking God. Unfunny fucking old curmudgeon.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Listen. I got other things to talk about.
Why is this guy
He's just mad. He's mad at Pat Cooper.
Man. Come on, Pat Cooper's a classic nigga, man.
That's exactly right.
Classic.
Justin in Oklahoma.
Yeah, I was just curious if all the white people knew how white DJ Whoo Kid's real name was.
Well, I don't know. I thought his name was Whoo Kid.
Nah, my real name.
What's your real name?
His name is
Eve.
Yeah, Yves the François.
That's
Jacques Cousteau.
What's that, like Creole?
Nah, it's like,
Yves Mondesir.
yeah, he knows my real name. Yo, this guy really knows my real name.
He's been
yo.
stalking you. He's a big fan. Watch out, Whoo Kid.
It's scary right now.
He probably knows how big your dick is,
Gotta
too.
watch my butthole.
Yeah, watch that butthole. Whoo Kid, I meant to tell you.
Yeah.
If you ask any girl, and you talk to a lot of women.
Shizer.
Any woman, what the best gift she ever got was, without hesitation, without even thinking about it, she'll always say her engagement ring, DJ Whoo Kid. Her engagement ring. It's so important.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's not just a ring. It's not just a sign of affection. It's everything to her.
Word.
Every time she looks down at her finger, every time she washes her hands,
Watch that shit.
every time someone at the store hands her change, you're going to get credit, Whoo Kid.
Tinkle.
Every time she shows her friends, you're going to get credit.
Word up.
Every time she does anything with those little paws, you get credit for that ring. So it's got to be perfect, right?
Hell, fuck it, yeah.
Steven Singer gets that. At Steven Singer Jewelers, they have the perfect system to make sure you get the perfect ring.
That's that nigga.
Steven Singer knows how important it is, and it's painless. So many of our guys have painless.
Oh.
So many of our guys have made the trip to Steven Singer. So what are you waiting for?
Hell yeah. What you waiting for, nigga?
I've been there. E-Rock's been there. Opie's been there.
E-Rock been there? No.
Whoo Kid's been there, but they threw him out because they thought he was there to rob it.
Word up.
And he might have been, quite frankly. Just go online to IHateStevenSinger.com or head to his store, the other corner of 8th and Walnut.
Shit.
In Philly. With Steven's 100% money-back guarantee, you'll get his best service, best value, and the very best experience you'll ever have in your entire life.
Shit back, you fuck up.
Right. This is a guy you can trust with the most important gift that you'll ever give, Steven Singer Jewelers. It's on the other corner of 8th and Walnut. It's on the phone at 1-888-I-HATE-STEVEN-SINGER, or it's online at IHateStevenSinger.com.
I'm so happy. Every time you talk about this guy.
Well, you're excited. Well, I had to do something to take the pain.
Johnny Carson. Yes, son. I felt sorrow.
I know you did.
You saw how weird I was. I went to Starbucks, got coffee.
Well, you were shaken up. You really didn't know the guy was dead.
I was like, I called people. I called like a couple of my friends, like, and they were calling me a stupid asshole or whatever. But I think it's right that I finally caught up though, because all this time.
Yeah, it's really it's sad that you didn't know.
I was like, yo.
Of course, you can hear Whoo Kid on Shade 45 every Saturday.
And I will bring this up this weekend.
I hope so.
I promise you.
Yeah, and bring some clips. If you have listeners that didn't know this, because this is like really obvious information.
This shit is fucking crazy.
If you have listeners that didn't know that happened, bring some clips in. I'd love to hear.
I'm going to give you an example of my show, because I aired Bobby Caldwell record, but a lot of people thought Bobby Caldwell was black.
Right, he's not.
He's as white and country looking, like, and he looked like he hung people. But this motherfucker voice is very black.
He's got the stars and bars on the top of his...
Yo, I shocked like 100,000 people that day when I played his record. And Bobby Caldwell is fucking white.
Did they start disliking him because he was white?
No, they were just shocked, but they loved the record. It's a classic record.
Good. Robert in Alabama.
My nuts.
Yeah, hey, I was just wondering if DJ Whoo Kid was going to be able to get Nat King Cole on the show next week.
Whoo Kid, you get all the guests. Nat King Cole coming on the show anytime soon?
Jesus Christ.
How embarrassing was it when you...
You see where you started, man?
What?
You see where you started, man?
What?
I thought this was going to be personal between me and you. You brought this out.
I couldn't believe it when it happened.
Now I got to walk the streets.
Yep.
I got to do events in the front. Now they're going to ask me where Johnny Carson's at, in the VIP section.
Well, you know what happens? Every time you do my show, the streets start talking. Do they not?
Man.
Now they're going to know.
Jesus Christ.
You should call your next mixtape the Johnny Carson is Alive mixtape. the Carson Resurrection.
Roast.
Yeah. R.I.P. Johnny is what you should call your next mixtape.
I'm so happy that Owen Dave's not here
to find out about this.
Jim Dorian.
Well, I'm sure Anthony's listening. He listens.
Step on my face.
He listens, and he will. And Anthony's wanted to step on your face for a long time. But that's he more is looking towards that scene in American History X than anything else.
You think black people will be furious that I just figured that out?
Well, not only would they be furious,
or they're embarrassed because I'm black.
They'd be embarrassed that you're black, and they'd be even more furious because your first instinct was to say, well, just black people don't know about this. Because they're sitting there going, Whoo Kid? You know, you're talking to white people now. You're supposed to be representing the race. That's the plight of the black man. You know, you are a representative of your people, are you not?
That nigga.
715, you're on the air.
Yo, what up, Whoo Kid? Hey, I've always been a big fan of MLK. I'm just wondering if you're ever going to get him on or no. Or...
Martin Luther King Jr. I don't know if you know about him, Whoo Kid.
I didn't even know what he was talking about, but I just
of course you didn't. Of course you didn't. You're a terrible representative of your people. But
that's the black guy that repped us, man.
He is a social leader from Montgomery, Alabama, I believe.
He's the one that went to the White House, right, with all the people.
I think so.
Okay.
Will he be on your show?
His people will, but not him.
He's deceased.
Oh.
I'm sorry to tell you that, Whoo Kid.
I was on his block the other day.
Martin Luther King Boulevard?
I was got robbed.
I bet. So was it the corner of Martin Luther King and Malcolm X?
Is there a nice Martin Luther King Boulevard anywhere in the U.S.?
You know why? Because they put them all in your neighborhoods.
There's no Martin Luther King Boulevard on a white neighborhood?
You think a white neighborhood is going to let that street name stay that name?
Can somebody Instagram me on my Twitter at DJ Whoo Kid that there's a Martin Luther King Boulevard in a white neighborhood and it's nice.
It's not going to happen.
And it's neat.
They don't exist.
And there's no drugs.
That could be your dream, Whoo Kid.
No gangsters.
No. That could be your dream. 954, you're live on the show.
Fucking dream right there.
Man, there's Jimmy from Detroit.
What's up, buddy?
Kid?
I want to know if I can be on Whoo Kid's show. It's Jimmy Hoffa.
Yeah.
Jimmy Hoffa is calling in from Detroit.
I knew he didn't get killed, man. He's still alive, my nigga.
Have his people call Whoo Kid's people.
My people, man. You know what I mean?
And we'll set that up because I mean, There's great potential for something huge.
Jimmy Hoffa? They never found his body. He's probably still alive with Tupac.
They never found it. He's probably still alive with Tupac and Johnny Carson. Did you see that special when Geraldo tried to unlock Jimmy Hoffa's vault? Nothing in there.
What you thought Jimmy was going to be in there?
I don't know. He was thinking some old laundered money, some kind of gold, maybe Jimmy Hoffa's body. What'd you say, Eric?
He thought, money, jewels, artwork, a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah.
I heard his nose is in the vault now.
Geraldo's?
He left his nose in there.
I don't know for sure, but maybe like you leave your penis places, Geraldo leaves his nose places.
So 10 years you find Geraldo's nose in there.
Right, it's just a lot of weight to carry around, I guess.
I don't know why he let people know that. It's supposed to be a secret.
It is.
Hey, Sam?
Yeah,
I didn't pick up on this either. We're both idiots. It wasn't Jimmy Hoffa's vault.
What was it?
It's Al Capone's vault.
Ah, shit.
I mean, they're the same pretty much. They're like, sorry, Chicago, but Jimmy Hoffa, Al Capone. Like,
Al Capone died of STD, right? In jail.
Didn't he have syphilis or something?
I think he had like chlamydia, right?
Maybe chlamydia?
In his mouth.
Is that where it was?
That's what I heard.
Moisture. Dennis, Long Island, what's up?
Spicy.
What's wrong, Sam? Whoo Kid, listen, I love you guys. You guys are great. My one question, since we're talking about all the other white folk, how about Walt Disney?
Oh, that would be great. He's got all these cartoons coming out. Maybe you could talk about Pixar or something, Walt Disney. Maybe Steve Jobs at the same time. He founded Pixar. If you get the two of those guys in one room at the same time, that would be terrific.
I was wanting to meet Walt Disney, man.
Yeah, I bet you did. You still could, actually.
Is he like in did they like...
They say that they cryogenically froze his head. That's the rumor.
That's real, though.
Jerry in D.C. wants to hear it, because Jerry in D.C., I know him. Big fan of your interviews, Whoo Kid. He feels like you get to the bottom of a lot of shit. Jerry, what's going on, buddy?
Yeah, Whoo Kid, I'm super interested to hear what you have to say to Trayvon Martin. I'm wondering what he has to say about, everything that happened with him. So when's the interview?
We have. I feel like and that's great, Jerry, because it's been a one-sided story with Trayvon.
It might be an exclusive interview. I don't know. I'm still trying to get permission from the mother. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we've only heard George Zimmerman's side. No word from Trayvon yet. Wonder why.
Yo, you know what you started, man. You see what you started, man?
What? And I also saw you get nervous because you can't really do too many Trayvon jokes in your community, Whoo Kid.
I'll get killed.
Yeah. You don't want Jamie Foxx coming up here all mad. It's dangerous for you, Whoo Kid.
Yo, man. Well, look what you started, man. My Twitter's blowing up now because of this fucking Johnny Carson shit.
Well, you can tweet at DJ Whoo Kid or at Not Sam anytime you want.
I'm going to tweet right now. Is Johnny Carson dead?
Of course.
Please, black people respond.
By the way, I meant to tell you, big Sam Roberts show. You want to talk about what DJ Whoo Kid's got going on Saturday? Sunday, 4 p.m. Eastern on the Sam Roberts show. Wait till you hear who I have. Number one, I'll be airing some interviews from Comic-Con. I'll have Dan Harmon, the creator of Community, who had that beef with Chevy Chase.
I know you're talking about. Yeah.
I'll have Dan Harmon on. But even bigger, one of the biggest guests ever in the history of the Sam Roberts show.
Ooh.
Hit girl herself.
Nah.
Chloe Grace Moretz. The new Carrie from the Carrie comes out this weekend. She's 16 years old, Whoo Kid. Relax.
If I was young, I'd hit that.
I'll bet you would.
But I'm not young.
Chloe Grace Moretz is going to be in studio.
That's hot. That's gangster. She was cursing?
She will be on the Sam Roberts show. No. No cursing. She's only 16 years old, but she was cursing in that movie.
What did she say?
Cunts.
Cunt is her favorite word.
Sure. There'll be questions about her using the cunt word, questions about Carrie, questions about her going to Comic-Con and charging people $100 for a photo.
That's gangsta. I'll pay that shit.
You will.
What?
Chloe Grace Moretz on the Sam Roberts show this Sunday on this channel at 4 p.m. Eastern.
Did you ask her if she's a virgin? She's 16, right?
No, I didn't get into that.
Okay.
Maybe I did. You'll have to tune in to find out. There you go, kid. There you go. Maybe.
Woo! I want to know.
Chloe Grace Moretz on my show, The Sam Roberts Show.
Sexy, too.
Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time.
Hot.
I also wanted to tell you about Orange is the New Black. You watch Orange is the New Black?
Yeah.
How about House of Cards?
That shit's crazy.
Arrested Development.
Those lesbians are hot.
Are you ready for the next big thing from Netflix? Prepare yourself for Notorious, Netflix's newest comedy special, starring international stand-up sensation Russell Peters. Russell started doing stand-up as a kid in his native Toronto, and now he's one of the biggest comedians in the world, with over 75 million views on YouTube, nearly 1 million Facebook fans, and one of the most diverse audiences on the planet. He's sold out arenas like Madison Square Garden and Sydney's Royal Opera House. Also, launching with Russell's new special Notorious is Russell Peters versus the World, an exclusive 4-part series
that takes you behind the scenes on Russell's tour and has tons of great outtakes and interviews with his family and friends.
Yeah.
Don't miss Notorious and Russell Peters versus the World, now streaming and only on Netflix.
Funny motherfucker, too.
Big news for you, Whoo Kid.
Yeah.
I'm glad your boss, Reef, is in here right now.
Don't tell him about the Johnny Carson shit.
Because we have
he doesn't even know.
Well, we have a phone call that's coming in.
Okay.
Before you take the call, I just have 2 words to say to you. You're very familiar with them.
Yeah.
You're fired.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You should be after this one.
No,
However,
absolutely, because I can't even address it.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't keep. How do you keep a straight face when somebody says something like that?
It's ridiculous. But we do have.
What rock of popular culture have you been living under?
It's a great question, but we have a bigger one coming from a potential guest of the DJ Whoo Kid Saturday Extravaganza.
Shit. Damn.
Elvis Presley in Graceland is calling the phone right now. Elvis.
Tupac is on line 3.
Thank you very much.
Oh, Elvis, it's great to hear you here on the show. Do you have a question for DJ Whoo Kid?
Great.
Oh, okay. Love your work. I was wondering if I could come down and be on your show to promote my new album. Thank you very much.
You can tell it's Elvis. It sounds exactly like him.
Sounds just like Elvis, though.
Would you have Elvis on the show?
I would.
How do black people feel about Elvis? Are they still mad about him stealing all that music?
He's a racist pig. That's why everybody tells me. He's a fucking bastard.
But he'll be on your show soon.
Yeah, it's okay.
Well, DJ Whoo Kid, thank you for being here.
I love hanging with racist people.
Yes, make sure you tune into my show, The Sam Roberts Show, Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, here on this channel, the Opie and Anthony channel. Chloe Grace Moretz on the show. DJ Whoo Kid's on Shade 45 all day tomorrow.
Johnny Carson, baby.
At DJ Whoo Kid, at Not Sam. We'll see you on Monday. Stay tuned for Ron and Fez.